Exciting news across from our friends at Manscaped. Just launched their 4th generation performance package. This ultimate package includes the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Manscaped, the leaders in male grooming, have done it again to make your grooming game next level. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with the new performance package 4.0 by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20. Let me tell you guys real quick before we start this episode. Shout out to Manscaped for giving me a chance with this and sending me things. Like it's really cool when you've gotten to the point where like companies are like, yo, like we like what you're doing. Hit us up and we'll send you some stuff. Share it and get people to buy it. I like that. That's cool. Use me. I'm used to getting used in life, so why not use me, Manscaped? Let's go, baby. I'm gonna get a Manscaped tattoo across my forehead. But no, honestly, guys, Manscaped is legit. I love it. I'm very glad that they were one of my first sponsors as far as like sending me product and stuff. Just for the fact that like I feel like I manifested it. I always talked about how I always said Manscaped was a company I wanted, not like I want like someone that does like trimmers and grooming and stuff, specifically Manscaped. So thank you, Manscaped. But no, they're awesome. I use their products literally every day. I use the chapstick. I keep it right here because I lose these all the time. So I keep it in here. That way I know where it's at. Love the chapstick. I'm a big chapstick guy for some reason. My juicy ass lips, the ones up here, they tend to get very chapped and dry recently. I don't know why. Maybe because of weather. I don't know. But I got the lip balm. They have the ball wipes, which I use. Those are a nice little refresher to get those in there. Maybe you're on a hot date, pull them out of your back pocket. They're very slim, very sleek. Pull them out of your back pocket. Rub one out as far as like rub out all the dirty stuff in your balls and stuff. Clean it up down there. You never know what's gonna happen that night. We got the Lawnmower 4.0, which is obviously my favorite, the main thing that everyone should have before they get anything else. I use it to trim my facial hair. It has different clips on it. I can do different sizes. That way I can just make everything even. I ain't no barber. I ain't certified or nothing. But when I get that 4.0 in my hand, I fucking feel like I'm just slicing and dicing all the hairs that get out in the way. I got the weed whacker. That shit, it's perfect because I had been wanting one for so long. For some reason, I don't know if my hairs are aging faster than I am, but my nose hairs would stick out and it'd be very annoying. I'd see them, and I know people when they talk to me, they probably see them, but they were too nice. They didn't want to tell me anything. So I just had these hairs sticking out of my nose like a fucking old fuck. And but I got this weed whacker. Get in there. Excuse me. Sorry. And get up in there, clean all the hairs out. You could breathe better. I would say it helps me with my cardio. I can breathe a lot fresher. Less boogers tend to be up in there, so that's always nice, And there's so many more products out there. There's shampoo. There's body wash. They just came out with new items. Go check them out. But like I said, guys, Manscaped, thank you guys once again for sponsoring the show. Once again, all you guys, if you're listening, go to Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping. Use the code SLOB20. It's SLOB20. You'll get 20% off anything in online and ships to you for free. So you're welcome. The more you guys use it, the more I continue to stay with Manscaped. So when you guys help me, it helps me help Manscaped. So help me help Manscaped, and Manscaped helps me help you guys have fresh balls and no hair in your nose, and your lips stay juicy all the time and they don't dry out. So once again, that's 20% off plus free shipping with code SLOB20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20 at manscaped.com. Your balls have been through enough this past year. I've been through enough this past few hours because work and just traffic. So much shit is going on. But you know what? As soon as I got home, I was like, I got fucking Manscaped. If my balls itch, shave them up. If my facial hair is out of whack, trim it up, all that stuff. This year, at least treat your balls right. Treat them with the best tools for the job with Manscaped. Once again, it's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Use promo code SLOB20. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Manscaped. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 60 of Solving the Pod. Yes. I
am here with, once again, Cesar Partida.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, as we all know him, Dapper. How you doing, brother?
After dark. Yes, sir.
You
I'm
looking
good,
dapper, by the way.
Yes, sir. Always.
I saw you walk in. I was like, damn, like that?
Had to, bro. I had to make the appearance.
No, I appreciate that. That means a lot that you went out on your outfit because, you know, it shows me like, yeah, you want to look good for the show. Obviously for yourself, but as well as for, you know, my podcast. But thanks again for coming out. I love having you here, by the way, all the time.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I honestly love being here, bro. Honestly, like every time I come in, it's just in general, like it's always a good fucking vibe. We always have a good time.
Hell yeah.
It's cool, bro. And then I figured like every time I come in, like I always just come in like a regular basic ass like streetwear fit. So I figured like, might as well fucking come a little bit more dapper today.
Yeah, you want to match your name.
Yeah.
Because then they see you, they're like, how's he dapper? He looks just like...
No, he just looks like every other guy on TikTok.
No, you look good though, man. Fucking, how you been?
Appreciate you. I've been good, man. Just chilling, just working, bro. Just working.
What?
Bartending, almost got fired, bro, because that video that went viral on TikTok.
Which one?
So I did a video, right, and I posted it, and it's actually the most viral one I have. It had like 8.1 million views, and it was just a video of me making like our Presidente margarita batch.
Oh yeah, your little bartending ones.
Yeah,
I like those, by the way. I never got my AMF though.
Thank you, bro. This reason I never made it is because fucking I was gonna make just like all those fucking videos. I was just gonna reply to every comment that was like requesting drinks, and I was just gonna make them there at work. But the problem was that the way I quoted like the caption. So I captioned the video. This is the reason your girlfriend gets drunk at work, and it's just video of me like pouring like 4-5 bottles of alcohol into this fucking batch. You know what I mean? Because it takes hella alcohol, like 7 bottles, and it's funny as fuck because like corporate, like it got to HR, I guess, because like thousands of people, bro, from like other Chili's and shit, like managers were commenting on it, like, yo, that's not how you do it, or you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. And eventually it got to a manager. One manager made the phone call or whatever. So they came after me and they're like, yo, like, you can't be saying that shit. Like, they know, like, we actually had the regional manager come in today, and she was talking to me about it. And because I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in like a year. She's like, well, I've seen you. And I was like, oh, fuck.
You knew right away.
Yeah, I knew right away what she was talking about. And she just started laughing. She's like, no, we knew you meant no harm by it. It's just, like, you just can't be saying, like, stuff like that on the internet using, you know, the company's name and the logo and shit.
Yeah.
So they told me I couldn't make any more videos pretty much, like on TikTok or in general, like on social media.
Well,
on the
at
job.
work, though? Yeah.
Or otherwise they're gonna fucking terminate me. So I was like, oh, fuck it.
Damn.
But I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna go buy all the fucking bartending shit. Yeah. And I'm literally just gonna make like a little setup at home, and I'm just gonna start making bartending videos there.
Dude, you totally should, because like when I first got on TikTok, actually before even TikTok, I don't know if you remember, have you ever heard of the Tipsy Bartender?
Dude, that guy's funny as fuck. Dude, that guy was on Facebook way before TikTok, right?
That's where I found him. People were reposting his videos, and he was making like jungle juice and like all this good shit, cutting up slices of fruit.
Yeah.
And dude, and it'd be like a 10-20 minute long video, and I would watch every second of it, and like it was so good. And so then I found him on TikTok. And then from then on I found other people. There's this other this dad and his son. His dad's like a really good. He's like, I don't know if you've seen him. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, yeah,
the
you're
bald
talking
dude.
About Jeff, right? I think it's Jeff.
I don't know the name.
You're talking about the dude that has that kind of. He's bald. He's got like a pointed nose, and he does like those really really nice drinks. He always like does the little tap.
Yeah. And then like they'll be like, oh look, dad, like so and so came out with this new drink, and he'll test him. He's like, he'll do that. Yeah. So I see
crazy?
those.
He's like bartending for fucking what's that guy's name? Dana White. He's like bartending for
he
Dana
is?
White now. Yeah, because of TikTok.
Dude, I'm telling you, TikTok is where it's at. Like if you can, and it's not so much like you have to figure out like what it is. It's just like if you find something that you like to do, and you have to be, you legit. If I'm not mistaken, I think like the way the algorithm works is, if you post every day, the more you're posting, the more it's going to get pushed out to like your For You page.
Yeah, 100%.
And so like I've seen so many podcasts blow up because of it. Like so many. And that's what the thing too is, like I've seen ones where the setup isn't even like, it's just like these two guys on a couch. Dude, like they're literally, I saw one where it was like 4 guys, and behind one guy was an iPhone taped on the wall. That was another camera angle, and I was like, dude, like it looks.
That's at like 50K views, probably.
Yeah, and that's when I realized, like, it's not about like how your setup is. It's all about the conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
And like most of these were funny, and they were like real interesting. Like we talked about last time, the fucking. Have you heard the theory or that one Asian dude? Remember what's he always say?
Fuck. Trying to think.
fuck. He's always talking about like just like, oh, have you heard like the Batman theory? Like,
oh yeah.
That
Talking about
guy.
that one dude on TikTok with all these conspiracy theories and shit.
Yeah. So like I saw those and some of them I would follow because I was like, oh, I like that setup, or I like, you know, they were just funny. And I would follow them when they were just like whatever.
Right.
And then a couple months later, I'd see they'd have like, it'd be like another post. It was like 213.1K and then like 400 and then like 1.1 million. Like I was like, oh shit. Then you go to their YouTube and like I said, whatever you get on TikTok doesn't translate to YouTube or Instagram. Like if you can have 4 million followers on TikTok and you'll probably have maybe like 71K on Instagram. Yeah. So, but it's a good start. It's definitely a good way to get yourself out there. And from there, dude, like I've seen, there's that one, that bigger dude. He's a Mexican guy that does like impersonation of George Lopez.
I don't think I've seen that guy.
Okay. So he does other ones where he does like, the guy that never left, you know, his hometown and he's working at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like he does those, but he'll do like George Lopez impressions. And dude, he got huge. He was in he was in Vogue or something, or he was in some big, or like the Billboard magazine, and it was like top like TikTok fucking
like comedians and shit.
Yeah, and he was on that, and he's maybe been only big for like a year.
Right.
But dude, TikTok is like where it's at.
It's crazy because a lot of these TikTokers that are now like making
here you go, by the way.
all sorts of thank you, bro.
Cum rag.
A lot of these like TikTokers that are making like hella bank and shit off of the platform, and, like they've only been on the social media platform for like a year. They were probably on other platforms like doing other shit, but like you said, with like maybe 70, 80K, 100K followers, which is still a good following base.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean, it's nothing compared to like having a couple million, you know, on another platform. Like that's just, it's crazy.
Yeah, and like it's funny too because like for instance, like when me and my girl went to Coachella, she posted this video of her hanging out, or we had met the two like lead singers from Grupo Firme.
Okay.
And so I saw this crazy story. So we went to Coachella. We went to go see. Have you listened to any of their music, Grupo Firme?
Yeah, I've heard a couple songs from like. Honestly, I haven't kept up with any of their new music, but probably maybe from like their older stuff back when I was like in high school.
Yeah, so like the first song I ever heard, because I've just recently listened to them, and the first song I heard obviously was the one with them and Maluma.
Okay, yeah.
And it was a pretty good song, and I liked it because I love. Is it considered like corridos?
I've never understood that. I think like corridos kind of falls more into like the ones that are kind of telling like the stories and stuff, like kind of more like the cartel like type music. But then there's like banda.
It's more banda.
I think it's more banda.
Yeah. So I heard that, and I love the loud bass and the trombone and the accordions and the guitars. So I love all that. So when I heard that song, I was like, this is a good song. So then we went on a rabbit hole of just like their older shit, and that's what I like. Like as much as it sounds weird, I don't like when you listen to an artist and you have like, and they have different types of like sounds, because the one thing is you find that one song that you're hooked on and you're like, I want to hear more of this. And they're one of the bands that every song you hear goes back to that one song you fell in love with.
Right.
You know, yeah, they'll have like some slow ones, but for the most part, it's like, you know, like all that loud banda music.
Right.
And so then, like I said, we went to this huge rabbit hole of like older songs. So yeah, I love all their older shit, but anyway, so we went to Coachella, and by then, luckily, I'd already known some of their songs. So I was like, and she was all for it. Like she's like, she has bad claustrophobia, and like she's short, so she can't see. So she was like, we're going to the very front. So we were like literally like the cage that separated us between us and the stage. We were right there.
Okay.
And so we're there, and she's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm going to get on your shoulders a few songs. And I was like, that's cool, whatever, I got you. And, like, that's the funny thing is I got to bring this up. So, like, I love my girl, and, like, and, you know, but, like, I'm not saying she was heavy, but just imagine putting just any type of weight on your shoulders for, like, a period of time.
Yeah, bro. Like songs can go on for like, I mean, especially if it's a group performing. What are they, like 25 minutes a set, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even the whole thing. It's like even a 4-minute song. Like it's the same thing. Like if you ever held a baby, they're light as fuck, but after a while, your arms start to get tired. It's like, damn, this
100%.
kid's only like 25 pounds. Like am I weak? So I had her on my shoulders, and like, you know, and she was like, all right, like, and I was like, yo, let me put you down. So I put her down. And so one of the songs, she was like I was like, I'm done. Like my neck is kind of sore because she didn't know. But like when you get on someone's shoulders, you can't sit like her vagina was on the back of my neck, right?
Right.
When a
She's
girl
like
gets
pushing you down.
Yeah. So like even if I tried looking up, I was like this the whole time. So I'm telling her, I'm tapping her on the shoulder, like, yo, push, like, sit your ass back, put the back of your knees, like, right here. I'll wrap my arms around your legs. You're not gonna fall. So it wasn't until after that performance, I was like, look, next time, because after that, I think we saw, like, the next day, I think we saw Becky G, and so I explained to her, I was like, look, if you want to get on my shoulders, you gotta do it right, because otherwise, I'm not gonna be looking down the whole time looking like a fucking idiot. So that for that performance, I was like this the whole time, and so one of the songs, she's on my shoulders, and I had my hat, dude. I had just got this badass Padres hat from.
I think I remember seeing you post it.
From Culture Kings. Have you heard of that brand?
Bro, that brand is sick as
dude,
fuck.
They have sick shirts. The hats.
Anime shirts they got are so fire,
dude.
Bro.
And so finally I had seen this badass Padres hat and ordered it. It came just in time for Coachella. I was like, fuck yeah. So like, and it was that first day, Friday. It was we were gonna be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, that first day they performed. And so I had my hat on, and she kept like pushing my hat back, and I was like, all right. So I took it off, and I kind of gave it to her to be like, hey, here, hold this, bro. My girl gets all wet because one of the lead singers comes out, and like the stage kind of stretches out to where we were at. Literally, he was in front of us, and she says he was singing to me, and she's all drunk and stuff. So she grabs my hat that I handed to her and fucking threw it at the fucking stage. And I just see my hat, and I was like, and I kind of look up, and I'm like, is that my hat in my head? And then, dude, luckily enough, the security guard on the floor picked it up and handed it to the guy. The guy picked it up and put it on.
No way.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, and like to me, they're not no Drake. They're kind of just like, I like their music, but like, Yeah. And I'm like, so I'm like, you fucking threw my hat. Like, I fucking love that hat. I just got it.
At somebody whose music I don't even listen
to. Like, I understand if you threw it to, like, Billie Eilish even, or Harry Styles, but, like, you threw it to this band that, like, I like one or two songs. They're dope, And so he puts it on, and so the whole time, and she comes down, and, like, the concert's over, I'm like, babe, you threw my hat. She's like, I know, I'm sorry, like, I was just in the moment, but you see he wore your hat. And I was like, I don't fucking care. I don't know the guy. Like, he's not big to me. But, like... Then a part of me was like, you know what? Like, this is her moment. That was her moment. Yeah. And I'm glad she had that. Like, and now she just sees it as like.
Was it her first time at Coachella?
No, this is our second time. So we went back in 2019.
Okay.
That's
dope, bro, honestly.
That was the first time we went. And I've always lived so close. Like, I even lived in El Centro, like Imperial Valley area. And from there, dude, Coachella is only like an hour.
Right.
Maybe less.
Coachella's like right next
Indio.
to Indio and shit, right?
Yeah. And dude, people travel all over the world just to come because it only happens here. It's not like it's not like that EDC shit where it's like sometimes in New York, sometimes in Vegas. It's only in Coachella. So people come from Spain, all over the world. And I was like, how the fuck do I live so close and I've never been to it? So as soon as I got out the military, I was like, I'm going to Coachella this year. Got tickets, and we went. Fucking loved it. And so we were like, we're going every year. And once you go one time, you get like pre-sale access. So like a couple weeks before the public hits, it comes to you. So you get like first picks. General admission, VIP. Like as long as you get in at the time that they go live, then you got a spot.
That's cool.
You're not waiting online or nothing. So we did that.
It's expensive.
So let me see. So
I've never actually like looked it up.
So for 2 general admission bracelets, and then we do car camping. So we take the Jeep, load it up with an ice chest, tables, anything you can think of, whatever you need for like we're pretty much there 4 days. When you car camp, and that's the cool thing. When you car camp, you get to go Thursday morning. You park and you set up, and then that night they have little things going on. Okay. Like they'll have like they have like one main stage that's in the car camping area where they have like up and coming DJs. Yeah. So you can like get fucked up that night, and they have like little things you can do. You can make like clothing accessories, pins. You can go do like yoga and shit, like random shit for like the car
like
camping.
A pregame kind of to Coachella.
Yeah, for the weekend.
Okay.
And so you do that, and so and like I said, we just sleep in the Jeep, and you're pretty much camping, and they have showers, and they're nice showers. They're you got to wait in line, but like
I'm assuming if they're gonna have like celebrities and shit right there, like
And so they have like hot, cold water, like anything you can think of. They're kind of small, but like it gets the job done. You get a good shower in.
Right.
So we did that, and so for the car camping pass and the 2 general admission passes, came out to about like $985. But the cool thing is come June, I think it's end of May, early June. Like I said, the sale goes out, and you can do payments. So I think you pay like $120 up until I think January, February, and it pays it off.
Oh shit.
So dude, it's in like as a whole, it's expensive. Like if say last minute come, you know, it happens in what April, some case, let's say March. People want to get tickets, you're paying 9 whatever 8 something right then and there.
Yeah.
But this allows you to just pay it in payments in time, and then when the time comes, you're locked in. You have the passes, and you just wait to see who's gonna perform. That's the only thing that sucks is you don't know who's gonna perform. You kind of just get it, because you're like, I love it, so I'm gonna whoever goes. There's gonna be at least 4 or 5 people I like, and then some.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so that was about like $985, like I said. And maybe even might have even hit 1,000 just because for some reason that the first year we went was a little bit more expensive. Oh, that's because last year was our first time, so we didn't get the early access, so you get a little discount. This time was about like 980 something.
Oh, okay.
But we had got it at the end of 2019, but then the pandemic hit.
Oh.
So they didn't have it in 2020, they didn't have it in 2021, and then so we and they had told us
right. This was the actual first.
This was the
Coachella
first one back.
In a fat minute, right?
And so they had emailed me and they were like, look, like you're paid off, you're good. You have 2 options. You can either get your full money back, like full refund,
right,
or you can hold on to them. And then whenever we decide to do it again, like you already have your passage, you're set, you're locked in. And I'm telling you, we went one time and we fucking loved it. So I told my girl, I was like, look, the money's spent. The passes were locked in, so let's just hold on to it. And I was thinking like, okay, if it comes back whenever it does, it's going to be a good one, you know?
Right.
It's going to be everyone coming out of their home finally, out of pandemic, out of, you know, lockdown, all that stuff. So I was like, it's going to be a dope-ass one. So I was like, let's just hold on to it. So 2020 comes, nothing. 2021 comes, maybe nothing ends up happening. And I was thinking about selling them. I was getting real close. And then I was like, fuck it, we're going to hold on to them. So come 2022, we had them. We got lucky because supposedly when they were like, for sure 2022 we're going to have it, they raised the price a little bit. So because one of my friends was telling me like she did the same thing we did, but she sold hers.
Right.
She's like, I'm not gonna wait, I'm just gonna get my money back. And she rebought them again in 2022 and they were a little bit more. So like I think we paid $985 and people were paying like $1,200. So we just held on to them. But yeah, dude, it ended up working out and it's so much fun.
You'd say it's worth it?
Yes.
100%.
And but like I'm not like, bro, you have to go. Like you need to go. Like I'm just telling you, like for me, my experience was dope. It was fun. I love it. Like when we're there, you're just in a whole different world. You can dress however the fuck you want. You can dress crazy. You can dress normal. No one fucking cares, dude. And not because they're drunk or on drugs or nothing. They're just like it's just like a whole like 4-day, 3-day long thing where people just release everything they have and just have fun. And when you're there, dude, you don't think about, you know, whatever problems you got going on back home. Like at least I didn't. Like I was just waking up, you know, go take a shower and then just start drinking, pre-gaming, and then you get ready and you get like a nice fit.
I've never actually been to like a festival or anything like that.
That was my first time ever. I've only been to concerts.
I never
like
even
a
been
one
to a
night
rave,
thing.
but I hear like raves are like that too. Like I hear like if you go to a rave, like everybody's super like friendly, like everybody's welcoming and shit, like everybody like fucking trying to help each other out and shit.
Yeah, well, everyone's there for like the same reason. Everyone just wants to get fucked up and listen to music and fucking party.
Yeah.
And so there's and that's the thing too, is like everyone's just there to have a good time. So there's like no drama.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like it's not like, I don't know if you've ever been to a concert where like people do moshes and stuff, whether it's like rap music.
Yeah.
They don't really have that. It's more just a vibe. Like you can
Right.
there are sections you can feel the crowd. You're like, okay, this is a little crowd where they might get a little crazy,
Yeah.
but for the most part, dude, like everyone's there just to listen to music, look cool, like look good as fuck, and like dress however the fuck they want, comfortable wherever they want, and just like live life pretty much for like a weekend, and just forget about all the fucked up shit that you have going on in your life, because that's all you can focus on. Like you're locked in there, you know, whatever bills weren't paid, whatever fucking nothing matters at that point. All it is like, I'm just gonna have fun this weekend, not think about anything.
Right.
And dude, it's so much fun. And like, and this time especially when I left, dude, I had so much like, I don't know what it's and someone sent it to me, but it's like when you go to a concert, you get an adrenaline rush. So leaving that, especially when you come from like a 4-day, you know, event.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah, it's not even like a concert. It's like, well, it's like multiple concerts, right, in a day, pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Like, and that's the thing too.
Performances.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like the money you spend. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but like the way I put it is like, for instance, when we went in 2019, we saw J Balvin, Bad Bunny, fucking Kid Cudi. Like, we saw all these big names.
Those are artists you could easily pay for like $500, $600
for one night,
one ticket. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the money we paid, we saw so many people,
Right.
and it's all up to you. There's no seating. It's like if you know Drake's coming on at 9 o'clock at night, you can go show up around 7. And before you know it, you're at the very front. Like, you're high-fiving the motherfucker. Like, it's all up to you.
Right.
But, dude, it's so worth it. I recommend anyone that's listening, you specifically, too. Like, I know you're into that shit. Like,
I've always wanted to go, bro. Specifically, honestly, for the outfits, bro. Because I see, like, everybody that goes to Coachella, they're always, like, fucking dressed super sick, bro. It's like, this is my outfit for day one Coachella.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason I want to go is to make a fucking TikTok, like, these are my fucking fits for Coachella.
See, and that's the thing, too, is, like, that's why a lot of people, they're like, oh, everyone goes to Coachella for that reason. But it's like, who fucking cares, like, if that's why you go? Like, it's not your money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, and everyone always is like, oh, like, the crowd, like, that's not my vibe. Like, I want, like, a more jumping. It's like, all right, then I guess it's not for you.
Right.
But, like I said, I'm not one to be like, no, you have to go. Like, you should go. I'm like, if what I'm telling you sounds cool, then go. If not, then don't go.
How many, like, celebrities did you, like, happen to see while you were there?
So,
I mean, do they just, like, walk around, like, just casually?
So, okay, so thank you for bringing that up. So, yes, they casually walk around, like, if they're just part of the crowd. But, dude, there's so many people.
Right.
Your head's on a swivel. Unless you're, like, looking at everyone's face, you're not going to see them. And on top of that, they're probably wearing either a face mask or a bandana. True. Not trying to hide, but just because it gets dusty, whatever.
Right.
But, bro, so when I ran into, Logan Paul and Jeff and Mike. I don't know if you know that whole little crew.
That's right.
Dude, I ran into them in the general admission bathrooms, in the porta potties.
Okay.
So I had to take a piss. My girl's like, I'm going to wait right here.
Okay.
Like, by the entrance. Mm-hmm. So I went to go use the restroom. I'm in line. I come back, and she's like, who's the guy that cuts hair? And I was like, she hangs out with David Dobrik, or he hangs out with David Dobrik. I'm like Jeff? She's like, yeah, I just saw him. He went to the restroom. So I'm like, and I fucking love that dude. Like, he seems so cool, so down to earth. So I was like, and I'm not a big, like, when I see celebrities, I'm like, I got to get a picture. Like, even if they're just famous, I'm not like, oh, I know they're famous. I don't really care for them, but I'm going to get a picture because everyone likes them. Like, I have to really, really be into them to be like, yo, let me get a pic.
Right.
Like, to bug them about it. And so I was like, let's wait, And we're kind of waiting a couple seconds, and she looks over, and she's like, oh, they're right there. And they were just standing in the corner. And I go up to him, and dude, and like, there's a guy standing there. And obviously, I get it. They're pretty well known. So they have, like, not security, but, like, their friends that kind of guard them, yeah. So I just went up to this guy and I was like, "Hey, bro, like, you think if it's cool if I like?" And I just be very respectful, not like, 100%. "Hey, let me get a pic." I just told this guy, I was like, "Hey, you think it's cool if I try to get a pic with Jeff?" He's like, "Oh, dude, hell yeah, come on, like, he's cool."
Oh yeah.
And I went and just like how I was brought up, with my parents, like, if someone's having a conversation, like, fucking wait, don't interrupt them. So there I was, like, just like waiting, like, and then I see him just kind of looking around, and I'm like, "Hey, Jeff, you think it'd be cool if I get a pic with you? Like, I'm a huge fan, man." He's like, "Oh, hell yeah, bro, let's get a pic." Dude, it was
super,
so
like, cool. About it, right?
Like, it was like he made me feel like he wanted a picture too. Like, he wasn't like, "Yeah, man, like, that's like, yeah, let's get a pic." Like, he was like, "Yeah, let's get a pic."
Yeah.
And got a pic with him, got a pic with Mike, and then I didn't even see Logan Paul. Like, I'm like, once again, I'm not like a big fan. I know of him. I listen to his podcast. I watch some of his videos, but like, not that big of a fan.
Right.
And I took a picture with him, and I was just about to leave, and I see him in the corner, all by himself, talking to a girl. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh shit, Logan Paul!" And I'm like, "I'll get a picture with him." So I walked up, and dude, this short, bald-headed, buff-ass dude, like, "Hey, not right now, bro." And I was like, "All right, cool, like, my bad." I was like,
spitting game.
Yeah, or not, I don't know. He was just kind of he was literally just sitting there with, like, yellow shades on, with a bucket hat, just looking straight, talking to this girl that's right here. And he's just like, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was kind of weird. And he might have been on something. Who knows?
Was probably fried, bro.
Yeah. And so the guy comes in, he's just like, he's like, "Hey, bro, not right now." And I was like, "All right, cool, like, my bad." And like, because I was so respectful, the guy was like, "Hey, I appreciate that."
Right.
Because I wasn't like, "No, man, like, come on, it's just a picture." I was just like, "All right, cool, I get it." Yeah. Once again, it wasn't a big deal. Like, the two I got pictures with was what mattered.
Right.
But it was just cool. Like, the person I watched on YouTube and listened to their podcast, how big they are. They go to these fights. They fight. He fought fucking Mayweather.
Literally, bro.
He's right there in front of me, like, from me to you. And I'm just like, all right, it's cool, man. And so I ran into them. I ran into a bunch of, like, David Dobrik's squad, all those guys, and they're really cool. Mm-hmm. I ran to David Dobrik. Actually bumped into me and my girl.
That's fucking sick.
He was walking with some girl, and she turned to look at me, and he bumped her shoulder. And then he turned around and was like, "Oh, my bad." And then she's like, reached out, and she, like, grabbed his arm, but, like, grabbed his sweater in a way, but not, like, pulled it, just kind of like, "Hey, it's..." And she couldn't say his name, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then he looks back, and he's like, "Oh hey, what's up?" But you could tell he was in a rush.
Right.
And I was like, I just let him keep going, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I just saw David Dobrik like walk right in front of me, and
crazy.
dude, the biggest fucking one I saw, Jared Leto.
You saw
the
Jared
fucking
Leto?
Joker. I'm telling you, from here to me and you. So he was walking down. So I gotta go back a little. So Sunday, the last day, we somehow snuck into VIP. There's beer gardens,
Okay.
and some are set for just VIP people. And there was a huge line, and the security guard was just like with a flashlight. He was just waving people through, like just go, like just show me your bracelet.
Yeah.
I didn't know he meant like show me your VIP bracelet, so I just put my hand, and he's like, all right, cool, you come in. So we got in, and I look at my girl, I was like, and I look, and it says like VIP beer garden. I was like, we're in VIP, and I'm like, and like, dude, but as soon as we go in, I'm like, I gotta take a piss,
Right.
like, and she's like, all right, let's go. So we're walking to the restroom, and we're going, and we're seeing, I saw Jared Leto, we saw Paris Hilton, and they're all just, dude, they're sitting like on the curb, they're sitting like they're in line to get a beer. Like, it's so fucking weird.
Like you're at the fairground and they're in the fucking beer garden waiting for a beer, right?
Or just walking. I'm like, oh my, but like, and I had to pee so bad. Yeah. I saw him and I was like, oh shit, Jared Leto. And I was like, all right, but where's the restrooms? Like, I just had to go pee. So we go pee. And then finally I'm like, all right, cool. So we come out, go get a beer. And then we go to the grassy lawn. We're just chilling there. Mm-hmm. And by then I'm like, oh shit, we're in VIP. Like, this is where all the famous people hang out. So dude, then I was like, my head's on a swivel. I'm like looking at everyone. We saw have you ever watched 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah.
You know Clay, the main guy?
Yeah.
He was sitting in front of us with his little group.
That's fucking dope, bro.
Dude, it was fucking crazy. And
yeah, I definitely gotta go to Coachella.
My girl was like, hey.
Like it's literally like a whole networking event almost, bro. Like
it really is.
Like imagine you get lucky and just manage to like spark an interesting conversation with like one of these guys, and then it's all of a sudden like, yo, hey, let's exchange numbers, let's exchange socials, and then boom, now you got a contact like that.
See, and I'm not good with like with doing that, especially with like famous people, or like even like famous YouTubers, or like social media like famous people.
I think the biggest thing with it is like treating them like they're normal people, bro. And I think and I'm not saying like I've met like a lot of like celebrities and shit, but I mean, I've met Floyd Mayweather too. I've met like Timothy Bradley. I've met Manny Pacquiao. These are people that are like, because I used to be a pro boxer, and like back in the day, like my boxing trainer, he still has like really good connections with like people in boxing. He grew up with Robert Garcia. He talks to the Diaz brothers like all the fucking time.
Yeah. And
every time I had pro fights, or even in the amateurs and shit, like we'd always go out there, and I'd literally be around like Shakur Stevenson, like Teofimo Lopez, like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, like all those dudes, bro. Like I was like around those dudes, like fucking growing up and shit. Like I was around all these kids. So I've been around like a lot of like fucking big name boxers and shit. And honestly, it was like at first, like when I was growing up, it was like kind of, obviously I was starstruck and I'd be super like nervous talking to them. But then after a while, it's like they're really just like normal people, you know what I mean? And
they really are.
Yeah, and I feel like they're more comfortable and they're more willing to kind of open up with people like that when you kind of treat them as such, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like I pride myself on the fact that like I can meet celebrities and not just be like, oh my god, like I can just talk to him like I'm talking to a friend. Like when I met Jeff, I was joking with him. I was like, because like I said, we met him in the porta potty area, and he's like, how'd you find us? And I was like, I was taking a piss, and my girl went to a porta potty and she walked in on you and she saw your dick, bro. Like, what's up with that? And he started laughing. He's like, no, she didn't. And I was like, I'm just kidding with you, dude. And he started laughing. And then he just recently came out with like hair product. So we took a picture, and I was like, bro, I've been telling my girl, like, like convince her to buy me some of your product. Like I've been trying to get. He's like, oh, bro. He's like, wait till the end of the year. Like I got some more stuff coming out. He's like, get some then. And I turned to my girl. I was like, babe, you hear that? I was like, you just got some new shit. I was like, fuck that. We're not paying rent. We're not paying the light. We're not paying the water. We got to save it for his product. And he starts laughing. And he's like, he's like, hell yeah. He's like, I like that. And like, it was cool because it wasn't like, that's just naturally me to just be funny with people, to make people laugh. I love that. Right. And the fact that I could do that with him, and it's cool to like people you see that are funny, to make them laugh. Yeah. It was really cool. And everyone was cool, dude. Like, but like I said, when I saw Jared Leto, for me, Jared Leto is like Illuminati famous. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you only see him in movies or on stage. You don't know what he does. You don't know, like, no one ever sees him in the wild.
I don't ever see paparazzi shit on that dude, like, ever.
Exactly. And I was like, like it's like it was like seeing like fucking fuck, what's his name from Fight Club?
Brad Pitt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much,
A-listers. I'm like, holy shit. Like the Joker's in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and I was still like, damn. But like, I was like, that's cool. And he walked by, and dude, girls were going crazy because like he had security in the front, security in the back, flashing lights like to move out the way so he could get to the exit.
Mm-hmm.
And people saw him, and they were like, oh my god, like, can I get a picture? I think he only took like 2 pictures of like these 2 girls. The first one, he was like, okay. The second one, dude, he turned around and kind of rolled his eyes, and he was like, all right.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and my girl wanted a picture, and I was like, babe, like, let's just let him be. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be, look
Those
at this.
people.
Yeah. So it was just cool enough, like, just seeing him walk in front of us. And he was just walking through the crowd looking for his group of people to hang out with.
It's cool to say, like, yo, I was around fucking Jared Leto.
Yeah, and then...
Like, I don't know anybody that's able to say that shit.
Yeah, and then, like I said, Paris Hilton. You know Paris Hilton.
Yeah, everybody does.
And you know what's crazy is, like, you see them...
What's that shit called? The night vision?
What?
The night vision fucking porn tape?
Yeah. Oh, I've watched it so many times. but like just seeing her, and that's another thing too, is like you think when you see these famous people, like they're gonna be glowing.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like if I just saw like another normal person. Mm-hmm. They don't look any different. They're just like, oh, that's a good looking guy. That's a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. That's it. And it's fucking crazy. Like, it was a trip, man. Like, I'm telling you, you definitely get your bang for your buck. Like, you get your money's worth.
It's definitely like the experience, right? That you're paying for.
The experience. The performers bring out people. So like the list, like you get a list of like, you know, Harry Styles performed, and then he ended up bringing out Justin Bieber. Like, I didn't sign up for Justin Bieber, but cool, I got to see Justin Bieber.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah, like whenever in 2019 when we went, Kid Cudi brought out fucking Kanye West.
Oh, that's right.
Yay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a Kanye ticket is probably easily $900, $500 for a front row seat.
Yeah, right now.
And they just pulled him out, and I was like, holy shit, Wiz Khalifa. Like, it was insane, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like I said, I'm not a culty person where I'm like, no, you have to go. Like, this is the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, I had a great experience. I think a lot of people would too. And if what I'm saying sounds interesting to you, then I think you should go.
Honestly, I really want to, bro, and I've always wanted to. I just had never kind of like pulled the trigger on it. But
if anything, I want more people to go, just because like whenever we go, it's just me and my girl. Right. We'll randomly run into people from Yuma or like friends she knows.
And see, that's why I never go, because my friend group, like, they're just never. I mean, they like to go and party and do shit like that, but they're not really much for like raves or festivals and shit like that. So
a lot of my friends too, they're like, nah, like that's too many days, too many people.
Nah, see, and I'd rather do that, bro. Like, I'd rather spend a weekend fucking like if I'm gonna go to fucking San Diego or fucking LA for a week. I mean, I went to LA for like 4 days the other week and spent like almost $2 racks.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
I saw you went to LA and so you spent $2
racks. I could go to Coachella and spend a fucking $1,000 and for like 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on top of the other expenses, of course. But it's like, you know, it's 100% worth it, I think. So I think I'm gonna start. How does that other one work? Can you only get that early access to start paying in February?
No, it starts in January.
Oh, in January?
Or June.
June?
I'll send you a message when it comes around that time, just so you get ready.
Bet.
Like I said, I have early access. So once you go one time, then following year, because your email's put in the system, they'll message you like, hey, do you want to go this year? This time, this date, get on and get your pass.
Okay.
So you don't have to like be nothing special. You don't have to pay nothing extra. It's just like you've gone before. Mm-hmm. They
let you know a little bit before everybody else.
But if it's your first time, you have to wait to a certain date, and then you get online, and it's not like buying like a Jordan. Mm-hmm. It's not like, oh, you got picked.
See, that's my biggest concern. Is it something that sells out in like a couple seconds, minutes? Because that's like my thing. Like, I want to fucking save up like $2 just for something I might not even be able to fucking get.
No, it'll sell out that first day, but like within that day, it's not like as soon as it comes out, it's like an hour later, it's like we're sold out. Like, it's not like that. Okay. Because there's no designated seats. There's no like.
That's right.
You know, B4 through B10. Like, you don't pick a seat. You just kind of get a pass, and then once you're in, you just do whatever you want. You sit, you stand wherever you want.
That's right. There's multiple stages, right?
Oh, there's 7, 8, maybe even more stages. There's
nuts,
mini
dude.
stages. There's big stages. There's indoor ones. There's outdoor ones. Like, dude, there's everything. And then on top of that, there's booths where you can get like Liquid IV had a booth. Shout out to Liquid IV.
Fucking nuts, for real.
You can just go and get packets of Liquid IV. They had I want to say Sweato, but it's not Sweato.
Like the Pedialyte.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had a little booth where you could get like a full-on Pedialyte bottles.
Okay.
Dude, like I'm telling you, it's the money you spend. It sounds like a lot when you say it, but when you get there, it's so fucking worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll tell you everything, black and white, like good, bad. I'm not gonna hide anything from you. Like, I want you to know what you're getting into. But like, you go and obviously a slice of pizza's $12. You know, fucking three chicken strips and like a little thing of fries.
Yeah.
Probably $10.
I think that's like every festival though, right?
And that's the thing.
I think like even
everyone knows
raves,
that.
like EDC. I think you go to EDC and you're easily spending
Concerts,
like
baseball games, a beer. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, yeah.
And
That's true, I guess.
but like I said, if you plan it out right, like you can pregame, and then once you get in there, if you're pretty lit, all you do is like you go have fun, go back to the beer garden, get like, you know, $1, $2, $12 drinks, and then just continue that, and then, you know, you're not allowed to bring other, you know, things, but you can easily get them in there,
Right.
and you just like it's so much fun, man.
That's cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to fucking go, bro. I definitely want to go. I've always wanted to go to a rave too, so I think EDCs for sure. Like next year, I'm gonna have to. I need to make that happen. Definitely let me know though when the Coachella tickets drop, because I'm down to get some next year.
Yeah, I
for
will.
sure.
After this last time, a lot of people were like, "Bro, like I want to go," and so they like I have like a list of people that are just like, "Yo, when it comes around, like remind me."
Mm-hmm.
Like I have one guy that wants to. He wants to go. He's been there before, but he wants to go, and we want to go in a group, and he wants to go to Airbnb.
Right.
But like, dude, the car camping is cool.
Right.
It's right there. You're like camping on the outside of the campground or the festival area.
Yeah.
It's walking distance. If you want, you can come back. Fucking and like my girl, I usually stay in the same outfit unless it gets cold at the end of the night. But like my girl, she'll have like 2 or 3 outfits throughout the day. So she'll go back to the car, change into another outfit to see whoever else, and I'm all about it, dude. Like it's all about the experience.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't want to ruin anything for her. She has her experience, I have mine, so it's so fucking cool.
Bro, I feel like I would be doing the same shit. I feel like I'd be changing like every fucking at least like maybe 3-4 times throughout the day.
And like the first time we went, I fucked up and I was like, okay, Friday, so and so's performing, so I'm gonna put this kind of outfit. This time, bro, I just threw in like 10 shirts, jerseys. I was like, I'll find something. I threw in all my pants, my
Because at the end of the
everything.
day, that's what fucking Coachella is, right? It's like everybody just throwing in just random fucking pieces together, and it looks fucking cool, bro. Like you see like random ass distress shit that you really wouldn't see somebody just wearing out and about in a normal fucking day, but
Exactly.
it's Coachella, so it's like, fuck yeah, that's sick. Like
Yeah, and I mean, you see people that just wear something that I'm wearing to girls wearing fucking, you know, tape on just their nipple
right,
and their ass out.
yeah,
And no one's like, oh, look at that whore, like look at that slut. Like no one's saying that. No one's like, look at that guy, like he looks gay. Like everyone just accepts everyone.
yeah,
And it's so like, and I get a little anxiety going up to the time, but once you get there and like that first performance, you're like, oh, it's just one big family. They're all there for the same reason,
right, 100%.
to look good, get some dope ass footage, and just enjoy the music and get fucked up.
Yeah. That's honestly mainly, and I feel like that's the main thing that I really want to go to is like, obviously like to see the experience, but I feel like I just really want to capture it, like, because I mean you've seen like the fucking videos and the vlogs and the pictures that I be taking, and it's like every time I go out, I feel like that's my problem sometimes though, is like when I go out, I feel like I focus too much sometimes on like the capturing it moment, that I don't always like, I'm not always in the fucking moment
Enjoying
when I'm
it,
experiencing it, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like I get so much more satisfaction of like when I get home and I piece together this video and I'm like, fuck, like this outcome to me was fucking that whole trip was fucking worth it. Like regardless of me missing out such and such because I was spending the whole fucking day filming or taking pictures. Regardless, like I don't give a fuck. That moment that I finish piecing up the video and shit, like I'm like, all right, it was fucking worth it. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm more of a like, and I try to document things or like take pictures and stuff. But luckily, my girl's more of that kind of person, so I know she'll do that side. And then
Always
I can enjoy
good to
it.
have one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. So I know I'm like, okay, she'll get video, she'll get photos. If there's something I really like, someone I really want to see, I'll pull my phone out. But for the most part, I kind of just you get so lost in the music and the atmosphere that you're just like, I don't, I'm tired of bringing my phone in and out. Like, someone will capture it, someone else will see it. Like, it's all good. Like, if it's my outfit, cool, I want pics. But like everything else, I don't need to record a concert. People have been to a concert, they get the idea of what it's like. I don't need to post like every fucking person I'm seeing.
100%.
And
yeah,
so-
because you definitely, I know I for sure fucking hate going on fucking on like Instagram and shit, and like, bro, this Bad Bunny concert that happened in like Phoenix, bro.
Half of Yuma was there. All 3 days.
Half of Arizona was there, bro. And all I would see is just like story after fucking story of just like the same song too. Like, bro, at least post a different song every story or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from. Like, I try to at least, like, when I'm filming and like recording and shit, I try to at least, like, I feel like most of my recording is more like B-roll.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like more of my vlogs and stuff, I wouldn't say they're like more of like your like typical vlogs where like it's like, all right, like literally gonna record everything that
what
I'm
are we doing here today? Yeah,
like voice and everything. I just kind of do like a little montage of like B-roll, like just little quick shots, you know, cinematic rolls and shit. I just feel like that it's easier to edit, and I mean it does pretty good on TikTok.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like I would record, like maybe we'd be walking up to like the main entrance. I just record my feet, panel up, get my girl, get the fucking the Ferris wheel, and then just put the phone away.
Yeah.
And then I'd see another thing, and I would just kind of like capture stuff.
Yeah.
And I would just kind of wave my phone around.
Yeah.
So then when I go back to editing, I'm like, okay, just cut that, you know.
That's
use
B-roll.
that clip. Yeah, B-roll, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Get little montages. I don't need like, all right, so today we're gonna see this. Like, who you looking forward to? Like, no, I don't need all that.
I feel like that's more for like. I mean, I feel like that's
more
cool.
vlog style.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely like if you're doing like a YouTube video type of thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're having like if you're doing a YouTube video, that's when like I think that type of vlog is kind of like necessary. Is like when you do like Nelk Boys, like their vlogs are sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I love their vlogs because they're just fucking like it'll just be like them just talking like throughout the fucking day, and then it'll switch into like a dope ass like little music highlight. It's like he kind of does like a little bit of they do a little bit of both, which is dope. But
like,
they have the following to pull those, you know, the views like that. But
not only that, but they have like the money to pay for people that are good
to
at
edit
doing
that shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing too, is you got to think about like people like us, like for instance this podcast. I do everything. Like I'm not bragging, but I'm saying like I don't have the money or the capability of hiring someone to. All I do is I come in, everything's set up. Holy fuck! I just remember we didn't even turn the fucking lights on.
I think we still look fucking
I'm gonna
funny.
turn them on right now. Hold on, give me a break. But I'm gonna say this. But no, I'm so fucking pissed, dude. I get so excited about this shit. But like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have someone to be in the back watching the camera, you know, checking the audio levels, make sure the lighting looks good. Like, I don't have that capability.
Right.
And it's the same thing when you make a vlog. Like, if you're doing all that, you got to remember, like, as you're filming this stuff, can I edit it later? Is this gonna be worth it? Unlike us, we have to film every second to capture a good 5 seconds to put into a montage or like some B-roll. People like that, they can make vlogs because all they have to do is be in front of the camera. The person behind is recording, someone else is editing. They go and just have fun.
And they usually got like 3 people with them recording too.
Different angles. Someone taking pictures, someone taking video.
Yeah.
Someone, all right, go to this stage and get some footage of that. They have people to spread out. I don't have that, so I'm like, okay, I'm working with what I got. So when it comes to that stuff like vlogging, like I would love to, and I know it's totally possible. I'm just being probably lazy, but it also it's like it's not.
It's time consuming. 100%.
Yeah, it's not, and especially when you go to something like that, like Coachella, like a festival,
bro. And that's I think like
you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest hassle. Like I could vlog
Keep
with
talking,
this
I'm gonna
phone.
turn lights on.
Got you. I could for sure like vlog on this shit all day because it's like, I mean, it shoots 4K, it's 60 FPS, and like it's light as fuck. I could slap this bitch on a Joby, and I'll easily be walking around, fucking. Everywhere, and it's really not that light, and I could easily just take it off, put it back in my pocket, and that's it. But like my camera, like my actual camera, bro, like I can't, I just can't be fucking walking around in a festival and shit filming with that. Like my arms just fucking get tired, bro. Like I can't do it, and it's just a hassle, bro. Like especially like if you're not always recording constantly, like you gotta keep taking it down and putting it back up, or you know turning it off, taking it back off again. You know, it's bad annoying, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. But fucking yeah, so like I said, once again, if anyone listening, I'm not telling you need to go. I'm just saying if what I'm saying sounds appealing to you, then you know, go one time and see how it is. And like I've talked to other people and they're just like, I don't know, I don't like the crowds. I'm like, all right, then it's not for you. Like I'm not gonna tell you anymore. You know what happened?
You saw sniffing his ass.
Oh, dude, that's his girl right there. That's how they came out with other fucking babies.
Oh, that's right. These ones are which one's a boy? This one?
Yeah. And Papi and Bonita. But so if you guys are seeing like this little cord, obviously,
yeah, I have I'm vlogging right now, or not vlogging. I'm actually
TikTok live.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok live.
Can they hear you and everything? Everything good?
Yeah, I think they can hear me. I actually haven't even checked the fucking
No, you good. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, what's your TikTok?
It's
Dapper?
Dapper After Dark. Yeah, just like all the other socials on like Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, bro, that shit.
You're very active on there, by the way. Good job with that.
Thank you, bro. Honestly, I was like fucking posting like consistently like crazy, and then out of nowhere, just that one TikTok video that I had a couple that blew up and they did really well, and then I jumped to like 7K and I just kind of plateaued there for a bit. And then I just had like a recent video that like hit like that bartending one. I hit like 8 mil, and then I had like a couple other ones after that hit like 50, 60, 80, a couple like one hit like 200, and it was just dope as fuck. Cause like after that, like it was raw. I think everybody was just waiting for me to get out of a relationship, bro, straight up. Cause it was nothing but girls. Like I look at,
I would see the comments,
dude. Like I look at the fucking. It's crazy because I could see. I have my shit set up as like a business one, I think. So as a creator, so like when I go, I can see the analytics on my post. So I
have that on Instagram. Yeah, I don't know. You can do that on TikTok.
On TikTok, you can do it too.
I need to do that with mine then, because then that'll make me want to post more.
So I think once you hit like a certain, or actually, no, I'm pretty sure you can do it without hitting 1,000 followers. But I think you can do it. I think you just have to set it to like a business profile. Because
I was saying Instagram, you don't have to have like anything. You can literally make an account, and it's like, is this a business account or a personal? Right. Once you make it business, then from then they give you analytics.
Show you the analytics, right?
So
I think it's the same thing for TikTok. Yeah, I think it should be the same. When I did that shit, bro, when I looked at the analytics, it was like, bro, my traffic is like 70% women and like fucking the other 30% is men. And then I'm pretty sure like 20% of those men are gay. Cause like you've seen those comments too, bro. Like it's fucking nuts, dude. Yeah. Dude, when I did that fake OnlyFans post on my Instagram,
dude, you got me. I went on OnlyFans, started looking you up. I was like, Dapper After Dark, Dapper.
Yo,
Cesar Partida. I was like, where the fuck is this guy?
That shit had like 60.
I gotta support the homie.
Yo, appreciate that, bro. That shit was nuts though, cause 60 sticker taps, bro. I was like, yo. 60 sticker taps. If I would have had this shit at like fucking $10 a fucking month, that's a fucking check right there, bro. I was like, fuck. Maybe I'm gonna start posting my dick prints, bro. I just might, bro. Honestly, I swear to God,
dude. Yeah, I was actually. I like that you brought that up because that was another question I had. Like you said it last podcast we did. If you guys go check out episode, I want to say 57 or 50. Oh, it's 58. It was me, you, and Alan, and you talked about that. And you pretty much said it. You know, you post mainly thirst traps.
Yeah, bro.
Which is totally cool. I like that you own up to it. And you're not just like, no, I do a little of this. Like, you know, you're like, I fucking do thirst traps.
Yeah, I do, bro. Because it's like at the end of the day, it's what does content, bro. Like, or what does like more engagement, views, and
it's
all
its own
that
category.
Shit. Yeah, because and I don't honestly, it's cringe as fuck. Like I know it is, but when I post like my outfit videos and all the other shit that I would really rather be posting. They do okay, but they don't do as well as when I fucking post like a split second post of my fucking dick print. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just the fucking market that does well. And then like when I post like toxic shit too, like not mistreating women, but like saying
relatable shit.
Yeah, relatable shit that like other people out there that are dealing with in toxic relationships, you know. But I'm the toxic end of it. You know what I mean? That does well for some reason too. Don't know why. Like I don't want people thinking I'm a toxic ass dude, but that's just what fucking does well on that platform, you know? And again, I'm not using it to the point to where like I want people to think I'm a piece of shit. I want it to get to the point where I get it to a following to where at some point I can use that following to do something else, like sell merch, sell fucking a product, you know, do other shit with it, you know?
No, you're very transparent on there as far as like I've seen some where you say, you know, like you talk about, you make like a TikTok about, you know, maybe something like, you know, you're with a girl and like she gets a text from a guy and like as a lot of people will be like, yo, you fucked, like that's fucked up, like how you gonna do that to a boy, like another guy, like but it's like, bro, like you're like, yo, this is just who I am. Like, yeah, it seems fucked up, but it's like we all do it.
Yeah, like
I'm just more open about it. And there's like, and there's some TikToks where it'll be like a duet where this girl's like, you know, getting text from your side piece, like a girl, you know, getting text from your side piece while your man's right next to you, and everyone's like, that girl's a hoe, like, and all the girls are getting mad at her. It's like, bro, like you do it too, but she's just more open about it,
right?
Like, and everyone, and it's like I said, it's relatable. So then a lot of these fucking, I just don't want them to knock over the camera.
Hey. Nah, they're good.
Nah, dude, I'll fucking. PETA will call me right now if I beat. No, I'm just kidding. They're little shits, dude. No, but yeah, so like I respect that and like I totally get it, man. It's like, yeah, like dude, like sometimes you post some stuff about like, you know, you're doing this with your girl while she's doing this in my DMs, and I'm like, I look at my girl, I'm like, you better not fucking do it. And Cesar's fucking DMs right now. I swear to fucking God. Sometimes I want to call and be like, yo, my girl's on here, all right, bro? What? No, I'm just kidding. But I respect that, dude. Like, you're just being true to yourself. You're being real. And a lot of people are gonna hate on it, but a lot of people they're gonna hate on it, but they're gonna be like, man, he's got a point. Like, I do that too.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is that people do hate on it, bro. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm just posting shit that people just don't. They're not open about, but like they do it every fucking day, bro. It's like, and the reason that like I'm so open about it and transparent and I don't really hide it is because I feel like a lot of days nowadays, like girls try to like place like sometimes like themselves on this pedestal of like, oh, only men are toxic, only men ain't shit, like this and that. But like it goes both ways. Like there's a lot of like women out there that really aren't shit too. So it's like bro, it's funny because I was with my boy, right, one of my homies. I'm not gonna say his name, I'm not put him out there like that, but like we're going through each other's DMs, right? Like we're just showing each other, bro, because like we're both pretty good looking dude. We get pretty good like, you know, views and shit on social media,
comments.
So we got like curious one day and we're like, yo, like let's fucking show each other our phones, and bro, just DMs after DMs of like delivered, but it's like the same girls in both of our DMs, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because it's like, yo, like it's like, but they'll obviously play the part. And like if I were to ask her like, yo, how many dudes you got in your DMs? Oh, I'm just talking to you. That's like 100%
a lie.
Yeah, like that's always a lie. It's always a lie, bro. That's the thing, bro. That's why like I'm 100% like transparent about it, is because like at the end of the day, it's like I am who I am. And I'm just sharing shit that like other people have experienced. And sometimes, bro, like people sometimes take my TikToks a little bit too personal. Like I get some of my exes, bro, that be coming at my neck, bro. They're like, yo, why the fuck are you saying this? Why are you saying that? I'm like, bro, I'm honestly literally just copying and pasting like a caption I saw at another TikTok, and I'm just like rewording it in a different little way, you know, to just kind of make it similar. Like, but I'm just not trying to steal the content 100% from that person. Yeah. But like sometimes it's literally nothing to even do with me, but people will be like hitting my DM. Bro, I had one dude fucking threaten my family because like he was fucking like saying like, oh, you're a fucking little TikToker bitch, like this and that. I'm like, bro, he was claiming he knew where I lived and shit. And I was like, bro, you know where I live? Like, pull up. Like that. Just pull up. Yeah. Like, bro, but it's just funny as fuck because like people do hate on it. People are always like, I'll have people sliding in the DMs all the time like, yo, this is cringe, yo, this is but it's funny, bro, because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, not everybody is gonna fucking like what you do. Oh, you know, definitely. I get those guys talking shit in my DMs, but at the same time, like I said, you know, I also have like their girls, or they're mad because like they're fucking, you know, people that they're trying to get at are in my DMs or in my likes, and they're just fucking pressed about it, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't give a fuck, bro. It's like I said, it's just when I started doing it, I did it with that mentality of like, you can't care about what anybody else thinks, because that's everyone's gonna like what you're posting. Exactly. And I feel like that would be like the number one mistake that I would have done, bro, is if I would have started listening, bro, because I'm telling you, I was out and about at a bar one day. I was like at Fats. I was actually with Alan. And we pulled up, right? And we pulled up to the table with these chicks, right? That we normally would hang out with. They're cool as fuck. I'm cool with all of them still. But one of them one day just like comes up to me and she's like, we came up to them, and she randomly tells me like, yo, like your TikToks are cool and all, but like they're cringe as fuck. And I'm like, dope. Like I don't give a fuck. But she was still liking the TikTok. So it's like, how are you gonna be talking shit about my content, but like you still keep up with it? You know what I mean? Like you still look at my stories, you still watch my shit. Like it was just very, very like, it's just like hypocritical like of people out there like to say shit like that, but they're always the first ones to go and watch my shit, bro. Yeah. It's like I know that there's a lot of people out there that probably like hate on it and talk shit, but it's like it's like we just said, like not everybody's gonna, you know, appeal to it. But again, you know, eventually it's gonna stop being cringe once I get that following to where I can start like, I'm gonna start steering away towards the fucking like thirst traps and shit, and I'm gonna just focus more on like the fashion side of everything and shit. Yeah. But that content, I mean, it's starting to do a lot better now, you know, but again, it only does good if I fucking like maybe peek a fucking dick print in there or some shit. Yeah. It's fucking nuts, bro.
You never thought about doing an OnlyFans though?
Bro,
like being serious though.
No, yeah, I've honestly thought about it multiple times. I didn't do it recently because I was in a relationship, but now that I'm out of one, I've actually like really been contemplating it. And I did that OnlyFans sticker thing as a joke because I wanted to see how many people would actually, tap on it.
Yeah.
And when I checked the analytics, I saw that there was 60 people that tapped on it, and I was like, yo, like 60 people is not a lot, but 60 people paying me like $10 a month is
$600.
That's not fucking bad at all.
Wait, is that
like,
the right math?
I think so. I don't know. I'm not. I hope it is. I'm an idiot at math.
Dude, I am so dumb.
Yo, me too. I'm fucking going along with it, bro. I hope it. $600 is good enough for me, though.
Even if it's more, like, but $600 a month, like, on the side, just for, like, showing your dick print, not even actually showing it.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
And it's the same thing, like, similar to, like, girls that have just, showing feet pics.
Yeah.
Like, I've told my girls, like, if you want to do feet pics, like, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking do it. Like, it's
get
good
the fucking
money.
bag.
Dude, it's huge. Like just and that's the thing too, is like with feet, like just fetishes in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of those things where you hear about these different fetishes, and it can be anything. It's like the weirdest shit. Like not just feet. Like it could be like people get off just maybe having sex while they play with their dogs. Like just weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I'm no one to judge. Like I know I have my weird things,
To
but
each
like
their own, right?
yeah. But like when I hear these extreme things, obviously I'm like, how do you get off with that? But at the same time, it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, to each your own. But little side note, I always thought it said to each or to eat his own. I didn't know it was to each their own. Like each person
You
has
thought
their
it was
own
to eat his own?
to eat his own. Like
Wait, yeah. Like till right now, you thought that?
no, like up until like maybe like a year or two ago. Same thing with like Alzheimer's. I thought it was called old timers.
Dude, me too.
Because only old people get it. Like they should just change the name to old timers.
I thought it was old timers for the fattest minute too.
So like I'd be like on Google like what is old timers, and it'd be like, do you mean what is Alzheimer's? I'm like, the fuck is Alzheimer's? What the fuck? ALZ fucking HEIMERS? Like whatever the fuck.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is sickness?
yeah. But yeah, dude, those fetishes are fucking weird. But like, I've always thought, like, with like, for instance, like feet fetishes, like just in general. I think people that have fetishes to feet are fucking lucky, because like someone that gets off to just
feet, right?
Bro, just go to the beach and have a fucking day where like it's similar to like if me and you just see titties out or like pussy or like an ass hanging out. It's like you can just go to the beach and you could just see feet. I know it's fucked up in a way, but if that's your thing, like, bro, you got it easy.
You
if
honestly
that's what
do.
gets you going.
100%, bro. Like, just imagine the people that have like. It's true though. Like those people that really do have like, dude. Now I'm fucking. Now you got me like thinking, bro. Like how many fucking people out there really like just be looking at feet while they're out in the fucking beach and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. like you see those videos where like people like secretly take picture of people's feet and the flash goes off. They're just like trying to take a picture of a girl's feet and they like the flash goes off and everyone in the room's like, hey, what the fuck was that? Like, oh, nothing. But it's like. It's just like, dude, fetishes kind of drive me. Like, it's like I said, it's one of those things where I don't judge anyone.
Right.
But, like, sometimes I'm just like, really? That's what works for you?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know, bro. Like I said, everybody's different, bro. But, like, with me, dude, like, I definitely can't have just, like, regular sex, bro. Like, I can't. Like, I gotta fucking
like
use,
doggy missionary and, like, done?
Yeah, that's cool, too. But, I mean, like, I gotta use, like, fucking toys and shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta fucking, like, I gotta tie her up. Like, I gotta fucking, like, that's just me personally, though. Like, that's my, like, fetish. Like, that's the way I fucking get off. Like the other, obviously, the regular sex is cool. Like, I can, but.
It's a good little start.
Yeah, but the other shit, like, that's just, like, I don't know. It's just, like, I want to have a fucking red room one day, bro, like, type shit.
Like, what's that one movie? Fucking, like what was it? Black?
The fucking 50 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Like, you want something like that?
Bro, like, literally like that. Honestly,
yeah.
like, one day when I have my own fucking house, because I don't really care to have kids one day, but, like, if I don't have kids, I'm probably going to have a fucking red room, bro.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'll literally have a fucking red room, and it's gonna be locked, bro. Like family chat
With a bowl with like 4 fucking locks going up and down the door. The kids are just gonna like, I'm gonna go get something from the pantry. Get out of the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's not the fucking pantry. Get the fuck out of there. That's not a guest room. Yeah, bro.
No, dude, that's fucking dope. Like, are you into like I mean, if you don't, if you
I don't mind
answer,
sharing.
you don't have to. Have you been with a girl that like wants some crazy shit where it kind of makes you second guess?
Um,
Like something that like maybe some girl that wants to get punched in the face.
dude,
Like I understand choking. I've even seen where like, or I've like hooked up with a girl where like she wants me to like punch her in the stomach a little bit,
dude.
And I'm like,
yes.
and I'm just like, and she's like, no, fucking hit me.
Yeah, bro. No, like it's
But
fucking
dude, like this bitch want a black eye when we're done.
dude, like, cause don't get me wrong, like I like doing that shit, but I'm also like very like considerate of the girl, and I don't want to like, you know, like obviously push the limits, and I want to make sure that she's comfortable the entire time, and I'm not pushing any boundaries. So like when I do certain shit like that, like say I fucking choke a girl, I'm not like I'm just fucking pressuring the neck, like I'm not even doing anything. But like I've had girls that literally like tell me like they'll grab my fucking like hands and like
show you how
like,
strong,
yo,
how tight
like
they
I
want
don't
it.
want to fucking breathe type shit, bro. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck,
Dude, when I was in Colorado, there was this one chick that wanted me to choke her out. She was like, whenever you see my eyes roll back, then you can stop.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
dude,
like,
yes, bro, yes. Said that, yeah, same here, bro. When I had that kind of experience, bro, I was mind blown, dude. I was like, she literally told me like, don't worry, like I'm not gonna pass out. But she was passing the fuck out, bro. But like it's fucking nuts, bro. Like it's ridiculous. And then one time I had a girl like, and I was fucking, you know, I was smashing it and I slapped her, and then she told me harder. So I slapped her a little bit harder, and she told me harder, and I was like, bro, I feel like if I snap you like actually any harder, like I don't want to knock you the fuck out. I think at that point, like it's rape. Like I don't know how that works. Like
you're just like girl, like I don't want to fucking give you a bloody nose. She's like, that's what I want.
Nah,
I want
bro.
I want to bleed out of my nose.
Yeah, and some people like that shit, but like the last thing I want to do is like end up on fucking like social media for abuse or some shit. Like I'm just like trying, because there's weird people like that, bro. It's like I just don't want to end up on that situation. But like I've had people come across like that where they're literally tell me like, no, like slap me hard as fuck, and I'm like, yo. You trying to play with that little toy? I'm gonna move this.
Get down. No, dude. Like there was what's his name? The pitcher from the Dodgers. Is it? What's his name? I don't want to say the wrong name and say some fucked up shit. But there was a pitcher from the Dodgers, probably like a season ago, and he got in trouble because he got with a girl that was like freaky. Like she wanted to get punched in the ribs, all this stuff. And then obviously a couple days later, like she's like, he hit me when we were having sex, and he's just like. He luckily got away with it because he had text saying like the girl was like planning like I like this,
right.
And it still looked fucking wrong. Like everyone was like, even if the girl asked her, like you shouldn't do that. It's like, but you don't know. Like when you're in that moment,
it's
and like you know that this is a thing that's gonna make her like go above that line. Then fucking like if she says it. And you're like, no, I don't know. And she's like, fucking do it, pussy.
Yeah, dude. I think that's the part that always gets you. And they know it, too. Like,
I can't let a girl degrade me.
Like,
talk down on me.
And tell me why they always call you a pussy in that moment. They always do a pussy.
You're a little bitch. Hit me.
Yeah, I'm like, say less.
You're just like, pop, pop, pop. She's like, oh, fuck.
Fucking dropping elbows.
Dude, and it's so fucked up. And it's like, we're not like saying like it's okay to hit girls. But there's girls. And that's the thing. Is a lot of people are like, oh, I would never, like, a lot of people are like, no, like, there's no one like, dude, there's way more people out there like that than you guys would think.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Like, and it's fucking scary because, and especially, like, going in as a guy, we know that whenever shit hits the fan and they call the cops, we're always going to be the bad guys. No matter
100%.
She could have a black eye, and I could be like, yo, she asked for it. She texted me. She sent me video of the thing she liked, all this stuff. And, like, they're like, yeah, but you hit a girl. Like, it's fucked up. Like, or vice versa. Girl hit a guy. Same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're in that moment and like you realize like, oh fuck, like I'm fucked tonight. Like this, like if I don't give this to her, then she's gonna call me a pussy, and I'm probably never gonna have a chance ever again. Or
bro,
get this.
And I get that, cause I've had girls like literally send me like pictures like the next day, you know, like bro, like their legs are fucking bruised up, like they literally look like they just fucking rolled down a hill or something.
Like a handprint on their neck.
Bro, yeah. Well, that one girl that like had me fucking choking her the fuck out, she fucking had like my handprint on her neck. But it wasn't like super crazy like that, but like it was there for like a couple hours, and I was just like, yo, like it looks crazy as fuck. Like if I saw that shit and I was like her friend or her fucking mom or some shit, I'd probably be like, yo, I'm gonna call the cops on whoever.
Yeah, it's not a hickey, it's a full on handprint.
Yeah,
like you clearly see they got choked.
100%, bro. So like I'd be fucking like aware, like not aware, but like I'd be, what's that word? The word I'm looking for, like worried, I guess. Yeah, I'd be like worried too. Yeah. Like if I fucking saw some chick with the fucking handprint on her neck.
Like, you good?
Yeah, bro. It's like it's definitely like a hard line right there when it comes to like those types of kinks, bro. Because it's like you never really know like how far to fucking actually take it, dude.
Yeah, how far is too far?
Yeah, like exactly. Well, see, no, that's when you know, because that's how you see. That's my thing. Like I had never actually. I feel like I've never had to go to that point where I've had to use one, but that's why safe words exist.
Oh, okay.
That's why you gotta have a safe word, bro. Like if you're getting into like crazy shit like that, you gotta have a safe word.
Yeah,
you just got to.
Yeah, that does really work, and it has to be something fucking like something you would never say like while you're having sex. Like it has to be like.
Yep. It does. It has to be it just can't be anything that's gonna motivate the person to just, all right, fuck it. Like I'm gonna keep going to town. Like fuck.
Yeah,
no.
like it can't be something that could be misconstrued to something else. Like it can't be water bottle.
Bro, I always
because you're like, I don't know if you meant water bottle, like you wanted me to take a break and stop, or like water bottle, like
or like you wet as a water bottle, right?
Like it has to be like fucking like poodle.
Yeah.
Like poodle, and it's like, all right, okay, that's the word I need. That's when I'm going too far.
Right.
That's the thing. You got to plan it out properly.
Yeah, and then there's like I always fucking like to use fucking what's his name's. If I ever do use it, I'm gonna use Kevin Hart's fucking pineapples.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Pineapple's a good one too.
I think pineapple's a perfect one.
Fucking, I remember the one thing that I remember that like really sticks out of my mind is this one girl was going down on me, and she started like, we should go into slob tops.
Oh, dude, let's do it.
So there's a new segment that we came up with when I had you and Alana on, and they gave me the idea to come up with sloppy topics or slop topics.
That's right.
And I was like, let's call it slob tops, which
Okay.
is sloppy topics. We just talk about like the raunchiest, dirtiest shit. So I'm gonna go into it right now. So this is I guess we kind of jumped. I think we could have started way back then, but
Yeah.
this was one for me that I was like, whoa. It was so this girl was like going down on me, and started licking my nuts and stuff, and started going into my cooch, my taint area.
Okay.
Cooch, the fuck, my taint area.
Yeah.
You know the part between your balls and your
gooch?
butthole?
Yeah, it's called the gooch.
The gooch. Yeah, I said gooch. I have.
Good thing I didn't say that.
I have
TikTok
big
would have
balls.
dragged me, bro.
I have big balls, vagina, and then butthole. But no, yeah, in the gooch area, and then like she kind of like she's like down there, and she kind of like pulls it to the side, and she looks up. She's like, "Have you ever had your ass eaten?" And I was like, and dude, I swear to you, I was like, as a little kid, she was like this, and I'm laying back, and I just look up, and I'm like, no, like don't, like I closed my legs, but I was like, no, like I just wasn't ready, and it came out of nowhere. Maybe if we had talked about it or like sexted about it, then I could mentally prepare, like, okay, this girl wants to eat my ass at some point. It may happen. If she starts getting down there, okay, she's probably gonna eat my ass. But no, like she's, down there looking at my balls, sucking on it, and then like at some point she's like, luckily, thank you to her, but like she kind of pulled it to the side and she was like, would you mind if I like ate your ass? Have you ever had that before? And like I said, like a little kid, I just like closed my legs and I was like, I pushed her head back. I was like, oh no, like I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yo, I'm fucking dead.
And that was and like, and I mean, I've had it like after the fact, like years later, but like I remember like at that time I was like, this was like the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. I was like, I'm not gay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like, what if I like it, you know what I'm saying? And like, then you find out years later, like, that's totally fine. Like, that's like a thing. Like, it's fine. Like, it doesn't make you gay. Like, some of the top porn stars, like the hottest fucking dudes.
bro, fucking Johnny Sins does it all the fucking time.
Yeah, dude. But it's so weird. Like,
It's weird watching it though, for sure.
it's just like a guy bent over.
his ass
Like, he's in the same, like his body posture is the same as you would to a girl, but it's the guy, and she's like jerking him from the front while eating his ass and like tonguing it, like tongue punching it. And it's like, it kind of like, I'm like, I don't know if I like this anymore. Or I just like skip ahead to the part where he does it to her. Because it's still weird, like seeing a guy's butthole. Like, even if they're like
eating, bro. Like, even if you're not gay, like, it just is not.
Like, and I totally get it. Girls poop too, but it's just something about a guy's asshole. Like,
Yeah,
we're just like not dirtier, but like we just do like manlier shit to it. Like, we know like shit builds up in there. If you haven't showered before you did this, and you're gonna get some shit.
Like, if you ain't used dude wipes, bro, like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just no way. It's fucking funny as fuck, bro. I don't even know what my fucking raunchiest fucking thing. I think the craziest thing I did was I had an ex that I had a threesome with her best friend, and I think that's probably like the craziest shit I fucking.
I think a threesome is only crazy when it's your girlfriend, like you're dating this girl and like you've been in a relationship with her, and I love you and everything, and then she just brings in someone else. But like if it's just two random girls, like if they're best friends and they hook up with you, like it's not weird. Like,
Really?
Then it's cool. But I think it's a little weird whenever you're in a relationship and she wants to bring someone else, then it's like, are you sure this is okay? Like, obviously it's cool with me.
Yeah.
But like when she brings in someone else, like, are you sure? Like, what if, you know, at some point something snaps in your head and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how can
It definitely did end up becoming. It definitely did end up becoming a fucking issue, bro. Like it did. It definitely did not go as I planned. To be honest, like it was not the best fucking experience for a threesome, 100%.
Like, and then like I'm pretty sure later on down the road when you guys are hooking up, like you're just like, babe, eat my ass like you did that one time. She's like, that wasn't me, that was my friend. You're like, well, you can't do it either. Like, why not? And then that's when it becomes a fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want her now? Only her? It's like you wanted this.
I think that's a problem in them too. Is like you never know like who you're fucking paying attention to more. Obviously, like in those situations, like I was with that girl, so obviously like I gotta give more attention to her. It's like you gotta make sure that it's like that person is the only person you're kind of really giving mainly the attention to, unless it's like some Lena the Plug and Adam 22 shit where it's like, no, like I'm gonna just fully fuck this chick in front of you. But like I don't know any girl that's like that. But
yeah, I don't even know. Like that's why I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't see myself going past me and two other girls. I can't bring a third one in, or like at that point, like what do I do?
Bro, I've been in an orgy before.
No fucking way.
Like it was me and one of my boys and like 4 other girls, bro. I think it was like 3. I think it was 3 girls.
3 girls and 3 guys, or
no, 3 girls and yeah, 3 girls and me and my boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was fucking dope, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking one of the fucking craziest and best experiences ever. Like
I can only imagine, but like but it's a homie though. Not
yeah, no, it was a homie. Like it's one of my best friends. Like it fucking like that shit. It was crazy.
See, I don't know if I could ever do that, just because I don't know what's more acceptable for me as far as like would I rather it be my best friend or some random ass dude?
Nah, it for sure has to be your best friend, bro.
But that's so weird because then you're hanging out with them constantly.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing, bro. I feel like I can't show my dick to a random dude, but like I feel like if it's my boy, like it's like my brother type shit. Like I don't know, like I could fucking whip my dick out and fucking change in front of him and it'd be fucking normal or whatever, or like fuck a girl in front of him and it's normal. Like I mean, I like I said, I did it and it was honestly like I feel like that's a seal the deal to fucking brothership right there. It's like
that really is. Yeah,
I feel like that's like
it's like first it's Eskimo brothers.
Yeah,
like where you fuck the same girl like on a different night. Like you fuck a girl and then he fucks that same girl like another time.
Yeah,
but it's another when it's like you two and this one girl
and you're
just like Eiffel telling her.
Yeah,
Eiffel telling her. Yeah, or like roasting a pig. I've heard that one. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, bro.
Roasting a pig.
That one. I feel like that one
bad.
Sounds so degrading, bro.
It's like like dick in the back and then also one in the mouth. And it's just like
fucking rotisserie.
Dude, that's the thing is like girls always want to like guys get like we get it too. Like we're the same way. Like we don't want to be treated a certain way, but like when it comes down to it, like girls want to be like treated like trash. Guys sometimes like talk down on me. Like have you seen those videos where like girls will, like a guy will just lay there butt ass naked and the girls just kick him in the balls multiple times, like he wants to be told that he's a little bitch and that like he's not worth like
guys have kinks for that, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
It's weird, but yeah, it's fucking
it goes both ways.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, it's even just in general, like it's like I don't fucking know why it fucking works that way, bro. It's literally fucking crazy. Like I literally can't fathom what like that shit, because like I literally see those videos and it's girls like literally just straight degrading these dudes, like calling them fucking ugly ass like fat pieces of shit, like and these dudes are getting off to it, bro. I'm like, how are you fucking nutting right now to being called a fat piece of shit? Like what the fuck,
dude? Like sometimes like I'll just be like jerking it and then like when they start calling like a pussy, I'll just like stop and be like, dude, come on, don't let her say that to me. Like it kind of ruins it for me, but like they're totally cool with it. Like I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, bro, you ain't a bitch. Come on, dude. Like stick up for yourself. It's just bullying at this point.
Or those videos where it's like the girls like, bro, have you seen like those like the little kids, but they have like fucking like the 9-inch dicks, like one of his names.
Whoa,
like
what?
Like
what?
Juan. Yeah, bro. It's like
you said little kids.
Not little kids, but they look like they're small. Like
young,
like they do the role plays of like being like the kid, like with the fucking
stepmom.
Like, the stepmom
or
and shit.
aunt. Yeah.
Like one of them was like Juan, like Juan or some shit. He's like I'm telling you, he looks like a little fucking kid. Bro.
I've seen one. There's a white boy. He always, for some reason, he always wears a sweatband around his forearm. Some white boy, and dude, this guy looks like he's maybe like 15, maybe in high school still.
And it's nuts.
Got a big old dick.
Yeah, bro. But it's fucking crazy because you see how they get treated in porn. Like like they're literally picking him up and they're fucking him, and it's like, yo, what what guys out there like watching this shit, bro?
I've seen one where like this guy, he looks like a young kid. It's probably the same white boy that I was talking about, and he's fucking this like bodybuilder looking chick, and like they're making out, and midway she picks him up, flips him upside down, and they're 69ing standing up. She's standing,
he's in the
he's
air, right?
upside down, and he's like just like she's holding me, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit's fucking mad degrading, bro. I'm like, yo, but like I said, it's like we said, to each their own. There's some people that just fucking get off to that type of shit, bro. Like,
being on TikTok, obviously with all your thirst traps and stuff, have you had DMs of girls that have OnlyFans that want you to participate in their videos and they want to give you a cut or something?
Yeah, I've had like 3 or 4 girls like fucking like message me and like, yo, like, would you be down to make content? And I'm like, yeah, no, because like they just assume that I make content on the side because of the shit I post.
Yeah, but
no, I actually had one girl that like she hit me up. She did OnlyFans, but I don't really think she was hitting me up for content. I was hoping it wasn't for content anyway. She hit me up to smash, but I don't know if it was for content or not. It would have made sense though. I just kind of assume that every girl that has an OnlyFans that hits you up, I'm assuming they just want to make content. Honestly.
Yeah, to help themselves out.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's like when it comes to that, obviously not every girl that's in OnlyFans is looking to just fucking make content with every dude they talk to. But the girls that were like sliding up on my DMs and were like messaging me first, like approaching me, like, you know, trying to link up and shit. I'm pretty sure those were in the looks of probably just trying to make content.
I think I
wouldn't mind though.
Yeah, like, but see, like the only limit I would have when it comes to like, okay, like I'll help you out with your content. If it was just like from my waist down,
that's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna show my face
of like me fucking her from behind, like, or her giving me head, but like, you know, obviously I have tattoos, so people are like, yeah, that's Jordan. Yeah, I know that fucking tattoo. You know,
100%.
But like, so like, if I'm just like, if all she needs is like that for that frame, right, I'm all game. Like, that's cool. Like, I'm here to help out, and then give me a little cut. Like, I'm down.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you know?
And because she's for sure gonna make a couple racks off of that fucking video if she's fucking, you know, doing well on OnlyFans anyway.
You guys sign a contract. You're like, okay, if you make X amount of money, I need like 10%.
I need 5%. This royalties.
Yeah, exactly. Because you never know. It could be like a bunch of money or not so much. But either way, I'm getting my cut.
Bro, and I feel like I got a fucking, like, I mean, I don't have like a huge dick, but I have like a decent, like, looking porn star looking dick. So I'm like, fucking, like, yeah, if I'm going to put my dick out on camera, I better get some fucking money for it. Like,
oh, yeah.
100%.
Sometimes I see someone, I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah, like,
100%. I'm bigger than that guy.
Yeah.
Or I'm thicker.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
I have porn star dick, I think.
Yeah. Or on Twitter, like, I'll be scrolling through fucking Twitter and I'll see like fucking like Twitter porn that has like thousands of fucking retweets and shit, and I'm like, yo, if this dick does good, like my dick would do great. Like,
yeah,
I know it. But again, I feel like it's just one of those things that the only reason I haven't done it is because I feel like in like for women anyway, like doing OnlyFans, it's a lot like easier for them to just like post like bikini pics or like lingerie pics and be able to, you know, somewhat do good on money if they have the social media following. But I feel like as a guy, it's just like so much more difficult, bro. I feel like I'm gonna have to show some dick and balls in order to fucking like actually get people to come in and continue to resubscribe to my shit. Cause if I'm just posting like a fucking dick print or like me and my boxers or some shit like that, like that's probably stuff that they're probably gonna screenshot in like one of my videos anyway. And you know what I mean? It's like it's nothing anything like that they wouldn't be able to see. Probably like catching me out and about. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like I don't know what way I would be able to do it without actually having to fucking put myself out there like that.
See, and that's the thing too is I've always thought like was like a something that I always was like kind of bummed about was like, for instance, like say you're talking to this girl and, you know, even if you swap like nude for nude, it's not the same because like I can show you a shirtless pic. Right. She can show me a shirtless pic. She's got titties. You know what I'm saying? Me, it's just you can see this shit at the beach. You can see this shit at the gym. You can see this at the pool. She's not going into the pool, you know, with topless with her titties out. Like she can start off with, okay, well I'm gonna show you like side boob or I'm gonna show you my nipple, and then and then what? You have to go straight asshole or balls, bro, dick. See, like that's all you got,
dude. So that's what I was gonna ask, bro. Because tell me I'm not the only motherfucker that thinks about this. Like, so. Every time I do that type of exchange with the girl and like they ask like for more, they'll be like, show me more. Like, what fucking else you want? Like, that's all I got.
They're like let me see that earlobe. Let me see that ear hole. Like,
what else do you want me to send? All I got is the dick. Like, I'm asking for more and they're like, all right, well, you said more. Like, I sent you all I got. Like,
it's almost like for every 2 of her pics is equal to 1 of yours. Yeah. Because it has to work that way. It's like, let me see, like, you're going to see your ass and your titties. Yeah. And that's equal to like maybe your balls. Yeah. Or maybe your dick. But like, dude, once you show the dick, that's
like,
the
that's
line.
it. That's all
it.
I got. Like
After that, it's like, I guess let me see your butt cheek.
Yeah,
like,
if that ain't enough, I'm sorry. Like that's it. That's all I got to offer.
Yeah.
Like I don't got anything else. I'm not about to do an arch and send you a pic of my asshole. Like you got me.
They're like,
fucked up.
yeah, they're like, put mustard on your penis and hold it in this lighting. Like at that point, they're just getting very specific.
Yeah, like at that point, you're gonna have to send me a check and change because you just making me do too much at that point. Like, fuck that.
No, dude, I've always said how it's so unfair. Like I said, like you can never go pick for pick because it doesn't equal up.
It just fucking doesn't, bro.
Dude, like a girl can easily start off with like just a back shot of just her ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, and like that gets us going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for them, they need to see like they'll go from like, all right, let me send me a dick pic, send them a dick pic. Next, it's like send me your dick coming,
dude.
Let me see cum coming out of it.
Yeah,
like,
so
what?
that's
how
like,
does it jump to that,
bro? So I feel like that's all they want to see. From like my experience with like girls and shit, like I feel like that's really all they want to see. Like they don't care for dick pics, they don't care for any of that shit. Like, yo, send me a video of you fucking nutting. That's all I need.
Yeah.
But make sure the sound is on. Like they fucking want to hear that shit. Like they need that shit.
Yeah.
From like my experience. And then I actually go on TikTok and I'll be scrolling because I'm on that side of TikTok and I'll just see like a fucking random girl post. Like I'd rather get fucking like nut videos with the sound on than a fucking random dick pic. Makes sense, I guess, like from their perspective. But
at that point, where do you go from there?
Yeah, like what do I do after that? Like, because once I'm done with that, like you're probably barely getting off, and then it's like, but I just nutted. Like,
yeah,
I'm not about to go through that again and wait 20 minutes for you to send some.
And at that point, they want you to be creative, and they're like, go buy a pocket pussy.
Yeah.
Let me see you fucking a pocket pussy. Let me see you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Let me see you fucking a sex doll. It's like, bro, like, and you're from the girl, you're still barely getting like
a fucking side boob
on her clit or something. It's like, how does that match up?
Yeah.
How am I
bro.
over here making a full on porno and all you're doing is sending me like a titty pic? Like, it doesn't match. It doesn't make fucking sense.
100%, bro. But there are girls out there that will like send you a full on fucking porno. Those ones are
from
fucking,
the jump.
Yeah, like those will go to heaven.
Yeah,
those got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was fun when it happened, but I like where I'm at. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm being 100% truthfully honest. Like, those were some good times, but like when it came down to it, like at the end of the night, I was like, I just want to cuddle, dude. Like,
bro, dude.
So many girls treated me like I was like, they're like, all right, I gotta go. It's like, you don't want to stay? Like, I was gonna make breakfast. Like, I gotta go. I gotta work in the morning. It's like, it's fucking Saturday.
So I think that's my problem, bro. Is like, so like I be posting on like socials and shit, like all the fucking toxic shit and all that. And like I said, like I hate that I had to post that because that's what does good. But at the end of the day, I'm a huge fucking simp, bro. Like my fucking homies hate it. Like they hate that. I'll I'll show them my DMs and like they'll be flooded of like people trying to hit me up and I'm just like, it's like whatever, because like I said, I know that I'm not the only person that they're trying to hit up.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like I'd rather have just like that one person that I can just like kick it with, and cuddle with, because it's like I said, it's better. Like I see it differently. Like they get mad because like I'll be talking to one chick and the next thing you know I'm fucking cuffed. But it's like I'd rather kick it with the girl who's literally talking to me and trying to get to know me for me rather than, you know, the girl who's sliding in my DMs like saying, yo, like spit in my fucking mouth.
Yeah. Like
that's hot. You're probably like, you know, I'm going to see it, but it's a lot different from the other girl sliding in my DMs saying like, yo, I'm trying to be your future wifey. Like, all right, bet. Like what you got to bring to the table to make such claims? Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like not like a lot of men think of it that way. Like men don't give a fuck. Like we want to be sexualized. Like a lot of us, you know?
Yeah.
But like with women, obviously they try to like obviously
hide it,
you know, hide that shit, and they don't like to be sexualized, which I get it. A lot of times they don't. Like I feel like it's depending who you are, like you're better off probably sliding in more respectful than fucking just straight up sliding in like, yo, let me blow your back out. You know what I mean? Like
fucking we're gonna take a quick break because I gotta take a big piss.
Yeah.
With my huge my medium cock.
The fucking the porn star OnlyFans cock.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take a piss and then we'll get back into it. Because first off, I gotta say this. Thank you for being so open, because I should have said this in the very beginning. I might have to do a little side clip where I posted in before the podcast where I warned people like this is an X-rated episode.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it's pretty bad. But I appreciate you like being so open, because I like podcasts, and I think a lot of people like podcasts. I like listening to anyone that's
transparent, bro. Like people at the end of the day just want to hear shit that like
that they think of, that they wish they could talk about, they wish they could be open about. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, I would never do that, when it's like, yeah, you would.
It's like I'm not
Trust me,
fake,
you
like
would.
bro. It's like at the end of the day, like we all have the similar like experiences. We
Yeah.
all share similar moments and shit. So it's like, why like be fake and have fake conversations when like, bro, it's like at the end of the day, this is gonna be better for everybody anyway, because it's like we're just having a general like conversation and shit. Like we're being super transparent, honest, and I feel like people will appreciate that at the end of the day more anyway.
Of course they will.
I
Yeah.
think
Because like when it, like for this episode specifically too, is a lot of people, guys too, they're gonna be like, damn, like that. We're having a conversation that people would probably have like in the backyard after a few beers when they're loose and they like start getting crazy. Like we're just going straight to it.
Yeah.
But it's like this is who we are.
Yeah.
That's who you are. And like everyone can be like, damn, it's okay to do it.
Yeah,
Like it's not a
100%.
bad thing, man. I'm telling you, like it really isn't. It's not like we're not saying like to accept like I'm a hoe or I'm a fuck boy. Like it's just like just embrace who you are, and trust me, you're gonna find a lot of people that are the same, and you're gonna enjoy life so much more because then you're gonna be like, oh shit, like all I had to do was kind of come out a little bit,
Right.
and then other people, you're gonna start meeting more people like that, and it just makes life better.
Yeah, 100%.
Conversations are more interesting. Like I hate having dry ass conversations where it's like, bro, let's talk about what we were talking about before we got on the podcast.
Yeah.
Really, let's go. But I'm gonna take a piss because I'm fucking. I got a fucking pee boner. All right, and we're back.
All right.
Fucking. What was I gonna say? Before we started, you were talking about. Wait, did you want to talk about that?
What?
What happened with your car?
Shit. I mean, I don't mind. I don't know who the fuck did it, but bro. I fucking woke up today and my fucking car was egged, dude. Like,
Dude, and you know what?
It's
Egging is
egg.
really bad because that shit'll eat at your paint.
dude,
Like
I
a lot of people don't know. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna egg them and they can wash it off. Like if someone eggs your shit overnight and then it sits all morning for however long it's been out there in the sun, that shit will just fuck up the paint.
Yeah, it fucked up my paint, bro, because I had no time to react to it. Because like, I mean, I had a girl over last night, and we were up at night, and this had to happen. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like, fucking maybe like at least between 3 and 6 a.m. because I was up at 7, and I heard nothing, but we were also up around like 2, 3 a.m. and we also heard nothing. So it's like it had to be between like that short amount of time, and I don't know why but it was just my car, bro. Like I looked up and down the street and I saw no one else's car get egged on that street anyway. I didn't bother to check the rest of the neighborhood because I was in a rush. Like I was literally on my way out to work, like fucking walk this girl out or whatever, and then I was getting ready, and I looked and I see a fucking bunch of eggshells, and I'm like, no fucking way. And I go and I'm like, fucking, I got like 10 minutes to get to work, and I'm like, yo, no fucking way. So I just got in my car real quick. I see a fucking egg yolk everywhere, and I'm like, fuck.
What color's your car?
It's gray, so it's like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like,
It's not too
it
noticeable.
wasn't noticeable like crazy, but it's just fucking annoying, bro. I drove down the fucking neighborhood real quick, just down the street, and didn't see anybody else with eggshells. Posted it on my Snapchat though, and one of my boys that lives like maybe like down the street, maybe like quarter mile, he also got his fucking truck egged. His was like the only one too, like on his street. So I don't fucking know like who the fuck it was, but
you know what it was? It was you and your boy. It was probably that girl's boyfriend that you guys double teamed.
Probably, huh? Yeah, probably.
And you probably didn't hear anything because you were up late with that girl smacking her around, so you didn't hear no fucking.
Oh my god.
Because you were like, I didn't hear anything between this time. I was like, yeah, probably because you were fucking getting it on, and fucking Royal Rumble, fucking World War III was going down. So of course you were gonna hear a couple eggs hitting your car.
My fucking eggs raiding her car.
Yeah. Fuck. Dude, you know what's crazy is that's always been like a big fear of mine is like breaking up with a crazy girl, and like I see videos where the cars get like I have like a close person to me that his fucking car got scratched with a key and like words into it, not just scratches, like wording
on sentences.
And I'm just like, holy shit, dude. Like, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been with a girl crazy enough to where I was like, I think she might do that. I think I actually have. And luckily nothing ever came about it. But like I was telling him, I was like, you didn't, like when you were with her, you never were like scared. He's like, I mean, I was, but it, like I didn't care at the moment.
Yeah.
And I've always been bad at breakups. Always. Like
me too.
I
dude.
always
up until recently, but like before that, yeah.
No, man. Like for me, like growing up, breaking up for me was always what I would do was because usually I'm like when I'm in a relationship or like with a girl, like I'm big on texting. Like it doesn't bother me that we're texting all the time. Like even me with my girl now, we've been together, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And so like I'm at work and she'll be like, how's work, whatever. Like I don't mind it. Doesn't bother me at all. But so what I would do is like when I would break up with the girl, I would stop talking to them. I would stop texting. I would stop replying. I remember one time I was with this one girl and I just wanted to break up with her, but I didn't want to deal with the whole her crying or why. Like there was no why.
I feel like that's my biggest like obstacle when it comes to breaking up with someone, is dealing with that part too, bro.
Yeah, like I've never been with a girl where like it was mutual, where they're like, oh yeah, me too, and it's easy. It was always like her crying, why, and like the why is not what she wants to hear, because for me the why was just like I'm bored or I just don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Like they don't want to hear that, like, oh, you fucking piece of shit. Like so it was always hard for me. So like what I would do, like this one girl, we were texting all the time, and I just legit just stopped, just ghosted her for like a week. And she texted me out of nowhere and was like, well, we're not talking anymore, so I guess we're broken up. And I was like, okay, if that's what you want, like, okay, like, I totally understand. So I just flipped it on, like, making it her problem.
Yeah.
But, dude, I've always been bad at it. So, and I think that was why, was I was scared to just break up with someone and just be like, honestly, the reason why I'm breaking up with you is because you're boring, or I just don't want to be with you, or I don't find you attractive anymore, like, whatever it is. And then get the repercussions of like getting my car egged or getting my car scratched, or every time I see her in public she wants to be all dramatic and start a whole fiasco with another girl I'm talking to.
And see, so far recently with my experience with all that shit is that it really doesn't fucking matter like on how you like if you're like just not like, if that shit didn't work out, I feel like it doesn't really matter how the terms end. Like you just cut the communication, you just don't talk to this person. Like, don't fucking think about them. Don't talk to them. Don't look at them, like, at all. Like, I don't follow them on social media no more. Like, I just feel like all that shit, like, just needs to, like, there's no reason anybody should be in contact with their fucking ex. Like, honestly.
Do you block them or just unfollow them?
I feel like I block them if it gets to the point where, like, I feel like they're not affecting my life, but they're, like, I can tell that they're still trying to keep tabs on me, or, like, are still trying to, like, make it their best interest to like try to keep up with what the fuck is going on in my life. And that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna block you. And I feel like that gives them that, like, a sense of like I don't know, I guess like a win for them. Like, oh yeah, I won. Like, he blocked me. Like, I didn't block him, he blocked me. But like, really, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just trying to save my fucking peace from having your fucking crazy ass like stalking my shit, because I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I really don't. Like, I'm just trying to get you off my shit. Like, that's my main thing. But and I agree, bro. I feel like you can't nowadays, like, because I've tried it, bro. I've literally tried like letting girls down easy, like to the point where I've been like, yo, like, this isn't working out. Like, I'm sorry, like, like I just, it's like it's me. Like, I've tried to literally make it seem like it's me. Like it's me that has problems and shit. And it still always ends up biting me in the fucking ass, bro. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, this and that. It's like, well, okay, I guess. I'm trying to let you down nicely. I was really like just not trying to tell you that I fucking don't want to be with you because you're boring as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, like they don't want to hear that. And
No.
like I want to be nice. Like, I genuinely cared about this person at one point. I'm not trying to fucking let them down like in that fucking crazy ass like, rough way, but they always got to be petty at some point and like try to get, not always, right? Because like there's some girls out there that can actually like leave shit on good terms. But from my fucking experience, bro, I've not had like one fucking breakup that didn't end in a toxic way. Even when I try to end them in like non-toxic ways,
Like
they always,
a nice way.
yeah, they always end up fucking toxic, bro, some way or another, bro. Hey, I think it's because like, I don't like to dwell on shit, and I feel like a lot of girls, or people just in general in relationships, like when they happen or they break up or whatever, like they'll dwell on it. I did that shit one time, bro, and I'll never do that shit again.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, dwell on it, like, as far as, like, being down bad and shit, like, being sad, crying about it or whatever. Yeah. I did that shit one time, bro, like, over a really serious relationship.
Like, you were that person?
Yeah, like, I was that person. Like, I was fucking down bad, like, on fucking socials, like, just in general, like, beating myself up, like, had no motivation for nothing, bro. And from there, like, one day I just flipped the switch and I was like, I'm never gonna let, like, nobody make me feel like this again, bro.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier for me to, like, when I break up with someone or just, like, cut them off, I'm just like, all right, cool, like, because at the end of the day, like, I had a life before this person. Like, I had goals, I had ambitions, like, before you came around. Like, just because you came around, I wasn't gonna stop it. And just because you're out of the picture doesn't change that situation either. Like, the world's still gonna fucking, go, the clock's still gonna fucking tick. So I'm really big on that, and I feel like that I think is a big problem, and it's kind of toxic, I guess, in a way, because I really don't care. Like, I can go from somebody that I was with for, 5, 4, 6, 8, 10 years and go and still vibe like I didn't know the fucking person existed. You know what I mean?
Really?
I can do that. You know what
man.
I mean?
Once I think I hit like the 2-year mark, I'm like, okay, if this keeps going, or like if at this point we break up, it's gonna be a tough breakup for me. Like it really fucks with me, and it sucks because I know there's times where like I've broken up with someone, and like first what I do is I have this like checklist. Like I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna delete all the pictures on my phone that I have of me and her. Mm-hmm. And then I'll go a couple days and I'm like, oh, that wasn't too bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I can just get those out.
Step by step.
Yeah. And then I think I can do this. I think I can break up with her. Everything's gonna be fine. It's not gonna affect me in a negative way to where I'm depressed or sad or like, oh, now I miss her. I missed all the texts. It goes from texting every day to no text. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then I start doing that, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready. And then I'm not gonna lie, I've had a breakup where it really fucked with me. Right. I did the whole checklist, everything, deleted all the pictures. I was like, okay, I think I could do it without her. I think I can see myself not talking to this girl 24/7 or not talking to her at all. Going from talking to her every day to talking to her zero. Right. Blocked everything. And then I do the breakup, and then I'm just like I'm, and I don't know if it's like I assume girls get this too, but for me, I've had a breakup where the first 2 weeks were fun. Right. I was like, I'm single. I could do whatever I want. I could go wherever I want. I'm not, replying to anyone. Like, I'll be home at this time, or, I'm home now. Or
everybody definitely goes through that stage.
You go through those 2 weeks where it's like, it's fun. And then that like third week hits and you're like, okay, like then you start calming down and you're like, oh, I kind of miss her. It's not so fun no more. Yeah. And then like, it sucks because I've seen where like TikToks where girls, as soon as they break up, they're that stage as soon as the breakup starts. And they're miserable, and then I think I'd rather be that way. I wish I could be that way, where I break up with someone and then just be miserable for like a week or two and then get over it. I'm the opposite. I break up with someone and for 2 weeks I'm like, yeah, I'm free, whatever, and then it starts to hit me. I'm not talking to this person no more. Everything we once did all the time, all our little sayings whatever we called each other, it's no more, and then it starts to settle in. I'm like, oh man, I kind of missed that.
And see, that's how I think like I am too, bro. Like, I mean, I don't want to say like I'm 100% cold-hearted, because I'm not. Like, I can for sure like just do that switch and just like, stop caring, right? But regardless, like that shit's gonna hurt, especially if I really cared about the person, if it's like a couple years like that, it's gonna hurt. But I'll dwell on it maybe for like 4 or 5 days maybe, and then after that, like, now I gotta put myself in that fucking, like I said, like a year ago, I think it was when I dealt with like probably the hardest relationship like ever. Actually, when I had the first time I came on your podcast, I think like maybe like I was probably like maybe 2 months into fucking like that breakup, and I was down bad at that time, bro. Like, I know I probably didn't, like, I mean, on socials, I made it known. Like, I was posting sad shit all the time on my stories. Like, I was down fucking bad, bro. And I look back at it, and then, like, I mean, I'm like, fuck. Like, I just never want to be in that position again, bro. Like, never. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm never going to, like, fall for someone like that again, because, like I said, I'm a simp. As soon as I start talking to someone, like, and I'm fucking with someone, like, that's the only person I really want to be fucking with, because to me it's like quality over quantity, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I said, I've seen a lot of these girls, and I see like how they move and shit, and it's like I'm not the only dude that they're trying to fucking talk to, you know what I'm saying? So when I find that one girl that's like genuine and I can sit down and chill with like that shit's dope as fuck. Like, there's nothing that beats that. Like, somebody that you can literally chill, have a genuine conversation with, and have genuine interest within, and like continue to grow with. Like, that's fucking dope. Like, nothing really beats that, bro, at the end of the day. But I just feel like I myself, like, even if I was with somebody like that, I could literally invest everything into them. They could do the same for me. Like I said, I just don't think I could dwell on it that hard anymore, because like I feel like it just, something told me, bro, like in my head, and I was just like, bro, like, literally, like, it's like how you know how you were saying, like, you wish you could be that first week, like, just fucking sad, bummed about it,
get it over with,
and then just like, it's literally just chilling the next couple months, you're vibing. I feel like it's so much easier to do that, bro. Like, sure, like, dwell on it the first couple days or whatever, and then like after that, like, focus, like, literally just like, that's me, bro. Like, I feel like now, since that fucking breakup, or when I was fucking down bad, bro, I have manifested and achieved almost like a majority of things that I told myself I wanted to manifest and achieve within that year span. Within the like last year and a half, bro, I've done so much shit that I didn't think I was gonna do, and it was like a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? It was like a fucking long ass relationship, but thankfully it fucking ended, bro. Because like I said, I've done so much more. I've like mentally and physically at a better state than I fucking have ever been. So it's like I said, I'm not throwing any dish on that person. It's just like I just feel like it helped me find like what the fuck I'm capable of and what I can do without having to have somebody there with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, it's cool to have that person to build with, and I am gonna, get that at some point. But like I think it's cool to have that mentality to where like I can feel like I don't need like anybody. You know what I mean? Like to be there by my side, to achieve whatever the fuck it is I want to achieve. I'm not saying like I don't need anybody. Like of course I gotta have people that are gonna support me. Friends and shit. But like as far as like a partner or something like that, I definitely don't think I need one to like be successful in whatever it is that I want to do. But they do definitely help. I agree.
Yeah, fucking. You know what's crazy? I don't know if you've had this multiple times. I've only had it one time. Was going through such a bad breakup that the pain you felt, and it sucks because everyone around you, your parents, your friends, your brothers, whatever it was, like they are all telling you like, bro, like I know you feel like shit. I know you do. And I know you feel like you're going to live with this for the rest of your life and it's going to pass. But at that moment, you're like, no, it's not.
It literally feels like you're going to die, bro.
I feel so much like shit without this person that like I'm never going to get through this. And then, and and that's the thing is like, and people will tell you, and it's so cliche. People will be like, it could be next week, next month, a year, 4 years from now, and then you'll get better. But you're going to get better. And it's like, but at the moment, you can't get that in your head that like,
like, fuck, I don't want to wait 2 weeks. Like, I don't want to wait, like, 2 months, 2 years.
Dude,
like, what the fuck? Like,
I remember when someone told me, like, it could be, next week. It could be next month. It could be next year. I'm like, next month? Next year? I was like, I don't want this, like, this pain, this, like, suffering that I'm feeling to go that long. Like, you're talking. But, like, and then, like I said, at the same time, I was like, it's not going to go away, though. And then I remember, like, at some point, I was just, like, I think I went maybe, like, a couple months, and I was like, I think I'm good. Mm-hmm. I think I've hit that point that like everyone was telling me about. I don't know how long it lasted, but like I think I'm at that point. And then once you hit that point, then after that, like it scares you because the next relationship you don't want it to last too long. But if it does, you're scared that it's gonna last so long that you're gonna become so invested in this person that you're gonna go through that pain again, and you don't want that shit again. But I don't know, like for me, I don't know if after that first one, it wasn't easier, but it was I was more accepting of it. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I've been here before. I felt this pain, and it did last a long time, but it did end at some point.
I feel like that's what helps me, like at least in any relationship that I go into now. Like I feel like I keep that mentality with me. Is that like, well, I mean, you kind of have to have that mentality with everything, though. When you really think about it, though. Like, nothing really ever lasts, like, forever. Everything at some point has to end. It's like that fucking BoJack, fucking horse, the fucking...
the cartoon?
Quote. Yeah.
I never heard it, but
he has, like, some crazy-ass, like talk where he's, like... It's, like, a huge TikTok, too, where he's, like, talking about, like... He's, like, pretty much, like, going into, like, another life, right? Like, life is ending pretty much. I think he dies or some shit. I don't know.
From
he's
a
like,
breakup, though?
Not really a breakup.
What does it pertain to?
But a lot of people used it for breakup though, like on TikToks. But like in the cartoon, he's like explaining like everything has to end. You know what I mean? Like just in general, like life, relationships and shit. So I just kind of always keep that mentality. You know what I mean? When going into like a relationship, or honestly even friendships, bro. You kind of have to like. I feel like anything, you kind of have to think of like at some point like this shit could go south. And it's not even like being negative because I'm like a very positive person and I'm really good at communicating shit with whoever the fuck I'm with. But
you got to be realistic.
But you got to be realistic and think that like at some point this person can switch up on you. Especially like if you know yourself, like what you're bringing to the table, what your intentions are, what you want to like do with this person. You can know what you want to do and what your intentions are. But at the end of the day, you never truly know someone. Like you can be with someone like right now and like fucking 5 or 6 years later down the line, they can flip a switch and become a completely different person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, but you got to go in with that mentality and think like at any moment this shit could happen. So it's like, I keep it not with like having my guard up because at some point you got to let your guard down for that person and be vulnerable. But it's like, it makes it easier and more accepting for when it does go south, if it does. You know what I'm saying? hopefully nothing goes good and you become like one of those fucking couples that get married and end up dying fucking married together. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, like, I feel like shit always just fucking ends up going south one way or another, and I feel like it makes shit easier, like having that mentality of like fucking, all right, if this shit goes south, I was fucking ready for it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like just keeping that mentality just makes shit easier for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to something you said, you were talking about, like, say you're in a relationship and it goes all the way to, like, till death, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've probably heard this saying, but, like, isn't it weird how people say that if you, like, when you're married with someone, like, grandma and grandpa, like, they've been together so long that when, like, say grandma dies, they are so in love that they cannot live without each other physically, that a couple weeks or a month later they pass away as well, because they're just so heartbroken that they die. And like, I've always told, like, my girl will tell me that she'll be like, she's like, do you think, like, when we get old, like, if I go first, do you think you'll die right after me? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, she's like, what, do you, like, not really love me? And I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I know some grandparents where, the grandpa died and the grandma's still living. That doesn't mean that she didn't love him that much.
Right.
It just, I don't know. But like, it's like a fucked up thing to say, but it's like, I guess they didn't really love that person,
Right.
And it's like, but like, do you think,
I guess it depends on the age, right? Because it's like, obviously, if you're like
Obviously.
both 80 years old and
and you've only known that person your entire life,
and
maybe
they pass
50
away, you
years,
probably could have a heart attack for some shit like that, and
just so heartbroken.
Yeah, literally, like, that is possible, But I'm assuming, like, if one's like, say 60, 70, and then the other one's, maybe a couple years younger, probably have a better chance of surviving stuff like that. But I don't know.
Let me see. How can I ask this first? What's your age limit as far as, like, hooking up with a girl? Like, not saying who's the oldest or the youngest, but like, what, like, for you, like, if you were to have, like, an age range.
Are you talking about for like hooking up or dating? Like serious?
Let's go dating. Dating.
So I feel like if it was like for dating, like serious relationship,
What's the oldest age?
Oldest would have to be,
like, let's say, how old are you right now? 20.
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah.
What's
I don't think anything past like 27, 28.
Really?
Maybe 29. But like, just because, like, I feel like once you're getting towards like 30s, that's not old, but like my tias are like 30, so I'm like, that's kind of.
But
weird.
like not even like your age now, like, just saying, like, you're 40 and the girl's 55. Like, what I'm saying is, like what's your age to where, like, what's the years apart that you're willing to date someone?
Like
a 4-year, 5-year.
I think most, like, obviously older than me, like maybe no more than 7. Like, no more than 7. That's
a good age range.
Yeah, because I feel like most women that I've talked to that were older, like, they were obviously very mature. Like, they knew what the fuck, like, they were looking for. They were obviously mature. They had more experience. They've been through shit. So it's like they knew what the fuck they wanted. So it's like, I feel like when you're dealing with people that are older than you, they're definitely a lot more, like, mature in that form. Whereas, like, I've dated also girls, younger than me, like, 20 years old, and they're like fucking immature shit. So it's like, I don't know, it's like,
and that's a weird thing too, is like, I've
also dated some that were like fucking 20 years old and that were like, like
mature as fuck,
fucking freshmen in college, and they're fucking straight like mature as fuck, like literally fucking more mature than some girls that I know that are my age or older. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess it's just like, it depends on how they were raised.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, I've never really like thought about like the age as far as like how much older they were than me, like, or age difference like that. But I guess like for sure probably like 7 years older, because like I said, I've talked to a lot of girls that were like, but then again, I think I'm 24 now, so that'd probably be like, what, 30? Nah, so that wouldn't make sense.
You go past what you said you.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. So probably like 3 years then now.
Damn, really? That's a see, like, I've always thought, I think 5 to 7 years age difference is a good, because, like, it's obviously, like, when you get into a relationship, it's obviously about, like, if you click with the person, but
Right.
physically it is a big thing.
100%.
Physical, sexual, that is a huge thing. As sad as it's to say, like,
I feel like, I mean, it sucks to say it, but I definitely think it's like the biggest part definitely one of the biggest parts in a relationship,
Yeah.
bro. Like it just can't be ignored. There's a lot of people out there that will tell you that shit does not matter, but it 100% does.
It really does. Like, yeah, like not even like 75, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like if you're not physically and sexually attracted to that person, it's not going to last because like those, you know, those meaningful, you know, conversations at night or those cuddles or those, you know, I know her, I know everything about her. Like that only goes so far. At some point, it's like, okay, well, there's still more to a relationship. And I'm not saying like sex is only the thing or like looks is all, but it's like you have to realize you're with that person. If you plan on being with them for the rest of your life, then you got to realize like that's something you got to you got to be with. You got to look at her. Do we look good together? In bed, is it good? You know what I'm saying? Like, because and it's sad. And like I said, like that's why I appreciate you being so transparent with everything, is because a lot of people, like you said, will say that like, no, that doesn't matter. Like I love her so much. Like the sex isn't that great, but like we click on so many levels. It's like, yeah, but that's only gonna get you so far. Like how many meaningful conversations? How many times can she be there for you? But like at night, you know, are you
getting satisfied?
Are you getting satisfied? Yeah. Is it like, do you want more in sex and she's not giving it to you because she's not feeling it? Like,
yeah,
it's gonna get frustrating.
It really does, bro. Like, honestly, it sucks to say, but in those relationships, someone is gonna cheat. Someone, I would, like, I 100% would. It's like, especially if it's a situation where like I'm trying, like I'm expressing, like I got needs that need to be met. And like they're like, oh no, I'm just never feeling it. Like if you're never feeling it, like someone else is gonna be feeling it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It like what you're not, you know, like I'm not saying you have to and you're obligated to fuck me, but like somebody else out there will. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not going to, somebody else is. Like, and it sucks to say it, but like it just, especially like if you don't enjoy like fucking your partner, like the fuck. And I think that like that's a big thing, bro. Like, I especially like, you know, like if you're texting a person, you know, you've been talking to them over the phone and shit, social medias, whatever, and you finally link up or whatever and you have sex, I feel like that's one of the big determining factors of whether you're going to keep talking to that girl or not, right?
Yeah.
I think so, because like I feel like if that first link, if you don't enjoy having sex with this person, like you're just, I know I'm not going to like the girl. Like I'm sorry. Like if I don't enjoy the sex, like I can't be with this person. Like I can't. I've been through that and I forced myself through that and it just doesn't end well. Like it just fucking doesn't.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because, and I think I blame myself for the fact that I assume that in time she's gonna adapt to me.
Yes.
She's gonna be like, okay, like I really care for this guy. I'm gonna expand my sexual horizon. I'm gonna try some weird things I never would, but I really love this guy.
Right.
This is what he wants. So I assume I stay with this person long enough, and then I'm like, no, in time they're gonna get comfortable with me. They're gonna get freakier and get crazier. They're gonna want what I want, or at least try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you stay with them so long, and you're like, nothing has changed. And then you can't blame the girl because she's giving you what her genuine self is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the same difference when like you're with a girl and you're a crazy party guy and she gets with you. She's like, I can change him. That's your fault for thinking you can change him. Exactly. It's the same thing. I blame myself because I blame myself for thinking I can change her. I'm going to make her so comfortable. I'm going to show her things. I'm going to try to slowly creep in and, you know, do this and that to get her to
open
sexually,
up like that. Yeah.
But when she doesn't, then I get mad and then I cheat and then you want to cheat on them and it's like, bro, you did that to yourself. Exactly. You fucked her over. She's over here thinking like, oh, he likes everything I'm giving. I don't need to give anymore. But you're over here thinking like, no, I'm a changer.
Yeah.
And it's so fucked up. But it's like, and I think that's where like guys mess up is like, it's sexually. Yeah. Is you're with the girl and everything, it checks all the boxes sexually and physically. You're like, no, she'll change. She'll go to the gym or she'll start getting freakier. And she doesn't do that. And you're like, oh man, like I thought I could. And then you fuck up the relationship because then you're like, well, you didn't give me what I wanted. And she's like, well, I didn't know you wanted this, or even if I did, you knew from the beginning I wasn't that kind of girl.
And see, that's why like I feel like that's why I like to be transparent about like, you know, how I am on social media and shit, and like how fucking I am with like just in general. Like I like to be a very sexually active person. And I, like, again, that doesn't mean I'm out here fucking every day, like every person I see.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I enjoy having sex, like, a lot. So if I'm seeing someone, I'm gonna, like, want to be having sex. And it's like, I get it. Like, you might not be cool with that, but I feel like I'm in that point of my life where I don't owe anybody anything. You know what I mean? So, like, if I'm with a girl and she can't handle that, like, all right, cool. Like, deuces then. Like, you can call me a dick all you want for it, but, like, I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. Like, it's cool. But, like, it's just one need that can't be met. Like, I get it, but somebody else will meet it and still meet all the other fucking, discrepancies of a fucking relationship. So it's like, it's just that one thing that a lot of girls sometimes have a hard time fucking, meeting. Not all girls, right? But like, there are a lot of girls out there that fuck every day, bro. And then, but it's crazy, right? Because then you get one that's actually a freak, and then you're like,
you're all scared.
What the fuck did I get myself into?
Yeah, you're like, how many fucking times have you done this before, you fucking whore? Like, you just get mad about it, but it's like, bro, this is what you wanted.
Yo, God,
like, there's no medium. It's like either slutty in bed or fucking just like a saint. But it's like it doesn't gradually like go from like missionary to like doggy style to like maybe then 69 and then maybe anal. Like it just goes from like missionary doggy style to then she's like, okay, you crazy, all right, like fucking choke me, beat me up, spank me, tie me up, fucking bring in another guy. You're like, whoa, like what the fuck? Like that's what I wanted, but not right away.
Yeah,
dude, bro. How many times have you been sexting with a girl and the shit that she says does not, you meet up with her and it does not match up at all, not even close. Like the shit she says is like, she's like, oh, not right now. Like you're just like, why the fuck? Like and like you get kind of mad because you're just like, I'm telling you what I like and supposedly you're telling me what you like. I'm all about that life. And when you finally meet and she's not, you're just like
it was just all talk. It was just all talk. Yeah.
Even and like she can send you pictures, video, but when it comes down to it, she's like, no, like I'm not ready. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, is it frustrating to you, or are you just at that point? Are you like, okay, she has the idea of what I want. She has the mindset of a freak. I'm gonna stay with her a little longer to see if I get that those sexting out of her in real life.
I feel like in those situations it's fucking very frustrating, bro. Because I'm like, yo, like, I'm always just like, fuck, man, because I don't want to be and put it out there like that, like I'm that guy that's just with you for sex or whatever. But I just feel like if you can't give me that not off the bat, obviously, because I'll show the respect of whatever, and like fucking go through the couple days or whatever of it, months, whatever. I think the most I'll ever wait now, I think, is like maybe 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
I think that's the most I'll wait, bro. Like it's 3 weeks, because if I gotta wait more than that, it's like
nothing's really gonna change.
Yeah, honestly,
how this is going.
I'm taking that shit back, bro. I don't think I'd wait more than like the first night, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because every girl out there will let some dude. There's always that one dude that can hit first night.
Yeah.
There's one dude that can. So it's like, if it's not me, then I'm not gonna cuff. Like, fuck, if I can't hit first night, I'm like, fuck am I gonna, like, I'm not gonna cuff.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody out there that can. So it's like, why are you trying to make me wait?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that, bro. You know what's the worst part is, like, you ever like see a girl that's like fucking like community pussy, and then she's like hitting you up, and then it's like, all right, like, I know I can smash, like the boy smash. Like
okay,
3-4 boy smash,
and then it's like she's easy,
right? And then it's like
her past,
and then she wants a relationship with you, and it's like,
and she wants to take things slow.
Yeah, she wants to take things slow with you. Yo, that's the most frustrating fucking thing ever, bro.
But like, oh no, you can't say that.
No,
you have a girl. Luckily, no one knows who we're talking to. You gotta watch what you say. I mean, I'm in a relationship too, but I'm very open with my girl, so she knows all this stuff. Like, I'm not like that's why I love my girl. Like, she knows who she got with.
Right.
We've talked about this. We've been on podcasts. We've talked about past dates we've been on, shitty ones, why they went wrong, all this stuff. We've had this conversation, so I'm very.
That's cool as fuck, bro. I feel like it's dope when you find somebody like that, because it's like I feel like it's funny as fuck when I see TikToks of like dudes that be like, when you talk about your whole story, and then she talks about like her going on one date with the guy, and then it's like him fucking having a heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, why, bro?
You
like,
kissed another guy?
Yeah. Like, bro, that's like, especially like now that we're like older and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if you meet a girl like right now at this age, it's like, chances are you're not the fucking only guy she's been with, bro. It's like, so what? Like, everybody's got a fucking past. So it's like, I'm always open about what the fuck I've done and who I've been with. I mean, I'm not like specific on who I've been with, but unless they ask. But like, I'm not really like the type to like hide anything. You know, I'm super transparent. Like, this is how I am. This is who I was, and this is how I am now. You know, and if they're willing to accept me, like, dope, bet. Like, let's fucking rock with that. You know, I'll rock with you. But if not, it's like, cool, bet somebody else will.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, and that was like you said, it makes a good point. Is when the older you get, you have to realize like if you're dating someone around the same age as you, whether like 2 years, a year younger than you, or like years older than you, you got to realize you're not the only guy. Like what you're doing, you know, you're still trying to figure out like something, like whatever. Once you hit that spot, you're like, okay, like obviously she knows how this feels because she's had it before. But like once you start thinking about that, like it fucks with your head. And so like I'm very aware. Like I understand, like my girl's been with other guys. I've been with other girls. We understand that. But the worst though is when you're with a girl that you guys have that conversation, and she knows you've been with girls, and you know she's been with other guys. But like you guys kind of talk about the things that you guys have done, and and she realizes like, yeah, I've been with other guys, but I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I haven't, yeah. You know, and then you're just like, oh, okay, like I thought we were sharing things, but I guess that's too far. You know?
That's always like, when you overshare. Yeah, I've had moments like that too.
Yeah, because like, and you have to overshare, and like, it sucks because then the girl does get mad, but it's like, this is what,
especially when you're not their first, right? Like, yeah, you know, yeah, I get it. Or like when they're not your first, you know what I'm saying? Like on certain situations or things.
Oh shit, my bad. Let me check my phone real quick.
No, you good.
I gotta check the time. We're good. Yeah, you're good. But yeah, so that was always something like that. I remember, like I was like, oh, like I would find a girl and we'd sit and we'd have those meaningful conversations where it's like, look, like let's just get it out there. Let's just air out our dirty laundry. You tell me what you've done, like, and I'm all about that. I know it sounds fucking crazy, and I don't know if a lot of guys do it. I don't know if a lot of girls do it, but I'm all about talking to a girl and just being upfront from the very beginning, like, look, this is what I'm into, this is what I've done, this is like I've legit done this with another girl, or you've done this with another guy. But like at some point you gotta you have to realize, and she has to realize, like someone's gonna one up the other person. Yeah. And at that point you can't just be like, okay, this is too much, like I'm done. Like, no, you have to just let it happen, because you know, like at that point, like I'm open with you because I want to let you know, like this, if anything, that's a good thing on anyone's part, as far as like it's a meaning that makes a meaningful relationship, because then you're letting them know, like, look, this is who I am. I want you to accept me because I see a future with you. Right. 100%. And I want to get everything out now because I don't want years down the road like you finding out. Yeah. And then it's like, oh fuck, and then that ruins the relationship. Like, I'm telling you everything right now. And then you tell the girl and you kind of go a little bit overboard and like, okay, that's too much. Like, no, let me finish, please. Because I don't want you to hear this later, or, you know, because, and it's the thing is, like, you're not in the wrong at all, because you were with other girls. You didn't even know this girl existed.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought the girl before was the one. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or you thought that girl was the one that you were going to be with for a long time, or that was the girl that you were going to do only freaky shit with. Like, no, it just happens naturally that everyone thinks that this is the one. So when you meet a girl, like, I'm very open about that.
Yeah, you just got to have that mentality of like, yo, like you most likely you weren't the only one, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I try to keep, and I feel like that's what fucks with me too, is like when I talk to other girls though, is that I go in with that mentality of like, I'm not the only one they're fucking talking to. So I feel like that shit always fucks with me. So I tend to like not always like maybe take it like 100% serious, because I'm like, fuck it, like she's probably like got like 4 other dudes like also that she's texting on the side. So I, you know, why shouldn't I pay attention to the other, like, you know, that are trying to hit me up too. So it's like, I feel like that's where like I always fucking, you know, get caught up in that situation where I'm always like, fuck, like, are they even like being genuine from the start? It's like, because sometimes like you don't even know whether they're even being like honest, 100% honest. Like a girl could tell you like, no, yeah, like I've only been with you and 2 other dudes, but then like, you know, you bring up, you know, 6 months down the line when you're like serious with her, you know, you bring her up to another homie that you haven't talked to in forever. You're like, oh yeah, you know, like this is a chick, you know. Oh, I smashed. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, so then you end up finding out, you got a little roster and shit, and it's like, it's like, I'm not saying that's happened to me, but like, there's situations out there, like, girls are like that, bro. It's like, girls are like men, bro. Like, like, they're just like us, bro. It's like, they're no fucking different, and I'm not gonna lie, like, they've been getting, like, super more fucking, like, scandalous and shit, and, like, on TikTok and shit, I be seeing, like, it's like, I don't know if you've been seeing those TikToks, but I be seeing some crazy ass shit, bro. Like, so when you were saying, like, I'll be like, oh, laying next to my boyfriend and getting a text from my side. It's like, bro, like, they're so open about it too, and like on socials and shit. And it's like I said, girls are just like guys at the end of the day. So it's like that's where I struggle with going into it. I'm like, fuck, like, is she talking to other people? Is she for real? Like when she's saying like I'm the only one she's talking to, and it's not even me being like insecure. It's just kind of more like should I keep my guard up? Should I not? It's like fuck. I feel like that's always the hardest part is like being vulnerable like that.
Yeah, and I think when you get to a point where you start to be like, okay, like accepting of who she is, and then you realize like this is her limit, this is like whoever she is, and then you find out more about her past, it kind of fucks with you. But I'm the type of person where I keep an open mind. Mm-hmm. Some girl can tell me she's only done this, she's only been with so many guys, or she's only done whatever the fuck, but in the back of my mind I'm like, I want to believe you, but I don't want to hurt myself, and I don't want to find something later. I want to be mentally prepared. And it's like once again, it's not being negative about it. It's just being realistic.
So is this something that like you typically like ask off the jump? Like how do you usually like engage that? Like
about what?
Like just in general, like if you were like
everything we've been through, like everything we've done.
Mm-hmm. Is that just something that you just kind of like casually get into in a conversation?
I only have those conversations when I'm in a relationship with someone.
Right.
If I could be hooking up with a girl or like we would go on a few dates, it's not gonna happen like that. It's not until it's something like there's no like perfect time. It's just you just feel like the connection. You're like, okay, this is gonna go a little bit further. This may be something that may be forever. Right. Maybe something that's gonna be longer than what I'm normal or like I'm accustomed to. But once I get that feeling, then I'm like, look, let's sit down. Let's talk about this a little bit. Like, I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into, and I want to know what I'm getting myself into. Right. So it's just, there's no like right time. It could be a year, it could be a few months in, it could be a couple weeks in, but it's just like whenever.
But it is like a conversation, like you actually like sit them down for.
I want to have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like I said, I've been in a relationship where I hid that, and I tried to be someone that I wasn't because I saw the type of person she liked, and I became that person. Yeah. And it only fucked in that relationship was terrible because then the whole time I'm not drinking as much because in the beginning I didn't drink a lot. Right. I'm a good boy. I don't drink a lot. I don't go out. Yeah. But then I was that person, but I wanted to be with her because that's who she wanted. Yeah. So I've gone through that, and it was a fucked up relationship, and it ruined everything, and it made me feel bad. And I was like, okay, like from here on out, and it was just one time it happened. From then on out, yeah, I was just like, I wanted to be very open. And if I couldn't be open with that girl and be like, look, we're gonna sit down. You can tell me what you want me to tell. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. You don't tell me everything. If you want to tell me everything, I'm totally open for it. I'm ready to mentally feel it and hear it. And you just gotta accept that I'm gonna reciprocate that feeling, and I'm gonna give you those same answers as far as like the craziest things I've done, the oldest person I've been with, like all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so whenever I get to a point where I'm like, okay, like I think this is gonna go a little bit further, let's have that talk. Right. It's kind of like a birds and the bees with your parents, but it's like with the girl. It's like I just want to air everything out because I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. Obviously, this is going good. Let's keep it going. But before we do, this is who I am. This is who I really am. This is the things I've done. This is who I've been with. This is how many girls, whatever it is. And you can tell me the exact same thing. It could be way worse than the thing, like not worse, but it could be way crazier than things I've done or way less. But you just got to accept like all we're doing is this is if anything, it should be like.
This is kind of putting it all on the table, right?
Yeah. And if anything, the girl or the guy should kind of feel like, okay, like this, you want this to be something. So this is us getting to know each other, like to the very bare bottom, like everything. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you can talk about, I was once, engaged with this person, or I almost married this person, or, I thought this, that doesn't matter. When it comes down to the sexual things, the physical things, all that stuff is what really matters, because those are the things that are going to fuck with your head. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I could hook up with a girl. I could be with a girl for years, and then she tells me I was engaged with this one guy one time. Like, it doesn't bother me that you were once engaged. Yeah. You were once engaged at 21. Doesn't bother me. Right. But when I find out, later on that, you once had a train ran on you, or, you and your best friend hooked up with your boyfriend. Like, I want to know all that stuff. And I know it's you have to put yourself through that torture, because that's what's going to make your relationship so much better. Yeah. Because after that, what can you hide? Literally everything's nothing out there. Yeah. Everything's out there. Anyone that wants to come and fuck up your relationship and be like, he did this, she's going to be like, yeah, he told me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, it's all out there. Yeah. And I want to be the one to tell her that. Or you need to be the one to tell her that, or she needs to be the one to tell you that. Like, it works both ways. That's the thing I want everyone to realize. Like, we're not just saying, like, just because we're two guys, we're not full on like this is a man talk. It goes both ways. Yeah, 100%. Like you said earlier, girls, want sex just as bad as guys.
100%.
Dude,
Yeah.
the other day I was watching. I've been binging Jersey Shore, but like we have like this Pluto TV, which is like free cable. I didn't even know we had. We had this TV for like fucking 4 or 5 years, and I just found out we had this like free cable. And there's one channel that just plays Jersey Shore, and I fucking love it. Like when I can't watch anything, I'll just put on Jersey Shore and just watch random ass episodes. And there was one episode where I can't remember which girl. I think it was Angelina. She was going around. She had a boyfriend, and then she was fucking Vinny, and then she was fucking, you know, her boyfriend would come over, and they were like, you know, she's a whore. She's doing all this. And then one thing that caught my attention now that I'm older, I caught it, was Pauly D was like, you know, Angelina wants to go around, you know, she wants to act like a guy. Like, guys do that. Girls don't do that. And I'm like, how can you say that?
Yeah.
Like, how small-minded are you that only guys are able to do that? Like, girls are just as bad as guys.
Yeah, they're just as capable of like doing, you know, the shit.
If
and
not
see,
worse.
Yeah, and you see, like, but this is the thing about girls is that they're more slick and easier to get away with it because, like, think about it, bro. Like, if you're a guy and you have a bad girl, like a girl that's fine as fuck, and she's in your DMs and she's got a man's, you know what I'm saying? You're smashing. You're not gonna fucking probably say anything.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, you know, she could probably be fucking multiple dudes and have a boyfriend, and nobody's gonna say shit. As a guy, you know, you're gonna be thinking like, oh, I'm fucking this guy's girl. But as a girl, you know what I'm saying? As a guy, you can't really be doing it like that. Like you really can't.
Yeah.
Like a guy goes and he cheats and he's got like everybody telling that girl, you know what I'm saying? But like a girl, like girls can literally get away with that shit so easy. Girls can fucking just literally like be slick with it and nobody will know. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, like a lot of times, like I had my boy, the one that we fucking like showed our phones to, bro, it was crazy. Like I was like, bro, like these girls I did not take any of these girls to be like this. So I was just like, fuck. I was like, you can't trust any of them these days, bro. And it's crazy because like sometimes I'll be seeing girls that like some girls like will comment on my TikToks, right? And I'll go and I'll fucking, you know, check their profile out real quick and got a boyfriend. Like, the fuck you commenting on my TikToks for, girl? Like, I got 14K followers. Like, I'm not a celebrity. Like, I'd be pissed if I was your fucking man's. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But like, have you ever has a girl ever, like, for instance, in that situation, has a girl ever like commented like some crazy raunchy shit in your TikTok or even just slid in your DMs? Have you ever had the feeling where you need to tell the guy? Or you're just like, really?
Yeah, I've had multiple instances where I'm like, should I just be like a fucking girl and be like and just straight go and just put her on blast? Like, 'cause like why should fucking girls only be the ones that get to fucking put them on blast? Like, oh, I get to put a girl on blast, you know, for fucking. But then again, it's like, but then I also don't want to put myself out there like that, 'cause then I don't want girls to like hit me up too, or not want to hit me up, you know, at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't want girls to like not want to hit me up because like, oh, like he's gonna expose me type of thing. It's like, it's not that. Like, I'm just trying to expose a fucking chick that's got a boyfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's like, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I probably won't, you know, unless I was in a relationship. If I was in a relationship and a girl's hitting me up that's got a man's, most likely, you know, my girl's probably gonna want me to put her on blast anyway. So
yeah,
I'll fucking end up doing it. But
I just don't want, like, I think if that ever happens, like, I just don't want to deal with that drama.
that's
that's what it comes down to. Like, I just don't want,
like with the dude.
yeah, like, if I was to go and be like, yo, your girl's been messaging me, like, this is what, like, screenshots and everything, like, I just don't want to, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I'd rather just tell a girl, like, if you know, if unless you're down for it, unless you're like, you know what, fuck that guy, like, I could care less, I don't even know that guy, like, I'll hook up with that guy's girl, I don't care. But if it bothers you for some reason, like, at the same time, like, I just still don't want to be, like, dealing with that, like, back and forth. You know, like, then you got to go and you got to show all these screenshots. And he's like, what else did you say? Did she do this? Did she say this? And then then she's going to message you. Like, it's just, I just don't want the headache. I'd just rather be like, look, like, hopefully you get someone else exposes you, but I'm not that guy. Like, it's, you know.
And see, that's like my biggest thing on that is like, fuck, like, do I want to deal with like the fucking dude? Because half of the time the dudes will come at your fucking neck, like,
even if it's the girl's fault.
Yeah, even if it's the fucking girl's fault. And
it's like, why you DMing my girls? Like, bro, if you only know how it started.
Yeah,
like,
literally, bro. Like,
I thought she was single before you came in.
For real.
Before you slid in my DMs.
Literally, like, you're lucky that I didn't fucking continue it, bro. Like, I could have, but it just like it's nuts, dude. Like, I don't know. And it's like I said, like, girls are literally, they are capable of doing the same shit as guys. It's just like I said, they just don't get put on blast as often, you know, for doing it. Because it's like, it's not really, it's like fucking Pauly D was saying, girls don't do that. Like, it's known for girls not really to do that. It's just the stigma is that guys aren't shit. Like, men ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us really ain't. But it's like, but at the same time, it's like, it goes both ways. It's like there's also a lot of shitty girls out there, but there's also a lot of good girls out there. It's like there's a lot of shitty guys, but there's also a lot of really good fucking guys. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't just kind of like look at someone and then just place them, you know, in that stigma because of your past experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm with a girl, I'm not gonna, you know, put all my insecurities because of, you know, my exes or the shit that I dealt with in the past on her. Like that's not her fault. Like she ain't fucking do shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna have my guard up for a bit? Yeah, probably. But I'm not gonna like have like all these fucking like crazy ass like, I don't know, like trauma experiences and shit because of fucking shit my ex did. Like, nah, fuck that. Like that she moved the way she did, you know. I'm with you because I feel like you move different. So,
oh motherfucker, keep going, good.
But like, hopefully, just, you know, it just plays out the way I hope it does. But yeah, like I said, girls are gonna move the way they want to move at the end of the day. So it's like, I don't know. I just kind of keep it as like the mentality of like it's all like, at the end of the day, everything's like not everything's fair game. But I feel like guys will always have that mentality of like if a girl has a boyfriend, like there's always that one saying like if a girl, like just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that fucking saying, bro, because when I was in a relationship, I heard that shit all the fucking time, bro, and I was like, motherfuckers, like it sucked, bro, and
like,
it
fucked with your head.
Bro, it always fucked with my head. Like it always fucked with my head when I'd be in a relationship and I'd see like friends like hooking up with dudes that had girlfriends and shit, and I'd be like, fuck, like I could be that fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's like it's just when you see shit
the
like
goalie that the guy scored on.
Exactly. It's like it puts you in that thinking, you know, situations. But again, it's always like it's good that to have that connection though with that person, to where like you don't really have to even think of shit like that. It's like you said, like you and fucking, you know, your girl have like that fucking connection of being able to like be open with one another, and like that shit's cool, bro. Like I've honestly never thought of doing that, but honestly I think I'm gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, man.
Like, I think I'm gonna start doing that because I feel like it's like you're literally just like laying all the cards out on the table. It's like, yo, like this is me, this is what I was. It's like I said earlier, and this is who I am now. It's like,
but like I said, like when you do that, you got to realize like it's not something you do with like every girl you hook up with. It's something you do.
No, it's something like with someone you're serious with, right?
And I feel like girls or whoever the other person is should get the feeling that, oh, he really wants this to be something, and he's just letting me know who he really is before we get into it.
Yeah,
he
100%.
wants to let me know everything about him because he wants this to work out. He don't want later on down the road to find out he was this person, or he used to do this, or she used to do this, or she was this person.
Right.
Like it's like almost like you got it. Like it's fucked up, but it's like you got to realize like he's telling you these things, and it's the craziest thing he's ever done or whatever. But he's doing this in the means that his meaning is that he wants, like, this is him or her letting you know, I want this to go on.
Right.
I want this to be a thing for a long time or forever, whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. But I think the memory card just ran out because this is a really good episode. I think it's very long.
Yeah.
I think it's like 2, almost 3 hours, but this is fucking good. So let me just upload this shit to my laptop.
Sure.
If it cut off, it's because the video, this thing stopped recording. Audio is amazing. But let me just put this on and we'll continue this because I have a little more questions. Maybe we'll go like another 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. All right, and we're back. Part 3.
Yeah, I think so.
I think,
this
like I said,
got to be the longest episode.
I'm pretty sure this is the longest episode I've done. But I don't know. I feel like this is like I asked you. You don't have to be anywhere, so I don't feel rushed. But I feel like the conversation is going so well. Why not continue it?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's good though too. Like I mean, in general, like it just it's like you said, the conversations have been going super good.
Why stop it?
Exactly.
Yeah. But I also like I think I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna show how long the episode is at the end. Put a story and be like, should I? Because I don't like. I'm all about just being like, this is my shit. Whatever I give you is what you're gonna listen to. But I'm also about listening to people. Like if people, are like if I want to put a poll up, should I put it in parts or should I just put one whole 3 hour episode?
Yeah.
And if people want parts, I'll put parts, and whatever people prefer is what I'm gonna go with. So
yeah,
at the end, I might put a poll up, or I might just go for it. I don't know. I
want
want to see how long it is.
Poll would probably be better.
Yeah, just to get like an idea of what people.
Mm-hmm.
But what were we talking about before? We're going to make a huge jump at this point. Hold on.
Shit. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
No, I'm saying when we were on break.
Oh, we're talking about like fucking getting into like the different dimensions and shit. And
I'll pull out my phone for this. So something we were talking about that I think would be cool to talk about that is new to me, that's all over TikTok, is those back rooms you were talking about.
Oh yeah, those backdoor room videos.
People are like, you still talking about porn? Backdoor?
No. No, it's like these fucking videos where like people. I mean, I feel like I've had dreams about them, and I don't know. It's just like you're in like a hotel or like an office room and shit, and it's just like it's literally empty. It's just you see nothing but empty and infinite rooms and doors and shit. But yeah, like that's just been popping up on my FYP like crazy the last like 2 weeks too. And it's pretty random. And it's like you said, like I don't like the videos. I don't like share them with anybody. So it's not like it's something that I'm trying to constantly like engage with to come up on my fucking FYP. It just fucking keeps coming up.
Yeah, so so all over TikTok, I get it too. Like I was telling you, like it's something that normally I think the way the algorithm works on TikTok is oh shit, I need my sunglasses. I was like, why is everything so bright? Hold on. So on TikTok, there's like I said, the way the algorithm works is the more things you like, they kind of point those kind of videos. So if you do more comedy, it's going to be the more ghost stories. It's going to be a little bit more of those, or whatever, or a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But the one that really popped up on my page, and I was like, why am I watching this? Was this something about a back room, and it was just like this creepy video that it looked like it was shot like on like a VHS camera.
Yeah.
Like all kind, not staticky, but just like older. But it'd be like these rooms that would look like an empty office building space, like weird looking carpet, like yellow, like white walls with like yellowish lighting, and like doors everywhere. Yeah. And like for me, like I was watching it, and I was like, "What am I watching? I don't get the point." And like the music is creepy; it's kind of eerie in the background. So you read the comments, and then there's so many people that are like, "I've seen this place in my dreams," or I've you know, I've thought about this place, like, and then so many people are like, "Yeah, me too," and I guess like the theory or the whatever you want to call it is the idea is that like they're it's like a building that has different doors to different dimensions, right? Is what they're saying. Yes. I know this sounds like crazy, but we were talking about this earlier, and it's something that both came up on our TikToks that, like I said, we're not really into. I don't even like them. I'm just like, this is weird. And they're still continuously popping up. And the fact that you brought it up, I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one getting these out of nowhere.
Yeah, no. And there's like people literally from, like, when you look at the comments, it's just different people, like, from all over the fucking world, like, talking about, like, oh, yeah, I've seen this. I've had those dreams, too. Like, I've seen these rooms before. And it's crazy because, like, you think about it, and it's like there's different conspiracies to them, right? It's like people are like, oh, like, each room is, like, a different dimension, or there's, like, a theory that, like, you know, we're all like in like a what's that shit called, the simulation, and that when you get into those rooms, that's you like getting out of the simulation, or I don't know, it's like weird shit like that, or that's like a kind of like a, or when you go to that's kind of like a, what's that, like an Insidious, that one that's like a, it's like not like between heaven and hell type of thing. I forgot.
I want to say derogatory, but it's not.
Purgatory. Yeah, so that's another.
Yeah. I knew that was wrong. I knew it was something. I knew if I said it, you might help you on it. Works.
Hey, tomato.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's another theory too. Is that it's like another like parallel universe, or like a purgatory for like spirits, or just different shit. I don't know. It's like there's just so many different conspiracy theories out there on like what the fuck the back rooms are. And literally nobody fucking knows what the fuck they are. I personally haven't had like specific dreams in like those. I've had dreams where like I've like looked down and I just see like one infinite like hallway, but I've never seen like little office doors like that where I've like constantly ran through, and it's like a different.
Yeah, I know. That's what, like I said,
the dreams are crazy, bro. Like I have the ability to look at kind of like switch my dreams like that though.
So when you're in your dream, do you physically tell yourself, I'm in a dream, I could do whatever I want? Yeah. You start doing crazy shit? Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that called a lucid dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how I started doing it, bro? And you're going to fucking think I'm insane. Everybody is.
They already think we're insane with what the fuck.
For real, with everybody was saying. Nah, bro. So like when I first started like hearing about like, what's that shit called? Sleep paralysis. I was so intrigued by it, bro. I was like always looking up like stories and like hearing shit. And my mom like had it like very bad. Like back in the day, like when I was younger, she used to have it very frequently. So I'd be like, damn, like that shit sounds like terrifying. Like I want to know what that feels like. I don't know why, but like I'm a huge like horror fan addict, so like shit like that like
Me too.
intrigued the fuck out of me. And like one day I don't know why, but then like I kind of started getting scared of it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I don't want to feel this shit. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, maybe if I go to sleep thinking about it, it'll probably happen. So I probably shouldn't. But subconsciously, I was still thinking about it. So I go to sleep, and the next thing you know, I'd wake up, and then the first thing they always say is like, don't sleep on your back, because if you sleep on your back, you're prone to get it. So I would sleep on my back, and then I wake up, also going to sleep thinking about it. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm in the middle of sleep paralysis now. So I'd fucking go through whatever the fuck I was going through, you know, in the sleep paralysis. And then I'd be like, fuck, just don't think about it next time again. And then there I'd go to sleep thinking of like, don't think about it. But again, subconsciously, by not telling myself to think about it, I'm thinking about it. So I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like, fuck, I'm in sleep paralysis. And that shit was tough, bro. That shit was like really terrifying. Like when you're going through that shit, like my mom has some scary ass stories with that shit. And I think like the craziest one I had was the day that I actually started lucid dreaming, because one day I told myself like, if you have it, it's because you're telling yourself mentally you're gonna have it. I was like, so you can easily like mentally tell yourself to just kind of get out of it. Like I feel like that's a different like level of like pushing it, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it to the test. So I went to sleep one day, bro, like telling myself like, you're gonna have sleep paralysis, like completely doing the opposite of what I used to, because I would have it anyway, but like I literally just forced myself. I was like,
you were mentally preparing yourself
100%. Like I was telling myself I was going to, and sure enough, I wake up like 3-4 in the morning, and it's like boom, bro, I'm like, fuck, I'm in sleep paralysis. And I knew I was because I couldn't fucking move, for one, and then two, I felt a fucking like a presence of something at the end of my bed. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm in it for sure.
That's the scariest part.
You ever seen those fucking demonic movies too, bro, where it's like there's like a possession like going on or some shit, and all you hear is like a bunch of demonic whispers. Yeah. Like all you hear is fucking like
bro, a bunch of conversations at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, that started happening to me, bro, and it was getting louder and louder, and I was like, fuck, bro, I was sweating, dude, and I was like, okay, like this is fucked. I was like, but you did this so you can undo it too. Yeah. So I just started telling myself like, just wake up, like kick your leg. That's all you got to do. You're asleep right now. All you got to do is fucking kick. And I did that. I like fucking just after like maybe 3-4 tries, like I finally like managed to kick my leg up. Fucking woke up like drenched in fucking sweat. But I was like, fuck, like that was fucked.
And you remembered everything, like if you weren't asleep. Like,
yeah, like if I wasn't asleep.
Like you woke up and like you could replay that whole dream in your head.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it fucking vividly, bro. Yeah. And it's because like I told myself mentally, like, you know, I was going to go through it, and I mentally like told myself it wasn't real, and I was able to like wake myself up from it. So from that day forward, anytime, I've actually only had sleep paralysis once since then.
Oh shit.
And it only lasted a couple seconds because like I remembered like, yo, like control it, and I did. Yeah. And since then, honestly, I'm honestly able to control every dream. Like anytime I have a shitty dream, I always manage to like kind of somehow tell myself like, yo, this is probably a dream, and there's always something that always ends up like not fitting right, you know, in the scenario. That's always like kind of throws it off and kind of brings me back, and it's like, all right, this is for sure a fucking dream, and then I'm able to just kind of switch it. It's kind of weird, bro. It's weird, bro. But like since I did that whole sleep paralysis thing, I've been able to do it, bro. It's fucking nuts.
See, I got it. The first time I got it was when I was in Korea, and I didn't even know I got it. Like I explained everything that went on that night to one of my friends, and he
told you,
and he's like, "Oh, you had sleep paralysis," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, I get it all the time." And what had happened is so
very
like
common.
I was staying in like a dorm room type room, and so like say my bed's right here. And in the corner is a little hallway, and that's where our restroom that we share with the other dorm.
Right.
And so in that hallway, I remember I was dead asleep. And what's weird is I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go to another dimension. I didn't go to like another room. It's like
it's just in your room.
It's like I passed out and then I woke up, but I was in that same room. But
but you're by yourself,
and
right?
But I was laying there. I was stuck, and all I can move is my eyes. But this is all happening in the dream. All I can do is move my eyes, and I pan over. And like I have my sunglasses on, like you can see my eyes, but like I'm panning over, like, and I'm laying down and I'm looking in this direction, and I see a figure, but it's not like, it's just like a shadow, like a smoke shadow, and it just kind of comes at me, but like I can't do what you do, like I can't tell myself like just wake up. I tell myself, okay, I'm dreaming. I know I'm in bed, like in real life,
right?
But I just write it out. And I'm just like, okay, this is happening. And dude, it's so weird, but there's times that the thing will come over and hover over me, like next to me in bed. And I'll feel like someone, if they were to push, like they get their fingers and push on the side of like my hips, like by my stomach area,
Right.
and push down like a ticklish area, but also kind of like pointing down. And then that's what wakes me up. And I'll wake up and I'll hold myself, but I don't wake up sweaty. Like it's almost like if I just took a nap and then had that and then woke up right away.
Yeah.
But like I never slept. And like I said, the first time it happened, I explained to my buddy. He's like, "Oh, you had sleep paralysis." And from that point on, I think I haven't had it as recent, but like I used to get it very often.
Right.
And I got it. Would do it so many times that I was able to tell myself like, "You're just having another one of those dreams.
Yeah.
Like just relax. Just let whatever's gonna happen. It's not real. Like you'll wake up eventually." But then there's also, what's it called when you can control your dream?
Lucid dreaming.
Lucid dream, where I think I've had lucid dreaming my entire life because as young as I was a kid, I always knew like whenever like shit got weird.
Yeah.
Like whenever
there's always that one thing that just kind of
there was something where I was like, oh wait, this isn't real. This is a dream.
100%.
And then, but I can't tell myself like, oh, I'm just gonna like just wake up, just wake up. Like I just kind of like I'm gonna wake up eventually. This is gonna end. But dude, I think I have them like every night.
Yeah, same here, bro.
But and that's another thing too is so I've heard like, have you ever had like a night where like you wake up and you're like I didn't have a dream last night, or I haven't had a dream in a week? From what I heard, everyone dreams every night. It's just sometimes and you dream whenever you're in your REM sleep, like the deepest sleep possible, and it only lasts like a minute, a couple seconds. It's very short, but it feels like a long time in your dream. That's when you're in your deepest sleep, and that's when you dream. But as soon as that dream ends and you wake up, then in the morning you're like, oh, you can tell your dream exactly how you pictured it, the way that everything looked, because it was so fresh in your mind still. But we have those nights where you sleep 8 hours, and in those 8 hours you probably slept maybe 7 hours and 28 minutes, and in those 3 minutes is when you were in your deepest sleep. But then you got out of that REM sleep maybe because you heard something, or the dogs moved or your girl moved, and then you kind of snap out of that
time, bro.
And then when you wake up you're like, I don't remember my dream, or I didn't have a dream last night, but really you did. But it just, by the time you woke up, you totally forgot about it. Isn't that weird though?
It is, dude.
It's like you wake up and you can. It's like you just replayed a movie and you can explain it, everything, the person, the way they look, the color, the everything.
For real, bro. And it's crazy, dude, because like it's like, and it's crazy how you also fuck it up by just like one little thing that happens, like when you're like obviously in real life. Because, like, it's like you literally were just imagining something in your head so vividly, right? But then just one split second, like, something in real life triggered it, and it just, boom, it's gone like that.
But like, it is fun when you realize, when you get it through your head that you're dreaming and you start controlling the dream.
It's crazy, but sometimes it's so disappointing. Like, I've had times where I'm like, fuck, I'm rich as fuck in a dream. I got, like, the fucking hottest girlfriend in the fucking world or some shit. And then I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like, this is life. And then I'm like, yo, but this is a fucking dream. Because it's like it's like you said, there's always that one little thing that feels off, where it's like, yeah, this is for sure a dream. And then I'm like, yeah, this ain't real.
See, I take a different approach. I know I'm lucid dreaming, and I know I can control this dream, and I know in a few minutes I'm gonna wake up, or however long I'm gonna wake up, and it's gonna be back to my normal regular life, that I don't like. And
But just write that bitch out. Huh?
But yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy this, couple seconds that I have in here, and I start just doing weird shit, like not weird shit, but like I start driving a monster truck through like a building, or I'll punch some random kid, like in the dream, because I'm like, it's just a dream, I can do whatever I want. And I start going crazy.
It's fucking like that guy in that fucking video just slapping fucking kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't do that.
Yeah.
The parents.
Dude, that video is a fucking classic.
It's so random too.
Dude, it is.
Doesn't it start off where he just gets triggered because his kid's getting bullied by another kid, right?
Yeah.
Or gets pushed and he goes and just smacks that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what is it, like the other, like a parent comes and he smacks a parent and he starts just smacking everybody.
Oh,
that's
man.
gotta be the funniest fucking movie.
What else were we talking about?
We were talking about that one show from the Midnight Gospel.
Oh,
like
yeah.
how crazy all that shit is, dude.
That's too much to explain. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about something a little bit easier. Let's talk about ghosts.
Oh my god.
Because you're talking about like lucid dreaming and sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Did we ever tell you about that one fucking story?
Yeah, you guys did.
like
And I
that
tried
Llorona
looking
shit?
it up. You guys never sent me the video. I was gonna put it up.
That shit was fucking nuts, dude.
The one about the Llorona
Yeah, bro.
in like San Luis or something. And it was your cousin that passed away, or Alon's cousin.
Yeah, it was like one of his friends' cousin. It was like one of his boys' cousins that fucking passed away.
That's something
Yeah,
I need
bro.
to clip up. That'd be a good clip for TikTok. If you tell that story and I could post the video.
Dude, it's honestly like such a fucking crazy ass video. Watch, let me show you. It happened like in an ejido, like right here nearby.
Fucking. Have you ever seen that one old one where I think they're like in like London or something, and they're driving a car and they pull over because there's this girl, like this white girl, and they let her in, like a hitchhiker. And they start driving, and they're like asking her questions, and then she was like, "This is where I died," and they're like, "What?" And they turn around, and dude, I'm getting chills. Saying
Dude,
it.
yeah, and then she
and
just
her
like
face gets all like the camera gets all staticky, and then you just hear screaming, and then they
Then
flip upside down,
Yeah.
and then don't you just see her feet walking away or
Yeah,
something?
and she
Oh,
just
bro, I'm
walks
getting the
away.
shivers right now.
Dude, did that video ever get debunked? I don't know if that like if
I don't
that
think
one-
it did.
It didn't, right?
I mean, maybe we can look it up on TikTok, but like.
that shit was fucking crazy though. I remember
the
like
longest-
growing up
yeah.
for the longest time, like that was one of the fucking scariest videos on the internet. Like
For
that
the,
shit
yeah,
was fucking
and for the longest,
nuts.
I mean, even for me until now, I still think it was real because, like you said, no one ever could prove it wrong. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like as far as I know, that shit was fucking real, bro. Like I don't know anybody that like. Watch, I don't know if this is it.
Did you find
Let
it?
me see if this is it. Oh, this is it, bro.
All right, let me put it to the mic and I.
That shit is fucking crazy, bro. That shit's crazy. Watch, you can see her right there, and she keeps popping up, bro. Like he just dipping. That shit is crazy, bro. This dude ends up dying like a couple days later from a heart attack. Look, there she is again.
Like the back of my neck is like the hairs are sticking up.
Dude, like it's crazy, bro. Like there she is again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
And so that's you said that's a cousin of one of you guys or something?
Yeah, so it was a friend of Alan's. It's one of his cousins from Mexico.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude. So he was actually telling me about the story, right? He was like, "Yeah, dude. Like he his cousin is passed away or whatever. He was like, he's gonna go to his funeral. He's like, yeah, man. I guess like he supposedly like said he was saying like he saw like Llorona or whatever, and then he like went to the hospital or whatever because suffered a heart attack, and then he just fucking passed away." We were like, yo, that's fucking crazy. And then I was like, yo, is it this video? Because they were like, yeah, there's a video, I guess, that he recorded and posted on his Snapchat, right? Like Alan legit showed me like the video of the guy.
That video we just watched?
Yeah, that video. Like he literally showed me like the Snapchat, like the story of it posted from like the actual
like
guys.
where it originated from?
Where it
like
originated.
the actual first.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was like, dude, I just saw this shit like on TikTok like a couple days ago. Like I was like, there's no fucking way. And I went and I looked it up, and then I was like, yeah, that's that same fucking video. Like there's no way it actually happened. Like right here, in an ejido, like right here nearby. It's like
San
pretty
Luis
close
or
to, like-
Algodones?
like it's like passing algodones. It's like between like it's like passing like cuervos and shit. It's kind of like one of those like really really small ejidos. Like it's a really really small.
It
ejido.
looked like it.
It's
like
small,
like,
bro.
was he all by himself?
So it looked like it was one of these. So there's this city, bro, and I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's in that little area right there, bro. But there's this one city that specifically is like said to like have sightings of La Llorona, and like it's a city where people like specifically like stay the fuck away from like at night. Like people like I guess know like you don't fucking walk there at night, like because I guess there's like sayings or sightings that like if you go there at night, like you're not gonna fucking like make it out alive.
Yeah.
So I don't remember specifically what the fuck that city is called, but I remember when I was watching this shit, I was like fucking hooked, dude. When Alan told me that shit, like, yo, it's like my homie's fucking cousin or whatever, I was like, yo, like there's just no way. Like that's kind of nuts. Like especially like if it's right here. So I just started looking it up, and yeah, it was like it's a small ejido. It's like right here nearby. It's just I can't remember like the specific name of it, but
Yeah, no, fucking. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has their own little like urban legends in their towns, but like growing up in Yuma alone, like that's always was a big one. Cause I remember when I was younger, we'd go to Algafo and people would always be like, there's like a certain road you go down, and it's just like it's a empty like dirt like desert road,
Right.
and that if you come like at a certain time and you see shit from people getting in car accidents or whatever.
Right.
And so from that point on, like when I was a younger kid, that always sparked my interest because I like. Obviously as a kid, and even now it still kind of scares me, spooks me out, but I'm very interested to see something, to have my own story. So like, and then from then on, like anytime I'm like going down and traveling like down a back empty road, I'm always looking.
Right.
And actually, the road right here, I don't know, what's the road that goes, so like if say not right here at the, like right before the freeway, there's this road that goes all the way down, goes past the Walmart, past the new 4th Ave.
Oh, 32nd Street.
Okay, that road right here from like, right here at there's like a tire shop.
Okay.
From here down, there's just like like a dirt, like no, not a dirt road, but it's like on one side is the freeway, and the other side are like these like random. There'll be like a house, there'll be like a little business, and then there'll be like houses, and then like the little water refill stations.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a real dark road, and it's between here and like the new Walmart,
Right.
or the new 4th Ave. But on that road, like my girl and her little brother, when they would come and they'd be by themselves, they're like, late at night, I see this old man. And he's like walking up and down, and like the only thing that scared me was like my girl had told me, and I was like, all right, like you're fucking crazy. And then one day we're leaving Walmart with her little brother, and he's like, hey, like have you seen like the old man? And she's like, the guy with the hat, the one that has like the little backpack. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, okay, now there's 2 people that seen it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, what the fuck? So for the longest time I was coming down that road, and I'd come late at night. And I'd be looking, like I'd have my high beams on. I don't give a fuck if I was like blinding people. I have the brights on, and I'm like
Fucking
looking on the side of
searching.
the road. And then a couple of days ago, like my girl like called me, and she's like, "Never mind, the guy's real. Like it's not a ghost. Like
It's a real fucking
yeah."
thing.
She's like, "I saw him when I went to Walmart. And I saw him coming back, and he went back to his house across the street." Like I was like, "Wow!" But dude, I was so in, like I said, it spooked me out. It scared me, but I would, dude, like, it's bad of me probably, but I was looking for it.
Right.
Like, it was almost like when people use the Ouija board, like, they're looking for trouble.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not just hoping they come across it. Like, they're physically trying to get, that's their goal. And that's usually me.
Dude, so that was me when Alan got his fucking Tesla. The first thing I did when he got his Tesla, I was like, yo, let's drive this bitch to the cemetery. Because it detects whenever there's like people and cars around you.
Yeah,
like
you guys, yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, let's drive this bitch to the Tesla. And he's fucking, he gets scared as fuck with that type of shit. So he was like, fuck no, I'm
Didn't
not
you say you don't
doing
even
it.
like scary movies?
He
or
does
something?
it, yeah. He's terrified, bro. He fucking hates scary movies. And I fucking convinced him, and we went. He was terrified, bro. But I was like, nah, fuck it. I look, you want to go do it again, too. Like, I want to go at least a couple times.
I'd be down to go with you.
Dude, yeah, that'd be fucking funny as fuck to vlog, bro. Like, just fucking driving down that shit. Imagine, bro, like, you're just driving and you just one fucking little just pops up right there on the Tesla shit. But you look and there's no one there.
Dude, I'd be down to go, and then we could do, we could vlog it.
Or we could go live while we fucking do it. That'd be fucking funny, too.
Dude, we'll vlog, go live, and do a podcast in the Tesla.
That'd be funny
It'll be Alon driving, you in the passenger seat, me in the middle, like, and we're just looking. We'll have like a dash cam to spot everything. Dude, we could totally make this work.
That'd be funny as fuck.
All we need is his Tesla,
Alan.
and then he gives me, and then I'll finally get a ride in a Tesla.
For real.
When he came last time, his fucking parents dropped him off. I was like, oh man, I thought I was gonna get a ride in the Tesla. He's like, no. He's like, my parents had to take it home. I was like, okay.
For real. That's because he knew I was fucking coming, so he was like, all right, fuck it. Catch the ride with me.
But no, my grandma used to live over there by the cemetery. Actually, her backyard. It's her backyard. There's a fence, and the cemetery's right over. Really? And growing up, we went there. I stayed over there overnight all the time. Like, dude, it's so fucked up. We'd hop the fence and go play baseball and shit in the cemetery. Mm-hmm. But it didn't scare me as a kid.
Right.
Like, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
But isn't that weird how,
Honestly,
like...
I didn't really as a kid either.
What's that?
Like, I would think it scared me as a kid, like, kind of being around cemeteries and shit. But I feel like it scares me more now as an adult, like, being around a cemetery than it
because you understand what a cemetery is. As a
yeah,
kid,
true.
I don't remember... Or I guess I would go to funerals, but I don't think I physically saw the body going raised into the dirt. So when I just saw a field with a bunch of plaques that people dedicated to his person.
Yeah,
but they're not here, and even if they were, they're underground, they're dead. I didn't really understand ghosts, I guess. So maybe that's why.
That's true.
But
like we have a deeper understanding of like fucking life and death and shit. So it's like Yeah.
It shit scares you more.
It definitely does.
Which that's another thing is like, I realized when you're younger, we fucking throw ourselves off like roofs and stuff, not thinking about the consequences because we haven't lived through, like, we haven't jumped off a roof and broke our leg, and then years we're like, no, let's not do that again because last time we did it. Like, we don't have those experiences yet.
Yeah.
So we're so open to try new things. Like for me, like my dad has like the Razor, you know, like the carts like you go dooning in. And when I was younger, dude, I'd hop on that thing. He could be like whipping bowls, launching. I didn't give a fuck. Dude, now when I get on with him, now that I'm older and I'm aware that the things that could possibly happen, we could flip, we could die.
Yeah.
You know, we could get fucked up really bad.
So
whatever.
cautious,
I'm more cautious and it ruins it for me. Like,
Yeah.
I tell my dad, I'm like, I will not get in there unless I'm drunk. Because we've rolled, and I've rolled like recently, not recently, like within like the past 3-4 years, we've rolled. And
that's just traumatizing.
I was so
bro.
buzzed or drunk that everything happened so quick. 1 minute we're racing up the hill. Next thing I know, we're crawling out of the Razor. But you're so like buzzed and you're just like having a good time. You don't think about that. And you're more relaxed, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I'm sober, I'm like tight as fuck holding onto the handle. And I'm like biting my teeth and I start getting a headache. And I'm just like, every time we like turn like kind of sharp, going like 40 miles per hour in the sand, I just assume we're going to roll. And it ruins it for me. But I'm like, why wasn't I like this before? Before I was way crazier. Why would I be crazier at a young age? But it's like we didn't have those experiences. And now that I'm older and I've rolled a few times, I'm like, this could possibly happen, and it ruins things.
And this
for me.
could go wrong. Yeah, I agree, bro. Like, I feel like, you know, when that thought hits me the most, bro, is when I'm at a fucking like pool party or something, and I'm seeing people do backflips into the pool, and I'm like, yeah, let me do it. And then I'm like, yeah, nah. I used to do them like fucking nothing back when I was a kid, bro. I fucking didn't think twice about fucking hitting my fucking neck or, you know, head on the cement and shit. But now, bro, I'm like at a pool party and I'm, you know, like I'm a couple beers in and shit, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking bust my shit open. Like, I'm not trying to do this right now. So I'm like, nah, maybe I'll just dive in.
Yeah.
I'll
But
just jump in this bitch.
and then even like when we were younger, we'd go to Ensenada, Rosarito, Mexicali, like all that stuff. And as a kid, I didn't care where my parents were taking me. Like, I knew I was safe because I was with them, and I didn't realize the bad things that were going on. Dude,
That's
now when
true.
I go to Mex, I'm so like aware of
On
everything. I'm
edge,
so on
yeah.
edge, and it's terrible.
100%.
And like for instance, me and my girl and her parents had gone to we went to Cancun, and then from there we went to not Guatemala. I want to say Guatemala, but it's not. Guadalajara. Dude, as soon as we landed, we get in the taxi, and I'm looking around. I'm like, man, Guatemala's pretty nice. And the fucking taxi driver turned around, and in like Spanish, he was like, "What did he say?" And he's like, "He knows we're not in Guatemala, right?" And dude, the whole trip I kept saying Guatemala. We went to Guadalajara, and bro, it was scary. Like, so we get there, and I'm wearing my chain. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a flashy chain that looks real.
Right.
It's not real. And I'm wearing my Jordans, and we go and my girl's wearing her jewelry and stuff. And once again, it's not real. It's just like looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going into the hotel, and then we go put our stuff up in the room. We're coming out, and the security or like the bellhop guys, like the older guys, they were telling, and I obviously don't understand Spanish very well, so they were telling my girl and her parents, like, hey, like, you should tell them to change, like, don't wear jewelry, change his shoes, tell her to take her jewelry off, like if you pull your phone out, like, don't pull it out for too long because people just come up and swipe
Snatch,
it.
yeah.
And I'm like, and so I'm over here like, man, this is fun. I'm about to get fucked up in Guatemala and have a good ass time. And then they start walking back into the lobby. I'm like, where are we going? And then my girl's like, we got to go change. I was like, why? And she tells me all that. I'm like, I was like, why the fuck are we here then?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna enjoy this at all. And so we're walking around, and like it started getting like, it was probably like 6:37, started getting dark, and so we started heading back to the hotel, and like there was things going on, and I wanted to go see them, but like we couldn't because they told us like you don't want to be out past nighttime, like nothing good happens, like every night something is going down.
Right.
So it was terrible, but what I'm getting at is my girl was telling me, she's like, it's so weird how dangerous it is now and how aware I am of where I'm at. When she's like, when we were younger, like she's like, because they used to go there, her and her parents used to go there all the time when they were little,
Right.
when she was little.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, we'd be out late at night having dinner and going to watch shows and going here and there. And she was like, and then she's like, maybe it wasn't as bad, but she was like, but they weren't like it wasn't like she was like I was fine because I was with my parents, I was safe.
Right.
And now that we're older and we're in these places, she's like, it's fucking dangerous. She's like, what the fuck was I doing here?
Yeah, but
and it's not. And once again, I'm not saying it's a dangerous place. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
and it's so much fun. You can have fun if you know where you're going. What I'm saying is, from what they told me of the area I was in, I just didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to assume Mexico's not safe. Like Mexico is just like here. Mexico has good places and bad places, just like we do. You know, we have school shootings too. Like, you know, bad things happen here.
My friends actually both went to Guadalajara like last year, and I was supposed to go, but I ended up flaking out like literally like the night before we were supposed to take off because they had nothing planned, bro. Nothing planned. Like literally, I was like, "Yo, so what are we going? What the fuck are we doing?"
They just got a ticket there. They're like, we don't know where we're staying. We don't know where we're going.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yo, I'm literally not trying to do that shit. Like, I have way too much anxiety to be doing a last minute trip to Guadalajara like
wandering
unplanned." Around. Yeah, I was like, "Fuck that. Like, if I don't know where the fuck I'm staying, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing, like, there's just no fucking way I'm gonna even go." So I ended up canceling, but I mean, they look like they fucking had the time of their life. I mean, they even fucking went, like, partied in clubs and fucking went out and did all that shit, you know, while they were out there. Puerto Vallarta, they fucking love that shit too, which is like, I think 6 hours away. You just gotta drive, or get somebody to drive you. And that's the thing though, like, they didn't give a fuck. Like, they went up to taxi drivers, like, they didn't give a fuck. They were just asking random people. Crazy, like, yeah, it's nuts. Like, I personally couldn't fucking do it, but I mean, you know, hats off to them. But then again, they were both born in fucking Mex, like both of them were.
Yeah,
so,
see, that's
so
to
like
them it's home. It's like it's like us walking around on 8th Street. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. Yeah.
And people could be like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And we're like, "Yo, trust me, we're good."
Yeah,
like, I
we
grew up here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, man. Like, I just remember, like, I was just so and it kind of it ruined the trip for me. But luckily, we were only there for like 2 days. Like, I legit could not wait to leave there, just because, like I said, it looked beautiful and it looked it was. Dude, we got to go see the church where Canelo got married.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was dope.
In Guadalajara. Oh yeah, that's right. He's from Guadalajara.
Uh-huh.
That's why actually we were supposed to go because we were gonna go to Vicente Fernandez's ranch, and he was like, when you go to his ranch, he usually like performs at it, and then he has like a fucking like a little restaurant there.
Mm-hmm.
So you eat food and then watch him perform.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he ended up passing away, so they didn't end up doing that. But
okay, it was recent then.
Yeah,
A year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, about a year ago. So we ended up not doing that, but they still ended up going. But again, I wanted to go do all the tourist shit, like go to Tequila, Jalisco.
Dude, I wanted to go to Tequila too.
Yeah, but
we were gonna go, but it just my girl's parents didn't want to go, and I didn't want to go without them.
Uh-huh.
So my girl's like, you can go, and I was like, we'll go where they go.
Yeah. No, yeah, same here. Like, they weren't trying to do all that tourist shit. Like, they were just trying to go like party, fucking go crazy out there. And I'm like, I just don't know if I'm trying to do that while I'm deep in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I have nothing planned. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck that. I'm down to do all the tourist shit when I'm like with 20, 30 other people. You know, I'll do that shit all day, but I ain't trying to fucking go party nowhere I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, yeah. When we went, when we got there, my girl was telling, I was like, because I didn't realize. I was like, where's the beach? She's like, oh, we're not in that area. Like, we're away from like the edge. Like, we're in the middle of Mexico area. I was like, oh, like not deep middle, but like, you know, we're away from like the beaches.
Yeah.
So I was like, then what's there to do here? Like, I just assume when we go to Mexico, we went to Cancun, we went to Tulum. There's water, there's beaches, which I love. So if it's whack or if I'm scared, I'll just go to the beach and have a good time. Like, I can do that.
Right.
So like, then what are we gonna do here? And she's like, oh well, they have we can go to Tequila, and I was like, what do you mean go to Tequila? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you? And she's like, well, it's a place. And I was like, oh. And I was like, do they make tequila? She's like, yes. She's like, there's like a whole like.
They like teach you how to like grow. Well, they didn't teach you how to grow it, but they show you how the process of it. And
yeah,
shit.
And then she's like, and then like they give you free samples, and she's like, we just go on a tour and we get drunk. And I was like, hell yeah! Like, I love alcohol, I love tequila. Like, I'm all about, you know, I was super interested. Like, and I even watched YouTube videos and they seem kind of boring, but I was like, but it was interesting to me. Yeah. Like how, and then like just the plant, the agave plant, all that shit. Like it was agave, right? Is what they used.
Yeah, agave.
Yeah, and so just seeing all that, but we ended up not going because the first tour was like at, I think like 7. The bus took off from our hotel to go there, and the next one wasn't until later, and it ended at night. So we were like, well, we either go early as hell, or we go at night, or we go later on and then come back at the nighttime, and then we, you know, hope we don't get robbed, I guess, or something. I don't know. That's
like the biggest risk you're always running. And that is one thing though that they do tell you, like when you look up YouTube videos and shit of like traveling to Guadalajara and just like Tequila, Jalisco, and just in general, Like they always tell you like just watch out for like pickpocketers and shit like that. Like just in general. Honestly, anywhere you go though, like honestly any foreign country, like fucking Paris. I heard Paris is like one of the worst.
Oh yeah, I heard
I
that
heard
too.
Paris is actually terrible, bro. Like, you know, no disrespect to like Paris or anybody from Paris, but like I've literally heard it's the worst fucking place.
People in
to
Paris are
travel
like,
to.
I fucking heard America's terrible,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
nah, seriously, bro. I heard they hate
9/11.
I've heard they hate Americans over there, bro. Like I don't know if I'm wrong, but like I heard that you go and fucking to Paris and they find out you're American, like they fucking despise you, like.
They spit on us.
Yeah, like probably, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't fucking doubt it. But like, I heard you go and you go to the Eiffel Tower and like you see fucking trash and like shit
It's
everywhere.
not what we. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
people thinking like you go to L.A. and Hollywood and you're like, fuck yeah, like L.A. Hollywood, and
The
then you fucking
stars,
yeah, and you go fucking 10 blocks or not even 10 blocks, more like fucking 20 feet.
Bro,
down,
in
and
front of
you're
the
like,
wax
you're
museum, you got like 5 homeless people like trying to
Yeah,
fuck each other.
Exactly, bro. You fucking go 20 feet down and you're in Skid Row. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like fucking nuts. It's crazy though. Like people picture, especially like Hollywood, is good at fucking glamoring shit and making it seem one thing, and then show up in real life and it's like, fuck, I paid fucking.
All they did was show this frame.
Yeah.
They didn't go away from any of that, like not even an inch or nothing. They just saw that. It's funny you brought up Skid Row because once again, when I was younger, we were there. We were down in Hollywood, and I wanted to see the stars. So it was for like during my birthday, and it was me, my parents, and my uncle. And I was probably like 10 at the time, and he's probably like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still like in that youngish age. So it was around the time when the Lakers had just won the championship. Like they
Right.
won the final game, and so we were at a hotel like 2-3 blocks away from the main strip where all the stars and stuff are, like on the floor.
Right.
And so my parents like, no, we're tired. Like, you go ahead, like go with your uncle. You know, well, he's only 15, but to me he's like he's an adult. So we go down 3 blocks, fucking through these neighborhoods, and then we end up at the thing, and we're going, and dude, it's fucking crazy. There's people doing donuts in the street. There's people running around. Like, it wasn't like a fucking, like people were starting things on fire, but there was people like ghost riding the whip, like, all these crazy things going on. And it was just cool to see. But I remember at one point we were just walking, and he was like, let's just go to the end and then we'll go back.
Mm-hmm.
Like one time I was like, I'm down. And we got to the end and we got to Skid Row, but I didn't know at the time. We literally passed by the that one hotel, the famous one. Come on, you know it.
Fuck.
It's at the tip of my tongue. I see the fucking building. Come on, what is it?
Shit. When I think of hotels, I always think like Hard Rock.
No, it's the one where they found the dead body up in the water tanks. Come on, people that are listening, they know what I'm talking about.
That was here. I thought that
no,
was
that
in
was
Japan.
no, that was in L.A. It was in L.A. No,
Really?
the girl was Asian though.
Oh,
That's racist, but the girl was Asian.
No,
Just because
fuck,
she's
is
Asian,
that-
you assumed it happened in Japan.
But I thought like the person that you're talking about the one where she was like running away into the elevator, right? And
Yeah,
then-
doing schizophrenic shit.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh.
okay, hold on.
Okay. Shit. Fuck. I don't know why I just thought that was in Japan.
You fucking. The Roosevelt Hotel.
Oh,
This
okay,
one. I'm
okay,
gonna show
okay.
you pictures and then you'll see. So the Roosevelt Hotel. It's this one. It's literally the lobby is in Skid Row. But
Really?
so from the documentary, from what I got, was that back in the day, like maybe late 1800s, 1900s, when all the movie stars were big, like Marilyn Monroe and stuff, that was like a glamorous hotel. Like the richest of the rich stayed there. They had like a penthouse at the top. Like it was like magnificent. It was beautiful. It was packed. Frank Sinatra stayed there. And then they went through the Great Depression, and that whole area just went down. And Skid Row became a thing. All the homeless people started staying around there. So then people, like shitty people, started renting it. Serial killers would kill people in there. People would commit suicide in there. Just like the weirdest people would go and stay there.
Right.
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, he was a big one. He murdered people in there.
Shit.
Anyways, so I was, me and my uncle we go and we hit the end, and we walked to the part where the stars ended, and it was just tiles, empty tiles.
Yeah.
And then it was just regular cement. And we look around, and there's like an empty lot with a broken fence. And we look across, and there's just like weird people. And I see the hotel, but I didn't know it was that hotel at the time. I was just like, this place is weird. Years later, I found out we were in Skid Row. We had wandered into Skid Row, and that was the end. And we were just like, oh, okay, let's just turn around. And then we went across the street and then walked all the way back up the strip to see the other things on the other side of the street.
Right.
But dude, it was just fucking weird. Like once I got older and I realized where I was at and what it all meant and the things that go on down there, I was like, what the fuck? Like I could have died. I could have been like kidnapped or murdered or raped or like. Because like I said, it was my uncle, and I saw him as an older adult. Like, he could take care of me, but he was only 15. Like, I remember being 15. I couldn't take care of myself, let alone another fucking kid.
Right.
If some adult on crack fucking attacked us.
Yeah.
And, but, yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, actually, dude, it's funny you say that because, like, I literally just seen, and this was after I had just got back from my trip from LA when we were there in LA. So it was Alan's first time being in LA. Not first time, but like it was his first time he had actually like really been like in downtown LA or really like gone to like the nearby areas. And he was so like shocked, bro, and surprised to see how LA was. Like we were in Skid Row, he was shocked, bro. He was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, where the fuck am I?" And I was like, "Bro, like this is Skid Row. Like this is what the fuck like downtown LA is. Like it's just like this like all the fucking time." And I remember like a couple days after seeing that shit, because we got approached by like so many fucking crackheads. There was one dude that was like at one point like throwing up all sorts of fucking gang signs at us and like just straight dogging us like crazy. And I the first thing I told Alan was like, because Alan's like it was new to him, so he's very like, me and him are both confrontational, but I'm also like I also know how to read the fucking room.
Is he not street smart?
No.
It sounds like that's what you're getting at.
It sounds, yeah, he definitely is not.
He's
like
that guy's
smart.
weird.
Yeah, no,
why
he
is
was. We were
why is he putting fingers up at
so
us?
we're fucking walking, right, and this guy's throwing up gang signs at us and fucking looking at us all crazy. And Alan's like, "What the fuck's wrong with that guy, bro?" And I'm like,
"You're like, bro."
Yeah, I'm like, dude, just
act like he's not even there.
Don't make eye contact, bro. Like,
just keep walking.
Just keep walking, bro. You just
act like it's a kiosk in the mall.
You literally just gotta treat them like NPCs and just act like they don't fucking exist. Like, you just keep fucking walking, bro. There was one point we were walking, right, and there's this one dude. He's on fucking crutches, bro, and he's fucking like walking right. Some homeless dude walking on crutches, and like I'm literally like trying to give him room like to walk past me because I don't want to be rude or anything, and I'm like trying to give him space, and the motherfucker like gets in my fucking face and goes, "What do you want to do? Kiss me or something?" And I was just like, the fuck? I was like, I just completely ignored the dude. Like, I could tell he was on some shit.
To do, yeah.
And I just kept walking, bro. Like, I knew I could rock the guy if I wanted to, but like, what the fuck am I gonna go through that trouble with some crackhead for? I just kept walking, but Alan's like tripping balls, bro. He's like, "Bro, the fuck did that guy just say, bro?" He's like, "What the fuck? You just gonna let him tell you that?" Like, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, bro,
you
like,
don't know.
Just keep walking, bro. Just keep walking. You just gotta go. Like, you don't even know if like they got a knife or they got a strap or like, you just don't fucking know with those motherfuckers.
And it's not even worth it.
Yeah, it
the
really
guy could
isn't.
bite you or some.
Yeah,
some
bro, and I
weird
get fucking like fucking herpes or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. Like, it really isn't fucking worth it. And I was just really surprised though. Like, he really was shocked like on how that shit is, dude. And like I said, it was crazy because days later I was on TikTok just scrolling, right, and I see a dude who just records himself like on the daily, like going through LA, like driving on his bike.
I follow a guy like that, but it's more like happy stuff. It's not like that, but it's like, I love it because I love LA. I wish I could go all the time. I love the atmosphere. Like, I know it's sketchy and I know it's not the best place to be at right now.
Yeah, and it's like everywhere, right? It's like there's places that have like, you know, it's good areas and shit, you know. But like for the most part, like downtown LA, it's definitely not like what people fucking think it is, for sure. But it's even like downtown Phoenix. Downtown Phoenix has its areas. Downtown San Diego has like a certain area too where it's like straight fucking smells like piss everywhere.
Yeah, once you go past Gaslamp, like.
Exactly. Yeah, go past Gaslamp and it's literally like fucking gross. So it's like you don't want to be out there past fucking like 7 p.m. Like, you really don't. But yeah, dude, I was watching that video and it's some dude driving on his bicycle like in fucking what is it, in Skid Row, and the caption was like, this couple didn't know they were in Skid Row. And it was
I think I saw it, and he was like trying to help him, like, bro, come with me.
Yeah. He's like telling him like, oh, like your Uber, tell him to pick you up over here. Like, tell him to pick you up over here.
I
and
saw
he's
that.
like, you're literally about to get robbed right now.
And
there was
so
like
sweet.
some
they're
people
like,
yeah, bro, but like
and they're
all
nice
fucking
clothes
fancy and shit.
Yeah,
like, yeah, bro.
They're like fucking Bruce Wayne's parents and shit.
Yes, bro, dude. Tell me that somebody put that in the dude. I think was that you in the comments?
Bro, I be coming with some good shit, but no, that wasn't me.
Somebody put that shit in the comments, I think, bro, and they're like, "Yo, this looks like fucking the beginning of Batman Begins or some shit," bro. I was like, no way.
But No, yeah. That's funny that we saw the same video because once you start explaining it, I was like, I've heard this, I've seen this before, and I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, and it's funny though because it's really people really don't know that that's how Skid Row is though. Like you can literally from the blink of an eye be getting fucking mugged or fucking stabbed or whatever. Like it's crazy, you know what I mean? But it's like everywhere. Like every fucking place has its areas like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot. But no, no. Going back to everything, but like, yeah, just. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My bad. Isn't it like, I don't know, for you it's probably like babysitting in a way, but I like with my girl, she didn't get out too much. So the first time she ever went to Hollywood like that, those areas were with me. So she didn't know how everything. Once again, she only saw it as what she saw in the movies and what she saw on reality shows and stuff.
Right.
I took her to Sunset Boulevard, Beverly Hills, just to see. And she's like, "Oh my god, like I've seen this in the movies, I've seen this in the TV shows." But it was cool for me to give her that street smart because I didn't think I was street smart.
Right.
Like I think like I can spot like some weirdos and be like, okay, I'll stay away from them. But like I hang out with like other people that were literally born and raised and still live in those streets, and like they're just like, bro, like fuck that guy, he's weird. Like they just know like he's not about that life. Like just fucking bro, get the fuck out of here, you know. But and then some they're just like, bro, just keep walking, like you know.
100%.
And so I always see that, and I would like envy those people. I'm like, damn, like that's so cool that like it's a cool thing to know like your surroundings that good.
Right.
Especially like dangerous shit like that. Like you can like look at him and be like, bro, he's not about that life. Like he's not gonna do anything. He's just talking like he's on crack or something. Like leave him alone. Right. So anyway, so me and my girl go, and it was midday, and we're walking through the like by the wax museums and everything. And same thing kind of happened to her. You know, like you get those people. You know, you see the Spider-Man, the Batmans, the Shrek people dressed up that want to take pictures with people. Right. The characters. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And there was one, I think it was like Spider-Man, it was like Spider-Man, SpongeBob, and like
the ones that are like
Dora.
try to get you to take a picture, and then
and then once you take a picture, they're like, okay, now,
like give me $20.
Yeah, so we were passing by them, and then she was like, oh look, and then I was like, yeah, just keep going, and then we run into this guy, and he has like these parrots on him, like two on his shoulder, one on his head, and one in his hand, and then she's like, oh look, and we're about to go into this museum. I'm like, yeah, just ignore it. And she's like, no, look, like, and then the guy's like, look, you can hold it, like and so she's like holding it, and then she's like, look, it doesn't do anything. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, like put it back. And the guy's like, oh, and then she's like, babe, take my picture. I'm like, no, and the guy's like, go ahead, like take her picture, like it's fine, like I'll move out the way. I'm like, no, it's fine, like we're good, we gotta go in. And so like I was like, babe, let's go. And so I pull her in, and we're walking, and she's like, why wouldn't you take my picture? I was like, that's how they get you. Yeah. Once, even if they're not in the picture, it's their bird on your shoulder. The minute you take a picture, they're like, all right, that's $20. Yeah. And if you don't pay it, they're gonna fucking harass you, or they're gonna do some shit to you. Yeah. And like, she was like, no way. And I was like, trust me. I was like, it's like that around here. Like you just gotta know. And she's like, oh wow. And at that moment, I was like, motherfucker, I got street smarts. Yeah. Like I don't want to like
I'm that guy that
I belong in these. Like I came from the trenches. Like it just felt cool. And I know I'm not saying it's cool to come up from that. Like I came from an amazing life. Like I was blessed to have like a good life. I didn't have to go through all that. But it was just cool in that moment. Like I can show that to her. Yeah. So when you say that about Alan, like it's just like it's kind of like it sucks to babysit that person, but at the same time, like you're just like you're introducing them to a new world that they're like, oh man, I did not know it was like that. Like I did not think this was real life.
Yeah, and like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he definitely like we both definitely grew up in like the like I guess not the best sides like from here in town. So like I guess like he could say he's street smart like here, but like street smart here in like Yuma definitely is not the same as like being street smart in like LA fucking or just any really major city.
No, yeah, because you could have 100 crackheads, but only 5 of them are actually gonna fuck with you. But you gotta be able to pick them out and point them out, and who like you can either just like, bro, get the fuck out of my face, or just like, bro, just keep walking. Don't say anything, just look down and keep walking.
Yeah, like that guy's got nothing to lose. Yeah, 100%. It definitely is a difference.
But you know, and it's funny because when like going back to when we went to Mexico and went to Guadalajara, not Guatemala. Coming back to Yuma, I felt like Superman. Yeah, I was like, bro, if I like, not that I went out anywhere, but I was like, I felt pretty good over there. Like it was scary over there. Over here, the scariest thing here to me wasn't scary no more. Yeah. So we were driving around late at night, like on 8th Street, trying to go get some tacos, and I was like, isn't it weird how we could just drive around and we know this is a bad area, but we don't. It's not bad to us because we know what street not to turn on or what block not to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and she's like, and then that's when she put it in my head. She's like, well, that's how it was in Mexico. She's like, yeah, you were scared, but it's just like we went to Yuma. Not everywhere in Yuma was bad. She's like, they were just telling us like, watch where you're going. Just like if anyone new came to Yuma, it's like Yuma's a nice place, but just be careful where you go.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess I definitely see that point because it's like, you know, Guadalajara. There's like people. There's actually a lot of people, bro, that like have moved from the U.S. to like Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, and they live there and they're perfectly fine living there. I mean, as long as they don't get involved in any of that stupid shit, like they don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? But I think as far as like, I think it's like everything, right? Like if you want to get into trouble, you're gonna seek it for sure, right? Like if you like, you're gonna find that shit if you're looking for it. But I feel like if you're just kind of like staying away from it and not really trying to get yourself in it, you really won't. But again, it's like kind of one of those situations where like it's like, you know, Skid Row, it's kind of like you just can't avoid it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's trouble regardless, like, and no matter fucking what time you're there. But definitely like being out there at night is fucked. And then probably in most parts, like in Guadalajara and shit, like you just don't want to be out there at night.
Bro, we when we were in Guadalajara, we went, we got in a taxi ride. And I forgot where we went to, like a little city down the ways. And as we're driving, like, dude, this fucking taxi driver, like, I'm not even joking, would like cut off a fucking semi truck that was going maybe 30, and he was going, and he just like cuts in right away. And I'm like, bro, like he could just like and crash into us. And like he's driving crazy. Like people are walking in the street, and instead of slowing down, letting them walk, he just goes like goes around them, or like goes in front of them real quick because he knows he can make it. Like all this shit. And then we're like, then we finally get to a little town, and we're like a couple blocks away. So he's like going through traffic, cruising, and my girl's dad's sitting in the front, and we're all sitting in the back seat, and he's asking him like, hey, have you ever hit anyone? And he's like, yeah, I've hit about like 4 people, but like 2 of them were okay. The other 2, they had to go to the hospital, but I think they were okay. But like said it like so nonchalant, so calm,
right? Yeah.
And once again, I'm back there like, you know, just enjoying the view, just like, oh, this place is cool.
Watching
and I see all the
yeah.
jewelry stores, all the alcohol, the liquor store, all the tequila I'm gonna buy. And then I'm like, what'd he say? And she's just like, he said that he hit like 4 people. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like,
dude, and it's a crazy thing too, is like when you're out in Mexico, you have to learn how to drive like them in order to survive, bro.
I drove in Cancun. I had to, but luckily Cancun is like in the jungle. So it's like where we were staying, you had to get on the freeway, go to another area. And then it was like Xcaret?
Oh yeah.
The resort. So we just went from like jungle area, like clean area, to like freeway to like that area. Yeah. So it wasn't going through neighborhoods or nothing. But dude, when we got to Guadalajara, we got a Uber or a taxi from the hotel or from the airport to the hotel, and then driving around everywhere else. And I was like, there's no fucking way that we would have rented a car and I would have been forced to drive. I was like, I would have got out and like I can't drive in here. And she's like, well, no, that's why when we're here, we're gonna Uber and taxi everywhere. I was like, okay, thank you. But dude, it was crazy. Like not even just the taxi driver, like people cutting people off. Yeah. And then like people, it's like people are just honking. It could be like traffic way backed up, and just someone in the back is still honking, like if the car in the front has anything to do with it. Yeah. Like, bro, the fucker, it's like 40 cars in front of you. That is what's the problem, not the one in front of you. Like if you honk at him, he's gonna honk. Like it was like that. You hear like bam, 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 and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? It was so fucking crazy. It was so surreal, and I was like, yeah, I've seen movies like this.
That's what fucking New York is like, bro.
Bro, I want to go to New York so bad. My shout out to our photographer Tara and George, happy couple. They're out there right now on vacation, and they've been just posting pictures. And I told them, I was like, bro, I'm like vicariously living through your stories because I want to go to New York so bad.
Yeah, like Alan went and he said he hated it. But that's because like he didn't do any of the New York shit. Like he went to like maybe like probably a couple small bars or clubs and did like his NFT stuff, and then that was it. But like he didn't actually do any of the New York experiences and shit. So I feel like if I went, I don't know, I feel like I'd go and actually like visit all the tourist spots and actually go visit all the like monuments and shit. Like actually like experience it. But I don't know, I've always wanted to go too though. Like New York definitely looks dope as fuck. New York and Tokyo are like the 2 like main places that I really, really want to travel to. And Canada.
Oh, Canada would be dope. I always want to go to Niagara Falls. I have a huge thing for fucking waterfalls for some reason. I don't know why.
Bro, yeah.
They're like the most amazing thing to me, and like I think it's because when I watch like Jurassic Park or like King Kong,
Right.
you see like the beautiful like open area, and you see that one big ass mountain with the waterfall, and you see fucking a T-Rex coming over.
Yeah.
So when I see that in real life, I'm like looking at him like this is real, and then I'm just like waiting for a T-Rex to come over the backside of the mountain, you know. And
Yeah.
but they fascinate me so much. So yeah, Canada would be cool, but I guess you could go to Niagara Falls in the New York side, huh?
Can you actually?
I think so. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong. Someone can double check that, but I'm not. I don't.
I'm honestly not too sure. I didn't even know Niagara
I
Falls
think there's a
was
New York
in
side.
Canada up until like 3 days ago.
Oh really?
Yeah, because this one girl I was talking to, she was like telling me about it. She was like, because I had asked her if she had ever been to Canada, and she was telling me, oh yeah, I went wherever Niagara Falls is, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was in Canada. I really didn't. I thought that was fucking here in the States. So I guess it is, right? Part of
so
New York.
if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it may. So if I'm not maybe like the beautiful side we see like on National Geographic is on the Canada side,
Right.
but there's also like that flows into the New York side, so like our side,
Okay.
like the U.S. side. So there's also like technically you could be at the Niagara Falls, but it's not what you want to see. You want to go to the Canada side.
Right.
I don't know, but no man, New York's always been a thing for me. Would you rather prefer living out in the middle of nowhere in the woods with like your dog and a shotgun and like a beautiful like 5-bedroom like 2-story home with like a fireplace and shit and like all this and like going fishing and hunting, or would you rather be in the city downtown like in a loft like around clubs and businesses and that stuff?
So I guess it depends, because like it's funny you ask that, because I always tell everybody like my end goal, like whenever I have like my career and I have like, you know, my wife, and if I have kids, I want to raise my kids in where I'm from, and well, not like the city I'm from, but from the state, and that's Oregon. I fucking love Oregon, bro.
You're from Oregon?
Yeah, I'm from Oregon. I was,
Like born and raised?
yeah,
Or
I'm not born and raised, but I was born in like Klamath Falls in Oregon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I left when I was like 3. My family came down here, and then I just pretty much raised here my entire life. But I do visit sometimes because I do have family out there. I visited like maybe twice. But it's so beautiful, bro. It's like, well, I think Twilight was filmed there, and I don't know if you've ever seen Twilight, but like,
dude, I watched it all. I'm usually not into those kind of movies. I
was fucking into those shits when they were first coming out too, bro. Like I watched every single fucking one. I look at them now and I'm like, yo, these shits were fucking ass and cringy. But like when I was first watching them, I was like, yo, these are pretty good. But like the whole gloomy, like the skies, the small town, the big trees, like it's fucking just like that, dude. It's literally just like that. And I don't know why. I really like that. I really like that environment. So I guess if I could, I think I would probably say like maybe in a woodsy, like, you know, area, but maybe like one that's kind of like still close to like a city, like Medford. I think Medford, like Oregon's
both
cool.
Worlds.
Yeah. Like Medford's good because Medford's like a pretty decent sized city. Like it's an actual city, and it still has like the surrounding woods and all that shit. So like I think something like that would be cool. Or maybe like more north. There's like some places in Oregon where there's like forest, like woodsy, but there's also like a fucking beach. So like imagine woods, but there's a fucking beach right there.
Where's that
there.
at?
I can't remember what part of Oregon it is.
That'd be dope.
It's fucking sick, dude. My aunt and my uncle sent me pictures, but they usually go like every summer actually to it. I've been wanting to go, but I just haven't had the time to. I just can't remember what part of Oregon it was, but they had told me last time. But it's literally dope as fuck, bro. Like imagine like woods and then a fucking beach. Like a beach right there.
That
like
would be weird, yeah. You got like rainforest, and then you go past. It's almost like in the movies, like you got like rainforest, and then it's like you go through all the bushes and all the trees, and then it's like it just opens up to like a beach, and you're just like on an island.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I never been out there. I have some family members out there as well, but yeah,
it's beautiful, dude. I don't know if you've ever been camping, but I always recommend it. Like totally.
I've been camping.
Yeah, I fucking love.
I've been
camping.
to the wash.
Yeah, no, I did that too when I was a kid.
Here in town.
Yeah, but nah, bro. Like actually camping, like they have like a couple of, like campsites, so it's like not super dangerous. Like there's like trails and shit, and then like there's other people there also camping. There's like a little like mart, showers and fucking bathrooms and shit.
Oh,
like,
okay. Oh, okay.
So it's like a camping ground almost, pretty much. You just like rent your little spot. You can either rent a cabin or just rent like a little area, and you just like set up tents, fire, like all that shit. But it's super cool, bro. Like I always recommend anybody that hasn't gone camping to at least try it. I think it's super, super dope.
Damn. Yeah. No. I think the only camping I've done, and not even like legit camping. I've gone to Big Bear, but we stayed in like a nice ass like cabin.
I've always wanted to go to Big Bear. Never
Oh,
gone,
dude,
but
I
I've always
went. I
wanted
went when
to.
I was younger. I haven't gone recently, and I want to go.
Right.
But no, I went when I was younger, but we stayed in like a nice ass cabin. It wasn't like actual camping, and it was like I think January, February, so it was like there wasn't really snow, but it was fucking freezing. Like you couldn't go in the lake, or you couldn't go in like Big Bear Lake or nothing.
Right.
But yeah, I like camping, but I think just because I was in the military, it kind of fucked it up for me because I just go back to like
That's true.
the miserable times, and I guess if I just went out there, and like did it, then I'd be like, oh, it's way different. You know, I have more necessities that I didn't have when I was in there.
Right.
But then I just think back, like sleeping outside or sleeping in the weather,
packing a fucking MRE.
just packing, like
General.
to sleep
They're
outside.
just always carrying shit with you.
Yeah, like I don't know, but I mean I don't mind it. Like, but like I know some people like they go out here sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that's what's cool about living out here in the foothills is you go like down there and there's like areas to like ride.
like in the counties and shit.
Yeah, yeah. And people, I know we have friends that'll go and take their RV and stuff out there. But like if we go, it's so close by. We literally just go out there, hang out for a little bit, and then we'll come right back home. Like, but I mean I'm about it, but I guess
It's convenient.
But I'm more of like a city person.
Right.
I love the lights. I love the fast-paced life. I know it sounds weird. Like, it doesn't give me anxiety, though. Like, for instance, we had gone up to L.A., like, when I took my girl for the first time. And we had woke up early. Like, one day we just woke up early, and we went and got coffee and stuff. And it was, like, 7 in the morning. Dude, people were up, running around at coffee shops on, calls and stuff, doing homework and doing like work and stuff. And I was like, it feels so productive and so much shit is going on outside your door that like it's so hard to just be lazy at home and nap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was so much shit going on. Like, even if I was like, we woke up early and I was like, I really want to sleep in tonight or like this morning, but like seeing everyone up, I'm like, everyone's up, I need to be up. Like, it made me I was like, I can see myself being here and just being like up early, going on a run, coming back, showering, going get some coffee, then go to work. Not wake up and then get dressed and go to work. Like, I wanted to be up before everyone or like with everyone and do those exercises and get my coffee and just live that busy life.
I feel like that's why everybody wants to move to like a major city, right? Is to get that like city experience, and I feel like that's really why everybody wants to move to a major city. Is because like the experience, and then also the opportunities. And that's not only the opportunity, but it's like how you were saying, you see other people doing it every fucking day. Like, you go to fucking LA or you go to Phoenix and San Diego and shit, you wake up and you're seeing fucking fit ass dudes like fucking running on the beach like every fucking day, or like, people like fucking always walking up and down like super busy running a business or whatever the fuck they're doing. And you're like, damn, like I need to get on that level. Like, they're out here, I'm out here, I need to be doing what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you try to follow into like those same routines, and you push yourself, you know what I mean, to try to be at the same pace that they're at, so I definitely get like where you're coming from that. Again, I feel like I definitely like the best of both worlds. I would say I prefer the city life, but I feel like long term, after I've had like my fair share of that city life, like the fast pace and shit, I feel like I would want to just kind of take a step back from it and then just kind of like, I don't know. But then again, like, have you seen J Balvin's like little like Zen, like a Zen house that he got built up in like the Bahamas or some shit?
No.
I don't know exactly where it's built, bro, but it is nuts,
It's
dude.
by the beach or like
Bro, it's like it's like secluded on like a woodsy area, bro, but it's so beautiful, dude. It's like a
mansion or like a little mini home?
It's like a mansion, but it's like so beautifully designed. It's like so minimal. It's like it was like so designed to the point where like he literally shows up and like he just relaxes. Like, it's like his place to just kind of like go and like relieve from everything that he's got like going on. And it's super sick, bro. Like, the way they designed it, it's like super minimal. Like, you walk, like, you just look at it and you're like, fuck, I feel relaxed. Like, just fucking looking at the place. It's super dope. He just got it built recently. I don't know how much it cost, but it was for sure a couple million.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, especially like some private shit like that.
Yeah, it was fucking, it's dope, dude. It's like really nice, secluded. But see, I feel like that's something that I would probably do at some point in life. Like, I do want to live that city life at some point, like move to like Phoenix. I don't know, hopefully even a bigger city than that to pursue whatever I want to pursue. And, once I finish doing that, like, once I like have like a wife and I decide to have kids, I think like maybe then that's when like I'll take a step back and like seclude myself from all of that shit.
But even then, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen those like mini homes?
Those are dope, bro.
Dude, aren't they?
Like
Dude,
the ones that they sell like fucking Home Depot and
yes!
shit. Yeah.
Dude, the other day I saw an ad on Facebook. And it was this mini home. It was like 2 stories, but the whole bottom floor was like the kitchen, the restroom, I think one more room.
Right.
And then right above it was the master bedroom.
Right.
And it was tiny, like I'm not good at like square feet. I can't even like guesstimate, but it was like very small.
Right.
But it was like it was nice. It was like very modern, beautiful. And like I clicked on it, it was like 49,000 or something. But I was like, dude, and you can just move it wherever you want. Like, obviously, I don't know if you can pick it up and move it and pick it up and move it, or once you set it, like, that's where it stays.
Yeah.
But, like, I thought that was cool. Like, just to find a spot where it's like, I just want a home right here. Like, I know people that move out to, like, out in Arizona, the desert. Well, there's Joshua Tree, that's in California. And then there's, what's that beautiful place up here in Arizona? Sedona. Sedona's a big place where people just find like an empty land, and I don't know how that works. I don't know if they buy the acreage and they put their house on there, or they just plop wherever they want. But no, I saw those mini homes, and I had heard people talk about them, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" When I saw that ad on Facebook, I was like, "That's a cool little mini home." Like it said mini home. I was like, "What the fuck's a mini home? Like how small is it? Like for kids? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like midget people? I don't know." And so like I clicked on it, and it was like a full on home, like you know, nice size where regular people can.
It's like a studio on steroids.
Yeah. And it's all hooked up too. Like it just, like I said, it looks so modern. It's not just like it wasn't like a trailer park home. Like
they have even cheaper ones, bro. Like they have some that you can get for like probably 20, 30K.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like they have even cheaper ones. Like I mean, at Home Depot, I've seen some for like as low as like 10, 15K, bro. Probably a little bit smaller than.
Isn't
the
that
one
weird
you're
that you can
talking
go to Home Depot and buy that shit though?
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird, you know. You got to get permits for it for sure, though.
But I mean, like, so do they just send you like a box of a bunch of broken down pieces of wood, and they just like put this block here and this one, like, you know, like IKEA furniture?
I'm assuming it's built already, right? And you just probably got to carry that bitch out. I would assume. I'd hate to have to fucking
I don't
build.
think so,
bro. I'd hate to build that bitch by myself. Why am I gonna pay 30K to have
still
to
have
build
to
it
build it?
myself? What the fuck?
That's what IKEA furniture is. You pay something like this at IKEA was probably $100, and I still got to bring it home and put it all together myself. I just bought all the parts.
Yeah, I mean, I get that for like a shelf and, you know, maybe like a bed set that costs like, you know, $1,500, but not no fucking home. I'm living for 30K. Like, you motherfuckers better have that shit put together for me. Like, if I pay, you know, $200,000 for a new home, that I'm building that, I'm paying for that shit to be built. Like,
and it's funny you say that because I've always thought that about like Jordans. Like when I see expensive ass like a pair of Travis Scotts, like when I didn't know the whole like market of shoes and stuff, and I would see like a pair of shoes for like, the minute I saw a pair of shoes like $1,000, I was like, them bitches better make me fucking jump like MJ and run like 100 miles per hour. They better come with like a shoe cleaner that a person cleans my shoe for me. Like I just assumed like that shit's so expensive, it better come with way more. But I mean, you just buy whatever you see. But like same thing with those mini homes. Like, yeah, I totally get that. If I'm spending $50,000 on a mini home, that shit better come built already.
Exactly, bro. 100%. Like I pay
for an extra
$50,000 for a car. They don't send me the fucking parts and take it to mechanics. They can put that bitch together for me. Yeah. Fuck that. I'd be pissed if they fucking made me build that shit, bro. I'd be so mad.
That's impossible. I think that'd be crazy though.
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed.
People just drive around in cars that they created themselves.
Dude, imagine.
Hey, they just like there's like pieces of bolts and stuff. Like I think it was extra pieces. Like that's the fucking main thing that held it together.
People do that, bro. It's those people.
I do that.
It's those people that got the fucking project cars they never finish.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like furniture. I was gonna say I have extra pieces to this fucking desk right here.
Oh yeah.
And like when I was done, my girl's like, "Where's that go?" I was like, "It's just extra in case something falls out. I can replace it."
Dude, I always end up throwing those away. I always should keep them, but I always end up fucking tossing them. I'm the fucking worst with that shit.
I do too, yeah.
I get so frustrated actually when it comes to putting shit together, bro. I'm the worst at that shit. I've gotten more patient like within the last like, you know, year, but I feel like before I was fucking terrible, bro.
I can do it, but I prefer not to.
Yeah, like
I can read the direction. I can go. I'm not like some, like, you know how back in the day they made it seem like men were like, I don't need directions. I don't need like.
Yeah, no,
I'd
rather
can
read
build
the
it
fucking
myself.
directions.
Dude, I go step by step. I might even go the step, and I might even click on YouTube to even physically see someone put where that screw goes. Dude, I don't give a fuck. Like I have no issue I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's no shame, bro.
Yeah. So when it comes to that stuff, like I'll watch the video and I'll try to watch it step by step, and then once I put everything together, be a few things left off, and I'm like, I think it's extra in case a screw comes loose, I can replace it with this one. But you read the directions, it's like every part has a point, like nothing should be left behind. And it's like, oh my bad.
Yeah. Nah, I just leave it, bro. I'm like, yo, let me see. Let me put a little bit of weight on it. That's fine. Nah, it'll survive. I just do a little test on it. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not about to take it all apart, bro.
And you're like, good enough for me.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're like, I can sit and write on my desk and it doesn't fall apart. It's good enough.
Yeah.
But, bro, we've been going on for a long time.
We have been.
I think we're good at this point.
Yes, sir.
But like I said, man, this was a really good episode.
It was fucking dope.
This is what I've always
fucking talk about.
This is what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted, because like I've had so many episodes where like
everything was just kind of like scripted, right? Just kind of like you come in and you have things that you want to talk about. But I feel like this was kind of more of like all right, let's talk about this, and we just.
You guys were able to just watch two guys have a conversation.
Literally, we just.
And hopefully you enjoy it. But
yeah.
No, like I've always I have conversations with people, and not that they have a time limit. They can be like, no, I have all the time in the world. And I'm just like, yeah, but I don't want you to be here longer than 2-3 hours, or an hour and a half and 2 tops. And every time it ends, I'm like, I can't wait to have you on again because we're talking about this. This one was like everything I wanted. Like after this episode, after tonight, I'm gonna be like, there was nothing more I think we could have talked about.
For real.
Like it's not like we have to do. I'm obviously gonna have you on again. Everyone's gonna love you. I love having you on. Thank you for coming on.
Likewise, bro.
I'm clearly gonna have you on because we can talk about so many more things. But from right now, I feel like I emptied my brain on you with everything I've been thinking about, and you had the same, and you were able to reciprocate all of those conversations. So I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go on Instagram and put a poll up and be like, "Do you guys want a 2-part
For real.
or a
This
full-on
might be
episode?"
fucking 4-part, bro. Honestly, shit.
3-part, legit speaking, probably 3-part max.
For real.
But yeah, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. But I love that we did this, even though I just broke it up. If I put one part out and then a couple episodes and another part, people are gonna want to tune in. It's like when on TikTok when people will be like, part 2, go to the next one. It's like if it's good enough, people are gonna wait for
100%.
part 2, part 3, and then they're gonna follow someone to figure out part 4. So this is good. Once again, everybody, Dapper After Dark.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me, man.
Cesar Partida.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thank you again for coming out. You're welcome anytime. Any last things you might want to say?
Not really, bro. Just make sure you guys follow the socials. Show your boys some love.
There you go. What's your Instagram?
Dapper After Dark. Yeah, Dapper After Dark. We'll put it up here.
Same thing as TikTok?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
like same thing everywhere, honestly. It's on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everything. I don't really change it.
What's the OnlyFans?
Same thing. That one's gonna be strictly After Dark. Strictly After Dark.
It's gonna be Dapper Dark.
that's just gonna be only After Dark.
Dapper Dark DD. But all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out. We're done.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
never know.
Yeah,
The music cuts in, and then this gets quiet.
dude, when I do my streams too, bro, I'm always like, yeah, thank you guys for coming and watching. Alright, bye. And then just fucking end it. I'll just put music fucking over it.
I know. I that's why when Alon was on here, he was like, you don't have a what do you say?
Like an outro?
Like an outro.